Hey, what's going on? It's November still, so that means Jedi is either having an anniversary or a birthday anniversary. So make sure you wish him a happy birthday anniversary. Birthday. By the way, rumors come out today. I'm everything in their pockets. I'm taking these two. I'm taking everything in their pockets. Pete, start the show. Everything.
Wait,
everything. A link. It doesn't matter. Use net. I'm betting it all. Go, Pete.
Hey, I'm willing to put up.
Hold on. We didn't burn enough time.
Are you really gonna put Boba Fett pops?
Yeah, I don't think you want to put that up against.
You do not want to do that, Dom.
Definitely don't want to do that.
No.
What are we doing here? That's 2 minutes. Yeah, there. Thank you, Pete. We are missing the intros from Jedi. JJ might be on a little bit later. Still kind of going through a thing, but we will say hi to the chat before we do, though, to make up for those 2 losses. We've got, we've got something. We've got Darth Lopez. Say hi, Darth Lopez.
Down over there.
I'm back.
All right, let's say hi to the chat.
Thank you to all the fans.
Yes, we appreciate all of our fans. Thank you for thanking them for all of our fans. Lopez. Hey, speaking of our fans, Tommy Longbox, we appreciate your sub. Star Wars Sunday. Job got me working. Oh, yeah, like a father. Yep. Lately, but just want to say cheers to you guys. Cheers to you too. Sorry you're working so hard. Hopefully it gets easier for you. For helping me get through the week. You're welcome. No BS, just honest opinions, etc. So keep it up. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to us. So thanks. Ed, if you're not first, you're last. Every point. Robin's racing, buddy. Best comic week. Oh, sorry, Rodney. Best comic week ever. I will wait to hear what Marco says. Really? Want that Eminem cover? I know Marco hangs out with him, so dude, I don't hang out with him.
8 Mile, baby.
Dude, he didn't even live on 8 Mile.
I know.
And 8 Mile's a weird thing. I don't want to get into that. All right,
no, on the other side of it, so you're going to be on one side or the other. So you can just say that.
No, you can technically live off.
I can say I technically live on the other side.
You can live off of an 8 Mile, but 8 Mile goes all the way from like the water all the way halfway across the street. With her dying breath, she ignited a rebellion, and then they made us wait until 2024. Some bitch, Dark Sides Assemble. Thank you, Stick Boys. Thank you very much. What's up, Renovision? What's up, Astro?
Yeah, Astro.
Oh, everybody said what's up. John's here. Good. Hello, John. Hello, everyone.
John.
Leftover. What are you doing here so easy? Early. Happy pre-Cyber Day deals. I think, unfortunately, like a lot of the comic shops around here up their prices to put the stuff on sale.
Of course they do.
They did it like Kohl's then.
Yeah, I was like, bro, there's no way that book never went for that amount, and like even at half off, that's more than it should be regularly. You know? Hey, Tyson, I'm already ranting. I am, dude. They got me started in the back. You get these.
It's all Dom's fault. Dom.
Yeah, no, it's Lopez and Dom. They sit there, they say things that you're just like, this is the most ridiculous.
I'm with you, Dom.
Dark, Ruben, you guys are just lost your minds. BK,
there he is.
Truly the best week is when Kennedy is fired and Marco cut off from the pool boy money, has to sell his lifeboat. That never happening, by the way, just never happened. And let's see what Joe's got for. Ooh,
I like that.
Damn, Yoda had to go get a jobby job. All right, Joe, thank you for the sub.
It's happened when he stays on a planet for like 200 years to protect the people. So,
right?
This is going to be issue 3.
He's knocking door to door, trying to sell vacuum cleaners on Dagobah. Like, okay, all right. Sounds good. That's a good one. All right. What else we got? Lopez, Marco, about to go off. Thank you, Wookiee Fanatic. Good to see you. All right. Let's start it off, I guess. It was gonna be a nice and calm show until
it still can be.
Till Wayseeker had to put some rumors in there just to get the boys riled up. So, Wayseeker, if you could, can we start off with some news that's going to get everybody
I guess so. We have a full week, and Marco didn't finish Convergence, so you can blame him for slacking.
No, you told me I didn't have to do it because what's his name? Jedi's not on this week.
Yeah, whatever. You didn't finish it, so I can't even give any fun spoilers about it because I
didn't even I just read like a couple chapters. It's also not a book you could speed read because they use like the name of the planets are so similar and so are the name of other things. So it's like you can't speed read the book. They do that purposely, I think. But I like it so far.
It's a fun one. I'm looking forward to talking about next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this week we have quite a bit of news, but a lot of it is Andor related, and so we'll start there.
Goodness.
So we had a
Yeah,
good
goodness.
article here that I think is one that we would resonate with, which said, Andor reveals the path forward for Star Wars. And in this, they talked about how refreshing it was for it not to be the Skywalkers. And this is what we need. We need stories like Andor. We need less even Jedi. We need less Sith.
No, time out. We don't need less. We need both. We do need both.
That's what this article was saying.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see people coming around and saying, this has brought me back into Star Wars. And there was a good dozen articles this week that talked about how
reading.
This is the first time that people have been re-engaged into Star Wars for a long time. So it was fun to see.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I mean, we do. We need now. I think Dwayne, what's up? Yo, Dwayne. Good to see you, Cherokee too. Metal, good to see you, and Dub also. But we need more Sith. I think now we can do Sith-centric stories, right? Like now that we've gotten away from doing a Luke or a Skywalker story in general, or we always have to have a Force story that does really well. You know what I mean? I think we can start going towards. I think this gives us our option where we can start walking away from everything has to be the light side wins in the end. Everything has to be light side orientated, and everything has to be Skywalker orientated. So hey,
yeah,
let's do sport.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also agree, Dub.
100.
So no surprise here, but Tony Gilroy's been doing a lot of our interviews, and one of these says is that K2 is one of his responsibilities for season 2. So we will see K2. He did really strongly imply that B2 Emo is not K2. Sorry, Dom, on that one. But we will see how they meet in their friendship merging.
I don't know. I think the fans, I don't know what you guys been hearing, but I think a lot of the fans are turning on the B2 Emu droid.
What? He's like Marvin.
There's a lot of
people in the galaxy. Like a depressed little robot. I like it.
There's some that are like, hey, dude, that depressed little robot got to have a,
Hey, do you
think be at the next one drinking at the bar, like sad sack, son of a beep?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of bad comments this week about that one. They were like, what's wrong with that droid? Why is he always whining like a little bitch?
He's emo. That's the whole point.
Come on.
I'm just telling you what they're saying in the streets. I don't care.
Nobody in the streets saying that.
How about this?
Lots of people in the streets are saying that.
Do you think that they're gonna retcon the meeting of Andor and K2SO in the second season?
I think there's a good chance that will happen.
Yeah, so the comic book might not matter anymore.
That might not. I don't think that comic book anybody cares about. So I don't think they're gonna care if Gilroy
that comic. When they do introduce that he's coming in the second season, that book will probably start going up. If you think about that,
no, it won't.
Yes, it probably will because people will say how important it is. And FOMO amongst the collectors out there.
I don't know because it depends because Andor has done well now, maybe, but like when people that don't know that try to create cheap content, that's not how they do it. They usually go after whatever they hear is really popular at the time, and unfortunately for that portion or people who've been sitting onto these books, the books haven't moved. For one, and for two, the buzz hasn't been around the books.
Okay.
So, like, we were talking about it earlier, just to dive out of Star Wars for a little bit. The Eminem book did really good. What'd you see next? A book that hadn't sold out, that crappy ass looking Biggie book now start to pick up. It's because content creators didn't know or didn't think that the Eminem book was going to hit. So they tried to go after something else that was relatively the same, and that's what they did. I mean, this is how this works.
The Biggie book went up when it first came out. It just went up without even selling out at the source.
It didn't sell out. It wasn't that good. It wasn't selling as high as it is.
No, I know. It was selling, but I'm saying the week it came out, the Biggie book was selling for like $60, $70 where you could get it for 30.
Streets are talking. Yeah, 30 at the site, right.
Yeah, hey, but what I'm saying is they were selling for that amount with it still being available.
I don't know. That sounds funny when you can easily look the book up in Google and it's $30.
But some people don't bother. They just
I don't know if that's true either. All right, next up, what do we got next?
All right. Tony Gilroy revealed the first thing that they filmed in season 2, and it is Kirill. So they are, we're going to be seeing a lot more Kirill in season 2, and his parts are, really changing. And he says he's not a fascist, and so
there goes my my rumor with the stalking issue and
you pretty much were wrong with all your rumors. But this is what I'm going to ask you. What I'm going to add. Hold on, I got a question now. So in this first one, we kind of saw almost 4 arcs, but they never did his arc and the other part of the Emperor arc together. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the story arcs a little bit weird. Do you think they're going to give K2SO his own story arc? Is that what we're going to see here? So we're going to get one where he is now while where Serial here is part of the Empire, so that'll be the Empire's version of story arc. We'll have the Andor portion of the story arc, and we'll get a K2SO and a Mo story arc too. Or do you think we're going to lose Mo? What do you think we're doing here? Where are we going here? Because it seems like there's going to be a lot of characters we're trying to flush out in one season.
I think there will be some characters that. So as we know, it's like 4 arcs of 3 episodes for each year. I don't think every character will be in all the arcs.
What's up, Half Price?
Good so like Cyril might be in 1 or 2 of the arcs.
Yeah.
K2SO is probably not going to be in all the arcs either.
Do you think K2SO might they might skip the whole comic story and just go into like he's with Andor?
Maybe they might just
skip it. That's that. Well, my point. Well, that's not an arc. Then he's just part of the storyline. Like, they were actually giving like background story arcs to some of these characters where it was heavy into their. I mean, there's a lot of characters. Because how many is it? 12 again? Is it going to be 12 again?
12 episodes. Yeah, 12 episodes.
Yeah, I think so.
Season 2, and then we're done, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm. And it's jumping a whole year, so we're not going to see anything that happened in this year gap between what we just saw and what happened.
Cyril will probably be Empire ready to be in the Empire,
or maybe he'll deflect. Who knows? Like, who knows what he'll do?
Yep.
Maybe him and Miro might not be part of the Empire.
I can't believe Deidre's going anywhere.
Well, Cyril's got to track down Darth
like
Lopez for that Burger King poster that he has there. Cyril don't let things go, so he's going to go track.
First it was she was going to hold on. Dom at one point was having him kill her in some alley while wearing her skin on top of him, and now it's a sexual chemistry.
It was a second. They're looking at each other the way she was looking. Yeah, he saved her, but the fact
they're going to hook up, right?
I thought they were going to kiss. Come on, man.
She might not be able to live with him saving her, so I don't know. She could. That might be. We'll talk about that one later.
They're going to kiss.
Yeah, she might actually kill him.
She could kill him for that one.
Praying mantis, bro. Praying mantis.
She's too strong of a character to have some man like Cyril take care of her. And
she's going to set him up to die. She's definitely setting him up to die.
Yeah. All right. So Rogue One writers this week talked about one of the ideas that they pitched at one point for a Star Wars TV show that was unmade. And it did sound really interesting. It was a story that takes place after the 6th movie, between kind of the Mando timeline, where the rebels that are taking it, they're going and they're hunting down and searching for the remnants of the Empire. So I guess it was, I don't know, they were just kind of saying it was like another kind of spy show where you'd have the rebels hunting after different groups of people.
That's cute, but this show is really good, so I don't care what these guys.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
So they brought this up. I think they're hoping to maybe make it happen with Andor's success, being like, hey, remember this idea that we pitched? It's out there.
We still
want to do it.
We can pass on it, though. We can really just pass on that. I mean, just because one thing's good doesn't mean everybody gets to, every shithead and their cousin gets to throw something in there. So
I know. So that was out there this week. So Rian Johnson back talking about Star Wars.
No.
Saying this time if there's no room for doing movies, he'd be open to doing a Star Wars TV series instead. And so
no, please.
As long as it's not about those two, I don't care.
What's he doing? I crush your head. Crush it. Doing the kids in the hall thing.
He's ruining Star Wars. That's what he's doing.
He's actually making a hole. He goes, look, put it in here.
But he is not letting this die. Like, he could let this die, and like every other week he's bringing up how much he wants to go back to Star Wars. So it's really
they should give him a better shot. His thing was good. They screwed that
canvas, a clean canvas.
Yeah,
do something.
Do not let him do Skywalker stuff.
No,
do not let him do anything that fucking no. Don't let him touch High
Republic. Tell the story of Broom Kid.
Don't let him touch High Republic. He wants to do a TV show. Fucking Broom Kid. That's you, buddy. Broom Kid. If you make Broom Kid good, cool. Then you get a little bit more of a leash.
He almost ruined Star Wars. That's what he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Lopez.
He did. JJ ruined it way more than JJ did. Way worse.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'd rather give JJ a shot than this clown.
No,
he had 2 shots, and they were the worst
JJ
2 movies
does not
ever
need
to come
another
out.
Shot. Never.
Yes.
Let's not retread this.
Let's go. Lopez doesn't know he's talking.
All right,
about.
so here's the big thing. There's a good half dozen articles, maybe more, of all the rumors out there with Bob Iger's return and what it means for the future of Star Wars. First we got
what it means was the dude took a break, set up some dude during the pandemic. The minute it was over, he said, "Fuck you, I'm back." That's what
first it was. Kennedy's out. That was Monday's rumor.
Not from Dom. Dom had it right.
after Indiana Jones 5, she's canned immediately the day after. That was rumor one. But now the new rumor is that we are getting 5 Star Wars movies in 5 years, starting in 2025 through 2029. They're already lined up.
Please don't.
Chapek was the reason that we didn't get movies, and Iger came back to give us Star Wars movies.
Besides the theaters being closed down?
Well, you know what? Another thing, too, is that because of Disney Plus definitely, it opens the door now for all the other shows they could possibly do. Movies, yeah. You can put movies out there, but now ideas that they had before, they could put them on the platform of Disney Plus. All those regular.
Hey, Terry, I gotta no, fuck this. Somebody hit the bell. I wouldn't trust him. He's talking about Johnson. Hey, as much as I like the, this is a dinger. This is a good one. I wouldn't trust him to do public service announcements from Blue Milk. Terry Floyd, somebody give him the bell. That's some good shit. Everybody else in the chat needs to get better. That was hilarious, dude. All right. Anyways,
yeah. So we're supposed to get 5 movies starting in 2025 every year. So we'll see what happens. But the other rumor is that they already have it lined up for production. The first one is going into production in the spring. So pushing the first movie into production in the spring. Again, there's just a crazy amount of rumors out there with Bob. Dom thinks Apple's buying. Don't
stop! No, we're not doing this horse shit. Anything in your pocket. Take all the money out of your pocket right now. I'm covering all of it. Whatever you got in the room, whatever. No, if you y'all think you know, let's go. Get out. I got it.
This is pre-show nonsense now spilling onto the floor.
You guys want 10s, you want 5s, you want 100s, you want 20s, you want 1s. It doesn't matter. You got lint. I'll cover your lint. I will cover it all. I'll cover it all. I take all bets on that. And yes, Kennedy's 69. She's probably going to retire. And also, when Dom says something that's right, I give him his credit. He was the first person. He shouted out before. He talked over the segment we were doing to shout it out, and then shout out that Kennedy was not going to get fired. So yeah, of course I'm going to give it to him. He said it. All right. Apple isn't buying Disney. No,
that's not going to happen. Apple isn't doing it.
What is this thing?
Not happening.
Credits. Cool.
All right, but since all these rumors of movies came out, the day after, the solo writer said, "You know what? We want to do another movie. So if you're going to be doing all these movies, sign us up. We are ready to do another spinoff." So
come on, Prince Caesar. Come on. Prince Caesar, Christian Dawn. Let's go.
Get out of here. This is shit. Everybody, dude, they got like 2 weeks off where there was like nobody talking like, "Oh, I want a job at Star Wars." Now all these fucking clown shows are coming back out.
They are. All because of Bob Iger came back. So all these people are like saying,
no. You know what this reminds you of? The sex, when you going on your chat, the sex lines come up. As soon as something happens, all the rumor mills come up. So he said they stop putting that stuff up there.
What are you
but it's the writers. The writers
what
are like.
What the fuck was that? No, I didn't know clue what you know. What?
I was saying the rumors are coming out like wildfire now, like the freaking goddamn apps for the freaking sex.
In the chat, you're talking about the Russian bots. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. Jesus, when you're checking out the sex stuff on the thing, and then all the fucking rumors come out, I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at on the internet, bro? Rumors and sex chats all in one. You got your Russian bots giving you your Star Wars rumor news.
Yeah,
all right. That's
the best way to get it.
I bet you that's gonna get a lot of thumbs up. But hey, whatever. Go ahead. Next up.
All right. So this week there will be a panel discussion at CCXB, which is the Brazilian con. I don't know which one it is, but I guess the big one. So Lucasfilm will be having a Thursday panel where they will be promoting both Mando season 3 and Indiana Jones 5. So we might see some new film images, something on both of those. I wouldn't be surprised on Thursday. So if you're looking out for Star Wars, keep your calendars marked for Thursday afternoon because they're likely to give us something.
No, I think there are all these shows and these creators are coming back, like Triple H taking over WWE. It's like, oh, we're getting hired back. We're all coming back.
Nobody's coming back though.
So Dom, go to book your ticket to Brazil for Thursday for us. And
I can't even book a ticket to Texas to go see the Five Fets. Come on, man.
Yeah, is that an acapella group?
No, they have a show in Texas, and 5 people who play Boba Fett are going to be signing autographs.
like a barbershop quintet.
The five fets.
Ooh.
Oh my bounties.
All right. So the other rumor is on
so fat I
December
can't
8th,
move.
It was like,
we will be getting the Star Wars Jedi trailer and release date announced at the Game Awards. And the Game Awards is where they released the trailer last year for that High Republic game that isn't going anywhere. So I think it is very likely that we will see the trailer and get that March confirmed date for the Survivor on the 8th. So that's what you want. Tune into the Game Awards.
We're supposed to get 2, aren't we?
What?
Or are we supposed to get? No. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So that's coming down.
Cool.
Here you go,
No,
Tom.
Marco, you're thinking of the other game I mentioned. That's Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm excited. Yeah, because those are
that's
two
what
games I love. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Dom bought this one.
Sure.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi action figure sold this week at auction for £57,000, not including fees, and so it ended up being like 65,000.
I was gonna say,
is it the double
70?
telescope? The double telescope, because when they had the original figures, they had like a double telescope on the lightsaber itself, so that's why it's probably that much money.
I don't know. There you go, Dominic.
From the
But
picture.
anyway, this is
That's good,
a record sale by a lot for this one action figure. So
John, I'm glad you got the kids the gift that is.
yeah, so that you can play it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's how that works.
So if you got this for the kids, you got the Xbox, you need these chairs.
I want that chair for myself.
Secret Labs joined forces with Star Wars for an Imperial collection of gaming chairs.
I could use a new chair.
Yeah.
I like the
Does anybody
Sith chair.
have Secret Labs?
What?
Does anybody have Secret Labs
No.
chairs? No.
Are they good?
That's why I'm
They're,
asking.
they're all my questions.
Because I
these
bought
are like,
Revan Soft or whatever, and they're terrible.
The baseline for these is $650 for the chair. If you want to up it, you can go up to about $1,200. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
what you're
double O.
looking
It's the
for.
other way. It was 57,000 pounds. So whatever.
Yeah.
You're doing a conversion on the conversion estimate.
So there you go. If you want to get your nice little gaming chair, you can now get these cool Star Wars.
Yeah, I like
Imperial
the black and red. That'd be awesome.
You like the
White's
black and red? I like the white one.
White's tough though.
I have- Well,
Get a
this
black
chair.
one.
Well, I had a white chair. I got rid of the white chair. I got the gray one, but definitely.
Yeah, you can't get
chairs.
white, dude. You can't get white.
Why not?
A white chair?
Just don't eat from your.
Your greasy
know.
head is going to leave marks into that fucking
Don't
chair.
eat. Don't eat while you're at that chair.
I'm not eating. I don't eat at the chair. I'm saying your head, your sweat, your everything in white. No, that's gross.
No, come on.
No.
That's why you put a throw blanket. On
I
the,
want
back
one
of
more
the
that
chair.
was like a lighter gray, more like an X-wing. Maybe just give him some orange highlights to it.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I'd get the white one.
Frankie.
And that is this
rocking the
week
Jedi
in
Academy.
Star Wars.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. You greasy bastards don't need a white chair. Exactly. Okay, at least I know.
I'm not a greasy bastard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, sometimes
All
my
right, here
head,
you go.
when I shave my head, it gets a little sweaty. You know, the baldness.
Yeah, I don't have that problem, Dom. I don't shave my head.
Hey,
so.
it's the guys wear the hat there telling everybody else, hey, put a hat
Not-
on.
not
Don't let
yet,
that grease go
though.
everywhere. Come on.
I do
Hey,
the
wait,
opposite.
put
I
your
use the hat
you
to cover
put
up the
your
hair
up
that I do
like
have.
a man bun.
All right.
Yeah, I have to. It's too long.
Are we doing? We're getting to comics. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It well,
Yeah, I think
it
you
got
wanted comics
ridiculous.
next.
It got ridiculous behind the scenes what people were saying about the news and rumors. All right, because we put this one out here because Wayseeker was so fond and told us this is going to be a real banger
I
of a
did
book.
not say anything like that.
Banger, he said. Ooh,
Come on.
Pose the
really sought
question.
after
Put words in my
banger.
mouth again.
Yeah, he posed a question. We had the potential.
I
for
said
a
this is gonna be
great
shit. He
week.
goes, "Oh, don't say that. Come on, it's gonna be good. I think." Okay, well, thinketh you wrong. All right.
No, I
here we
just
go.
said it was better than Han and Chewie.
This isn't.
Oh, see,
This
Airway
actually
said
isn't
it was a
better.
double
This
telescope.
isn't better than Han and fucking Chewie.
Mm.
Fucking Dark Horse. Okay, so was it a good week? Yeah, it was one of the best week ever till Dark Horse came out with their fucking books this week, and they came out with
Why
this
does it
thing.
look like it's Firefly?
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's so there.
This story
Oh,
was
this
isn't the
is
worst
so
comic I've ever read in
bad.
my life.
Why
This
does
is-
Finn have a
this is-
poncho on? Like
Dude.
a Brazilian poncho.
Well, they're at a theme ranch on vacation together.
Hey, doesn't
Yeah, actually, you know what, Pete, you nailed it. That's exactly what the fuck's happening here.
Nah,
They're at a dude ranch.
Poe Dameron looks like Woody from Toy Story.
They're trying to buy. Jesus Christ, let me get through this. It'll be quicker.
This is gonna take an hour.
They're trying to buy fucking. Well, they're trying to figure out. Leia sends them here because and then Poe starts crying because he's sensitive, which is just the stupidest thing. He spends the first like 3 panels crying. Oh, she just doesn't like me because she knows I'm the best and some other horse shit. And then they're like, yeah, well, we got to buy some fucking cattle. But then and then Poe goes, well, I think there's other stuff going on. So let's go to this seedy bar. And then he just starts, oh my God, even the lines are horrible. The lines are fucking
horrible. Is that the mind bender right there? At the end? On the right panel?
No,
Dr. Mindbender.
That's not
Mind Bender. That dude's got spikes in his face.
No, the bald-headed guy all the way in the look at the last page, the second panel.
Oh,
the second panel. Okay, I didn't see a monocle. Okay.
So no, but then Poe just yells that he's got lots of money and wants to spend, and they're like, yeah, okay, so you're trying to bribe us. What do you want? And they're like, there's these 4 families, and they sell all the stuff.
Westworld 00.
Buy these guys. And no, they're not in Westworld. This is legit ass a crappy dude ranch.
They're in wild space.
Yeah,
a place we've never seen.
Sure, do you want to look for Marty and Doc Brown?
Yeah.
So Westworld, wild space, same thing.
Dude, I don't think I could do it. I'll be honest with you. Probably not the best writer. I don't even think I could be this bad, to be honest with you. This shit was horrible. It was real bad. So he throws loaded dice that his nose is loaded, and then he's like, yeah, well, I'm not going to pay you anyways. Then the other one has to eat eyeballs, and he won't eat eyeballs, and then they're throwing darts, but it's like everything's rigged.
Are they on an episode of Fear Factor?
So no, then they decide to go to a dance club and disco it up with twang, twang, twang. But it's like country disco. So and then all of a sudden, like whatever dude that Poe's like back-to-back butt rubbing against decides to leak the goods, and then the other one, what's the other guy's name again?
It doesn't look like Poe Dameron. If you look at it,
either one, that's why I can't tell what the other guy's name is again. Finn. Okay, that's his name. Is that Finn? I thought. Okay, yeah. Well, fair enough. Finn. So Finn's in this book apparently, and he starts dancing with the chick.
He just realizing that now.
Apparently, he was there the whole time.
That didn't look like him ever.
It's all Finn.
That didn't look like him at all. So either way, Finn and some other guy.
When we talk about art, we're gonna get to some art later when we look at terrible. some.
This feels like an episode.
Hey, let's just cowboy disco out of here.
Sean Spencer and Gus.
I'm not shitting you. That's what happened so far. Okay.
Is
it over? It's not over. So what had happened was those 2 people had told him that their boss / maybe uncle or relative is getting on with getting onto something with this train, and it has to deal with livestock, but it also has to deal with mechanical stuff. So they're thinking, oh, there must be wrong stuff there. So they make Finn pose as like the shopping servant. Really good call. And they make Poe walk around and collect tickets. They got a shitty train scene here with, for some reason,
all right. Is Poe cosplaying as Captain Cold or Avalanche?
Yeah,
Avalanche. So he's supposed to be actually, it looks like the same outfit for one of the other Marvel characters that I can't think of. Not the Blue Marvel.
So then Poe just breaks in on some guy giving another guy a butt rub or something, and instantaneously starts pounding the shit out of a guy. And it turns out the guy who pounded the shit out of.
Somebody's going to clip that out, and it's going to be a completely different show.
Yeah.
Well, he said that he's butt rubbing him and pounding the shit out.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. Look at this. Did you read this book?
No, I told you.
He starts beating the shit out. The guy's like, "Hey, help me beat the shit out of this guy." He's like, "All right, cool, let's do that." Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it didn't make any sense. So then all of a sudden,
they get farm equipment.
But the door's wide open, but somehow they shut it so Finn couldn't get in. Yeah, it does look like Frozo. So then Finn, instead of them opening the door, Finn just breaks down the door. Hey, what are you 3 doing in here? Caught you in a compromising position. He turns around and it turns out that there's an imp in there, and somehow they knocked him out or something. And
it's because the Imperials are trying to get the farm equipment, and they also need the food.
Well, they didn't find that. They somehow found that out later. But yeah, that did he not just burst into a room and just start beating the shit out of somebody with somebody else? Basically, is that what happened?
Yeah,
that's what happened. Okay,
just get to the best part. The best part's the doll. Get me to the doll.
Oh, that gets stupid. So then they do this too. They are like running around, and all of a sudden, oh wait, there's more imps here. Yeah, no shit, there's more imps here. You've been told that they're poo, bing. I'll throw a bottle at somebody's eye. Yeah, even the action looks stupid. Then they go into the Rocky meat market and they start throwing around slabs of nerf hurting shit or whatever it is, and just hitting like, what is this?
That's Rocky's the meat locker in Rocky.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then finally they go into the back one and they separate the trains and they got a lot of chickens, but then they found a fucking doll.
This doll,
leave it to Ray.
Right, was the key part of the first comic. And so, if you're looking for the first appearance of the doll, you need to go to Hyperspace Stories 1.
Do not look for the first appearance of it. It was mildly better than this story.
It's rare.
I really do believe that this doll is going to be what connects the stories. Because now, if you look at the next story, the doll was found on Kashyyyk. It was some Wookiee doll, right?
Yeah, it's a Wookiee
first
doll.
One. Yes. So now they give this doll to Rey at the end of this book. The next book is about Rey going where? We saw it in the end. What Rey's going to Kashyyyk with
she's going back to Kashyyyk. Yeah.
So I think the doll is the connecting story of the entire run.
That's going to give the doll to a Wookiee, and then that Wookiee's going to take it. It's going to be like
way secret. But here's the problem:
nobody cares.
Are given zeros across the board. It's so bad. It is so.
You know why?
So this is what they're going to do. No, stop. I really do not think that IDW, out of all the years they did it, have written a piece of shit. Even that fucking cookbook recipe or the other one too is not even half as bad as this dog shit. This is dog shit. You wipe your ass with this. You pick up the dog poop on the side of the road and you throw it at the person who let their dog shit on your side of the road without picking it up. That is the only thing this book is good for.
In this analogy, am I shitting or is the dog shitting? And why am I using the same paper for both of us?
Both. You use it for both. All types of shit.
Marco, are you going to keep buying these? Are you going?
No. I'm out. I didn't even want to do this one.
Now I'm kind of curious of where the hijinks this doll is going to get up to in future episodes.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Hi, I'm Tammy.
No,
you want to be my friend? If not, I'll kill you. What?
This book is so bad. Honest, that's not the only thing. Should we stop here to show the other piece of shit DH did this week? Because we'll do it.
Sure, might as well.
All right, let's get off of this for a second. We're gonna go into it because this is another splendid piece of garbage that they have out today.
Oh boy.
So this is the other book they decided to drop. We can't have variants on their adventures, which are actually a pretty cool thing when they did them. Gave at least some artists a different shot at it and stuff like that. No, they gave us this miniature hardcover book. For those that don't want reference to scale, here is the size of a comic. Here is the size of the book. Okay. Inside, they supposedly gave you 3 stories. It might have been, I don't know. This is pretty much the most you'll see on a page. So really, it's not even like they quartered pages. There's not a lot in it. And the book's $22. Well, it's $20 plus taxes. And if you remember do you remember how DH old TPBs were and how some of the when they were mass producing their hardcovers like this? I can already tell there's glue issues. There's glue problems in the front. I've only went through the book once. I mean, we're already having glue issues that are falling apart on these books. They're going to be completely crap. I think I was yelling too loud. So I will be closing the other door. Oh, cool. All right. Either way. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing. There's one good story. There's one actual story that was longer than 3 pages in there. The High Republic story was actually pretty good in there. It was. But it was also very short and wasn't a full story. The other ones I wouldn't even call stories. I'd call shorts at best. And for $20, no offense, but that's horseshit. That really is horseshit. It's horseshit. I mean, I don't know who's going to waste money on that.
Just wait until what? Wayseeker, you said January? The trade would be a little cheaper.
Yeah, they're coming out with one in January that will be.
But who's going to want to buy that? When they already hear that there's literally nothing in that book. There's a fucking Wampa kid a story with fucking hyperdrives that scare away a breathing fire snake monster.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Leia on Hoth hears fucking screaming and goes, "Oh, that's the Wampa caves." Then goes, "Let's go down there and see what's going on." And everybody, including Han, go, "No, maybe we should go get Luke real quickly." We don't have time for that. She walks in there, disappears. Han's in there almost getting eaten by a snake monster, and there's a bunch of little kids that they didn't finish drawing their faces who are Wampa kids. I can't make this shit up. And then it proceeds to them bringing down, here, look at that shit. Look at, what is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, they look like
It's not even for kids.
Right there.
It's
no,
so
those
bad.
are adipose. If you Sticks will know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the
adipose babies from Doctor Who.
But I mean, like that's the story. And then they literally take the engine that was taken off the Millennium Falcon and bang on it, and that's how the story ends. Good story, good quality there. Garbage. It was all garbage. Oh my gosh.
It was Kevin Scott. I had high hopes for it, but I was not. Doesn't sound like it was good.
It was not good. It wasn't good. It was. And to have, I get they're trying to have it come out during Halloween.
Sticks
it was
knows
just
what I'm talking
not.
about.
They were trying to get it out, and it didn't get late. It got delayed, but I mean, mine's on the way. I'll read it.
I don't know, man. Wayseeker keeps asking me to, but I don't know if I can keep doing. I don't know if I can keep doing it.
I hope the Ty Yorick story is good, at least.
Oh, it is. That's the one. It's okay.
You guys in the chat are like a minute behind.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then we got Revelations. We saw this kind of already.
Marco mad too.
Not really. Well, no, I just don't like what they're doing. So, it was her in the suit. She's got her Cobra Khan suit on, or Cobra Commander suit on. So that's gonna be fun when she's a mech. This gave us a lot of insight, kind of, but not really. I don't understand the flashback. It kind of is whatever. This was kind of cool. We got the droid Grata. It's really good. I just wonder, and then they gave us a High Republic thing. They actually pulled that really far back because it's not supposed to be. If you guys remember the Lando movie, the droid Grata was like the Solo story.
Not Lando, the Solo movie.
Yeah, the Solo movie. Yeah. The droid Grata wasn't. They didn't infer that it was that far back. They inferred more towards Clone Wars and the ending of Clone Wars. But it turns out that maybe this goes up. Well, not maybe. There's Loden Greystorm, right?
Yeah,
that's him. Right? Wayseeker,
yeah,
that's him, correct?
Yeah.
So it goes all the way back to the High Republic. They cut off the head. It gets passed along. Somehow Han, for some reason, with a shitty ass looking face.
So this has got to be where the story in Han Solo's going, right? We got three episodes left in this shitty comic. So at least this gives me hope that maybe one of them will be good. We'll get this.
It's going to be bounty hunters. Well, Valance, I'll tell you why.
You don't think we're going to get the Han Solo Chewie picking up that thing? And
so nope. So they bury it. They come back. Somebody builds the robot back again. This was kind of cool. I like this next panel with Darth Vader where he tried to kill the Webbish Bog, and the Webbish Bog goes, "I might be weak, but I'm not that weak, or that's pretty much I'm not that stupid either."
Yeah.
Stops the lightsaber, throws it back at him like it wasn't anything. I thought that was kind of cool because you couldn't be talking that way to him. And then he tells them so this Webbish Bog sees all these visions all the time, and he sees a bunch of stuff. He kind of also saw Darth Vader with Valance getting away and then having people go after him. This is why I think that part, the droid God, is going to tie in.
But see, this is why I think they're all coming together. But I think each one of them are going to introduce. And so, like, you get the first one, which is the Han Solo Chewie story. And then you're going to get the bounty hunters.
I think that's still going to be ex-girlfriend. I think bounty hunt. I think this part. I think Vader's
sucky, man.
Huh? I think bounty hunters now is going to be bounty hunters Inferno Squad / droid Grata Valance. I think
right, but I think we're going to get the story of how Han gets that egg or whatever that thing is because
it's his memory.
Like the memory thing, and in the Han Solo Chewie, we'll see. But my
prediction I like that. No, time out. If that happens, that will be better.
It will
be better. That will make that book better. And then if we get what's that? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
And then if we get Inferno Squad hunting down Valance, and then Valance becoming the lead for the droid Grata, which I think has a very big possibility of happening, that could right the ship.
The layout of that page is weird. Like, why is Vader's little head on top of a big head? That just looks weird.
The way they drew it.
And in the background, yeah. No, I mean,
it seems like they just laid it out wrong.
And the girl with the eye, is the same girl that's with Valance? That's the girl from the bounty hunter book with Valance, right?
Yes, that he makes out.
Doesn't even look like
girlfriend. That's his girlfriend. Yep.
And she has to kill Valance.
Well, she sends it. Yeah, she's gonna send Inferno Squad after him. At least they drew faces on him this time, but Marvel's still up to its old fucking shitty ass goods. So
just wait till you get to the Luke picture, Dom.
Yeah, it gets worse. No, the Luke is horrible.
There has never been a worse Luke drawn in the world. Like my 6-year-old can draw Luke better than what was in this comic book.
They do lead it up. They do lead it up, give full face pictures and name them. They still don't give us their actual physical individual names, but we actually get to see them part of the storyline. Then they show this Valance beating up everybody, and Bosk looks. What the fuck is that?
Bosk. It's like a vampire.
A frog splash onto Valance, apparently.
I know, right?
Here's Luke.
What?
With the last end, Luke looked like an old man. The end of the page.
I don't
right
that page. The page. It's a half page on the other one, or a full page splash on the other one too. Like a quarter.
Like the one that's the worst is right there in the middle,
on the right.
On the left side where like he's frowning or what. I don't know what's going on with that face of his.
But... Oh, where he's pouting, the pouty face.
No, who's the dude with the that's fighting Luke right there? The robotic dude.
That's him. That's part of the droid grotto. That's
droid grotto.
So this takes place after issue 30. So there's some little time issues with this one.
Yeah.
But we know what happens after issue 30 because it's after No Space. And so, yeah, there's a little.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, BK. You ain't lying.
Yeah. So this is what's going to be coming in the Star Wars run. So this is what I think it does. Everyone is getting their own preview.
Nice interior. Dig. Hey, hit the bell. Hit the bell. Nice interior art. Like it was copied from the cover of someone's Trapper Keeper. Good job, Joe. Who was the artist on this? I don't know. Somebody look it up real quickly. It was.
I don't know.
It was the artist. Then we got this page that I tried to spread out because there's a lot of like. First off, why is Afra making out with what's her name? That didn't make any sense. I don't know what any of this.
Sasha Banks.
You just try to no. It's the one. What's her name?
It looks like Sasha. Not
that's the one from the original comic line.
The Rich family. Yeah.
But what I think this is, I have a theory about this. Is these are all the possible stories that he is witnessing. Websbug is witnessing. So he's witnessing all different possibilities.
He's just witnessing IG-88 just swing around shooting guns. Yeah, I could see that happening.
So but not all of these are going to happen. But these are all of the possibilities that Websbog is seeing.
Is that Luke that's technically in Carbonite, not Han? And is that
no, that's Han in Carbonite.
With Han in front of him?
Yeah,
with Han just standing there coming out. Han gets out.
No, see, I thought it was supposed to be different possibilities. So if there's different possibilities.
And then you got
Han's already in Carbonite, so you can't have a different possibility.
No, if you read this fucking book, you can have whatever you want in this fucking
I know, but
that doesn't make sense.
Because the future that Han is going to get out and do his
thing. It doesn't make sense that C-3PO is holding Darth Vader's fucking head either.
And if you look at the end, you have Forlom holding Zuckuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because he got shot by Valance. We understand why that's happening.
Yeah.
Why is... Oh, no. All right. Anyway,
but you got Luke also with the Ascendant tech or whatever.
You have R2-D2 next to IG.
No, that's two different. No, that's not. That's not what that is. Wait, secure. That's him with a red kyber crystal and a green kyber crystal.
Oh, I see what that is.
Poorly drawn.
Which he's going to go, I guess.
Very poorly drawn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's getting ready.
No, I just think these are just possibilities.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but it was just a nonsense throwaway page. And then all of a sudden, the local Mustafarians decide to start attacking him for some reason. And then he does use a sweet ass line where he's like, "Oh, you're from this planet, then you should know how the lava fucking pits work, bro," and drops a dude right in the fucking pit. That was pretty sweet. And then whatever, he's gonna get in another fight. We're going to Hidden Empire. Good thing they're not coming out with the Revelations 2. Okay,
so we got second cameo, right, of Eidenberg.
So no, it isn't. And the reason why is because the preceding 3 panels, and they drew full faces.
What?
The preceding full. It's a lead up. They're part of the actual story. They are actual part of the story. That's the one part you keep forgetting. They actually have to be led up to as part of the story. They are in that preceding page. They lead up to them and explain why they're there and what's going on with them. And then they introduce and they drew full faces. But yeah, it's really shitty because it's still
drawn terribly.
But you are right. It's still very foggy. It's a way that they're going to try to do another first full now. They're going to try to do the first full.
I mean, you can argue first full. There's no doubt about it. Like Marvel purposely set it up.
That's what they're trying to do. Yeah,
first full.
Yeah, I mean, I would, if you're asking me for a professional opinion, this would be the first. If you're asking me, do I think Marvel is trying to make that real shady so they can sell fucking more books in a month? Yes, that's what they're doing too. They're doing both. They've been doing both for this. So, Yoda number 1.
Yeah, it's really sad because Iden's a first appearance that, it could be a big deal going forward.
Would have been really big, yeah. Especially if it turns out how it looks like it might, where she has some back and forth, and they start doing the Empire as a bounty squad instead of doing the bounty squad. You see what I'm saying? Like, it'd be really cool to see her and them hunt down people and do what the Infernal Squad's supposed to be doing. I mean, like, that changes around what the Hunter's book would be, right? As far
Yeah.
as bounty hunters go. So
Yeah.
there you go. Yoda, one bunch of covers. Dagobah, not bad art. He's talking to, we all know who so somebody, it was a little corny in the beginning because somebody's like, hey, Yoda, you there? Hey, Yoda. He's like, I'm meditating. And he's like, yeah. Sure you are, Master Yoda. Whatever. I just want to talk. He's like, come on, dude, I'm meditating. We all know who that is, right? It's Qui-Gon, isn't it? Basinger? That's who it was.
I assumed it was
I would
Qui-Gon.
assume because the timeline is Qui-Gon.
Sure, it wasn't like a booty call text.
No.
Hey,
The
Yoda,
only,
you up?
the only thing that made me pause is that Qui-Gon can appear.
Hey, right.
So, like, that was the one.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna appear him on this. Yoda's Yoda.
He has
This
that
is Yoda.
ability that
Yoda's
others
first. Yoda's fifth first appearance. Yes, in canon.
Yoda,
yes.
Yoda's first
It
solo.
could be Obi. That was the only other person I thought it could be.
Maybe, but no. Yeah, maybe, but no, I don't think so. All right. So these are the first couple pages they didn't show you. They take us to this one island, and they're the sister and the brother are blah blah blah. She hits him with an apple. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, what's that coming over the horizon? This isn't Avatar. This is something else. Oh, it's pirates. We already kind of covered this. The pirates are coming in. Take whatever you want. Shoot. We'll blow you up with these big cannons. Okay, I'm going to send a call out and hopefully it reaches somebody. We've already covered this parts if you watched it last week. They reach the temple. We get vacuum cleaner. We get Wild E. Coyote.
The anteater.
Grumpy old dude. Yeah, well, that's Wild E. Coyote in Dom's book, but I guess it's the anteater because he took a break. Okay. New High Council. Next up, we get down there. The guy's talking crap, and Yoda talks shit back. I thought Yoda was very good in this book. I thought he was done very well. I thought the way that they used him was very well.
He
thought that
spoke
his word
normally in one panel, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which was weird. He didn't speak Yoda speak in one panel. All the other ones he was speaking Yoda speak.
Yeah.
One panel he speaks normal.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was what it was. Deal's a deal. All right. But yeah, he did really good. He seemed like a badass. He starts kicking ass.
Pirates.
He comes there. He tells the Avatar kid, "Hey, by the way, hold this for a second with the big World of Warcraft battle axe." The kid holds it for him, which leads us into Yoda getting shot by a big cannon, and the guy laughing, and Yoda goes, "I didn't see that one coming, but this guy's in trouble." Goes up there, knocks him down, and then the little kid with battle axe is like, "I'll cut his neck off." He goes, "Well, I can cut his neck off too, but instead we'll send him on his way."
First normal speak Yoda.
Yeah, first appearance of normal speak Yoda in comics. All of a sudden he's standing on the bridge and he's got one foot up on ropes for some reason. I don't understand it, but he's like, "Hey, listen, don't come back here." And the guy's like, "Yeah, you're gonna leave eventually, and when you do, I'm just gonna come by and rape and kill everybody and take all their shit." And Yoda's like, "Yeah, well, I'm not leaving, so have a nice day with that one." And you're like, "Wait, he's not leaving? What the fuck?" So he sends his little rocket ship. That is kind of interesting. His little rocket ship there. His little personalized ship. That's what that whoosh is. Sends it back with a message. "Hey, what's up?" That is not Mace. That's somebody else just randomly walking around. They go to the dudes, "Hey, you're going to be upset," but Yoda says, "Piss off. I'm not coming back. You guys can sit around and talk. I'm going to live at this place and party and dance like it's 1999," which he does. In the meantime, the bad guy is looking at him from the water and saying, "Dance it up, buddy. I'm coming for you." Liked it. I liked it, man. It was, thank God they did. Thank God they put this out.
Yeah. And you saw the instrument that he had in the first panel. The instrument that he had is the instrument from here. So it's like,
that you're trying to
that's where Yoda brought back the memory of this thing because he was looking at the instrument that he got from his time here, which is kind of cool. Right?
Which is also this is only going to be two. This story can only be 2 comics. So
it's 3 stories.
3? Wow, they're going to extend it that
3.
long. Then maybe it's not going to be as good, but we'll see what happens with it. I mean, this was better than anything else they put out this week. So 1 out of 3,
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6.
You mean
this week 1 out of 4. Hardcover sucked.
Oh, how many books that came out?
Hardcover sucked. I mean, hardcover sucked. Was okay at one part. Revelations kind of sucked. Was okay at one part. Hyperspace was dog shit. So fucking 1 out of 4. God damn, that's a lot of money for a week. To be $5. Let's just say you bought the A cover for everything. The only cover you could get. $20 for a TP for the trade, or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah.
$5 for dog shit. Another $5 for what was Revelations? Was Revelations $7?
That's probably $5, right?
It was
one shot.
It was an extra $1, whatever it was.
Yeah, $7. It was $6 or $7. So you're already at 30 some dollars. $35. You're about $40 for one book. That kind of blows. And that's if you didn't buy in the variant.
But this is where, I mean, we'll be fascinating to see. Star Wars, I think, really wants to put out 3 comics a week. That's my sense on what they want. Can Star Wars put out 3 comics a week?
Better quality.
Oh yeah, Revelations was $6.
Yeah, not their quality. You had 1.5. If you put together, you get maybe 1 3/4 of good comics. But when
they don't have enough, they don't have enough good writers to put out 3 comics a week.
Writers,
and let's not even talk about the art.
Right? Yeah. Did you see the art in these books? I mean, somebody
Yoda looked good.
Who did the art? No, who did the art in this shit? Who did this shit?
I don't know.
That was rough.
This is rough.
The whole thing was rough.
The Dark Horse book looks like a web comic.
What is this?
Adapted and threw
what
on the page.
This? What? Joe's right. No background. There's none.
Yeah, to me that speaks web comic. Like, oh, just turn this out real fast.
Frank only bought Yoda. You probably only bought the best, man. That was it.
Be done.
Yeah. For all those people that are complaining about quality of paper and everything else, well, Dark Horse isn't the fucking solution. I'll tell you that.
We did get some second prints announced for some of these.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
that's what we need. More second prints.
Yeah, which is another thing. That's kind of bullshit how they're shifting it. They make it look like stuff sold and it's not sold out. And it's like, dude, this is just garbage, man. You're adding garbage onto it. And by the way, just wait till you see one of these covers. First off, there's no way that morons like me should be able to be like, oh, you know what they're going to do? Here's the incentive cover you're going to get. They're just going to, I mean, that sounds like a fucking joke. We'll get into it later. Next week, High Republic, Dark Horse, Sav. This better be good because if they ruin this character, I'm going to be pissed. I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm worried about this one.
Yeah. How can you not be?
How can you not? They went 0 for 2 this week.
What are they called? The Dangranks or whatever? Like,
yeah, the Dangranks. Yeah.
I'm a little worried about the Dangranks.
You, dude, what was that one girl's name that's from Michigan that everybody was giving a hard time to? You need to bring her over here because you know what? They never did this shit when she was in charge of.
I love editing. Scott too, but apparently he did the Tales from the Rancor thing, and they had adipose wampas in there.
Frankie, so Frankie, I don't know. I have a feeling at Dark Horse there's nobody overseeing this shit, so they're letting them like. I guess it's kind of like the James Gunn issue. Like James Gunn is great, but you got to have somebody keeping him in line. As much you just have to. You have to have somebody keeping them in line because if you don't, you get shit like we got this week. I like Jose.
Kevin spreads himself really thin. Kevin works on a ton of projects, so it's really easy to mail one in, right?
I got to say this though, Jose, that whole run that he did, he's the same guy. He's the guy that did Marvel. He's the same guy that's doing this. The whole run, I think we can all agree from Star Wars, High Republic, the art was a little sketchy at times, but the run was actually pretty decent. It was probably better than the main High Republic books.
It was, so, but I'm just saying between
High Republic got better after they left the string gear.
There's not a lot in that gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping wrong. I really like Sav.
Well, I'm just saying that Dark Horse right now is 0 for 6 with Star Wars books. So like, you can't keep going at this rate because all of the fucking hyperspace books are trash. That hardcover's trash.
Well, how long did they get it for?
They got no other options, so they're gonna get it for a while.
Yeah. Next week is also a Vader book. It's going back to dealing with the maids.
You sure Apple doesn't want to make comic books?
As soon as Apple wants to start running theme parks,
I'm sure they have better writers.
I don't know.
Here you go, Dom. First cover appearance of whatever one of these
Watto Tamp.
It's a new one. It's his like cousin.
It's his cousin. Nice.
It's not the one that we know.
It's not Watto.
Is that the dude? Is that the guy? Where on the cover? Where?
It's Grotto.
Tabor Watts or Watto or whatever his name is.
Watto.
Yeah,
the guy that's in the middle of gold.
It looks like the guys from the Clone Wars that held. What's his name?
Tamil Watts. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, the guy on the cover.
Or whatever his name is.
I thought you were talking about Watto from Phantom Menace.
No. That's what I was looking for.
Wat Tambar. That's what we're saying. Yes, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Wat Tambar.
It looks like it, but it's like his cousin.
Yeah, it's his cousin.
Lopez, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, this is why I stopped reading Star Wars books a long time ago because they've been bad for a while.
Some of them, I don't know. High Republic stuff was really. I mean, High Republic Adventures was good. High Republic Adventures was good. Pete's right. The
Well,
back
yeah,
half.
that's the last one I read.
He's
Half
my
was pretty
cousin.
good.
Who made
It
this
is.
Mr. Gunner?
Cousins, sisters, brothers, second time, new times removed.
He's an asshole, sir.
All right. Next week we get the book that nobody asked for.
What?
But
This one did sell out at least.
yeah,
This one I don't have a problem with.
Yeah, it did sell out. You're right.
Although
You just don't like the cover.
I don't like the cover. No,
they picked the wrong cover.
Yeah, I think they picked it because they just used a portion of inside art as the cover, and they should have done. If you're going to do
a wraparound cover.
If you're going to do a reprint, at least give us some like new art on. I mean, if you're going to charge the $5, you might as well get something new. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we got a half of whatever. We got a half of a Jedi kind of thing. FOC, we're still going on with this fucking Padawan and the Maid's Tale. So fucking, I guess Jedi Johnson's happy.
No, Darth Vader's fighting the B team, the B Avengers, She-Hulk, and all the female. What is it? The Liquidate. What's the name of the
A-Force?
A-Force. Yeah, A-Force. What was the name of it? They were called something else before the Air Force. They had them on the cover. The Liberators.
Different squad.
Yeah, remember when they had Valkyrie and She-Hulk and on the cover when they fought the Red Hulk? They called the Lady Liberators or something like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you got that right there.
Liberty, but that's different. So yeah, I think this fight already happened once and it didn't go well, so I don't know why we're doing it again. Whatever. FOC though, we do have High Republic. This is what, number 4?
This is 4. I'm excited for this one.
I am too. We know that a lot of people are showing up here for the first time. This is the question that I have. If this is how the 3 covers turn out, which cover would you think is incentive and which cover? I mean, as a fan, which cover would you want to be the incentive? Which cover would you want?
Absolutely.
You want A.
I'm not loving these.
A to be the incentive.
This is why. Yeah, he'll tell you why. You do.
These are the important.
You want Mic Drop to be the incentive?
You want Path of the Open Hand characters on the cover. You get the first Herald. You get first row there. That's the one you want. You want that cover.
This is why Marvel's still screwing with you, because that cover should be the incentive. Like, that's the new characters that are showing up. You're getting a row. You're getting one of the most apparent. You're getting at least 2 very important characters from this era, and you're getting one of the most important characters in family lines of the whole High Republic on a cover, and you're putting it on the A cover. And honestly, your B cover's hot trash. I mean, just trash. And your incentive, okay. She's on that's the 12th cover she's going to be on by book 4.
Yeah.
It makes no sense what they're doing. It really, really doesn't.
Very minimal background, a lot of dead space.
And I will say, I finished Convergence, and the mother's a big deal. She just gets bigger and bigger. She plays an important part in that book. I'm not going to give anything away.
She just keeps eating and eating.
But if the mother shows up, Convergence says again, the mother's a big deal. So we're looking for mother.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, like a lot of stuff in comics Star Wars was a good week, but a lot of stuff in comics was not the portion of Star Wars that was a good week. So
hey,
we're
wait,
just on the
thick.
comics. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are thick.
2 C's.
It isn't. It's the one on the right. I can't remember what the middle cover is, but it's called something. Yeah, it should be the left one. We also get the Mandalorian. So we get Mandalorian. What number is this?
7.
7 for FOC.
This is
an
first
interesting look,
right?
Yeah.
This would be first Moff Gideon.
Dom, what is this?
First Moff Gideon.
There you go. We don't steal his flame.
Also, not on the cover. We've got.
Also, wait, hold on! Don't steal Dom. This is Dom's portion. Dom, what else do we have?
Yeah, the first appearance of the creature that's on the cover of the Mandalorian.
There you go, the Grey Dragon.
Was it what are they called again? It actually looks like a bat there, but it wasn't a bat. It looks something different in the TV show.
Isn't that supposed to be the Grey Dragon outside of the?
No,
Dragon.
It's the they're the bats that attacked them when they were sitting there. And,
that's what that's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's bad.
I like Sway. I really like Sway. So, but that is disappointing.
Oh my god! Now that I put it on full screen, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
I thought they just fucked up a dragon. No, they fucking
Well, the
okay.
Krayt dragon's
bad.
not a real like dragon. It's more like a.
I understand
the
that.
Krayt
I just thought
dragon
they
is a
took
dragon that's
liberty.
a
I thought he
snake.
took liberty with the shit. Have you seen what we just went 40 minutes on these fucking books. Have you seen what they've been doing?
Hey, I didn't make us go 40 minutes on that
Yeah.
stuff.
Tell him, Pete. Tell him, Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah, Pete.
Wasting Marco. Dynamic duo.
No, BK, it's not.
Oh,
All right, and there we go.
This
So
one
we
is
got
not
the
mine.
we got
The
the
Marvel way.
Empire.
Marco show.
That's the Marvel
Oh, yeah, yeah, that is an incorrect statement. This is
I am a guest here.
so we got pretty much we did the same art that they put out for the incentive cover last week with a computer and me using both fingers to just do this. So if I could do that, you should probably give us something else. The other art piece they gave us was an interior piece of art that didn't fucking mean shit. So cool. Who's buying this?
Wayseeker.
Me.
What? Will I buy
just
this?
Dom,
I'll buy
probably.
one.
Tom's buying this for some
I'll
reason.
buy one.
You're gonna buy the incentive too?
If I can find it for half price. If I,
I
can
don't
find
like
it for
$10
$10
$12.50,
later printings.
Yeah,
if I can
$10.
find it for
I'd buy it for $10.
$12.50, I'd buy it for $12.50. That'd be my
might buy it
price
for
on that
$10.
one. Because it's cool
Oh,
art.
it did say that was the 125. So they
Yeah,
switched it around.
the second print. Yeah.
Yep. So if
No,
I
not
got
that.
it
I'm
for
talking to
$12.50,
Dom.
I'd buy it for $12.50. No more.
Is it previews or did you check Penguin Random House? Previews sometimes get stuff wrong. They like all the time.
You see what they should have did was with the second print with Maul on the cover. They should have took the Hidden Empire and made it a version cover. That would have been better.
No,
They did that.
they should have just given us something different.
Or
BK,
not
you've been
do it at
watching
all.
Almost Famous on cable a lot lately.
Did he? Maul wasn't even in that book. Yeah, or not
Yeah,
doing
he
like
was.
Lopez said.
Maul
he?
was in the book for one
Oh
panel.
yeah, for like
Panel, panel.
a whole half of.
Yo,
a
he's
whole
coming
panel?
back as a clone.
Did you say a whole panel?
Yo, he's coming back as a clone.
He gets that one panel where it talks
It's
about
kind of where he's faded.
Yeah,
As
but-
Lopez said, I think said the best comment about these books. Lopez, go again with what you just said.
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask Dom. What'd you say, Dom? Who's coming back as a clone?
No, I'm saying that there was a story that that Maul could have came
Oh,
back as a
yes.
clone, and then
Oh.
had Talon as old George Lucas storyline that they were the bad guys to take place for 6, 7, and 8. That was supposed to be,
I didn't listen to.
I mean,
any of that.
7, 8, and 9 with the Star Wars trilogy. They were supposed to be the main villains, and they switched it. That was one of the stories that George Lucas had. A cloned Maul.
it wouldn't be worse. I'm not sure it'd be better, but it wouldn't be worse than 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much that would be.
I think well,
Also
I don't know.
Also
To be fair,
no.
it could be
Also
worse.
no. Also no. And not interesting either. Done. Okay, next up. And this book is garbage too. All right. That's all we got. So let's get into toys and then we'll get into Andor. What?
I didn't make it an option between Tombstone and Almost Famous. I was going off of you. I was going to be the front man. You were going to be the lead guitarist with Mystique. That was the dynamic we agreed upon. That's what I was going with, BK.
BK, we're still waiting for BK to hit the bell because he hasn't even come close today.
Don't worry, I'll get a bell for next week.
BK always gets a bell in my book.
Oh, that's because you're not funny either.
His legs are coming back. They're just going to clone from the legs.
I actually like how Maul went out. I'll be honest with you. I think it's
Yeah.
probably one of the best scenes in Star Wars in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
What?
Probably maybe
Leave
even
him
less.
alone. Just leave him alone.
Wait, how he went out?
With Obi fight?
Yeah. Obi in the desert.
In
Yeah,
the desert.
I agree
thought
with
you were
Dark.
talking about in Phantom
Lopez,
Menace.
leave him alone, right? Like,
Yeah,
leave him. I
that's
mean,
it.
people joke
No.
about it all the time, but why mess with stuff when you get it right? Stop
Yeah.
messing with it, please.
Yes, in the desert. I thought you meant in Phantom Menace. I was like,
No.
Well,
really?
Both are good. I mean, both
that was
were awesome.
You like the awkward flip over top of him, and then Maul standing there for 30 seconds while he waited for him to turn his lightsaber
Hey,
on and then
That's
cut him in
how-
half?
that's how bad
Yeah, that was
Obi-Wan
great.
was. That's Obi-Wan. Shit.
All right, Pete, put on the toys. We're not going into.
Oh, yeah, let's keep it moving. Here we go.
Let's
Dom,
see what
you
we
are
got.
up, sir.
All right, so Amazon got another retro collection. You got the Zuckus and Forlom,
There's all
the
your
retro
plastic, Pete.
line that they
That's
have
all
right
your
now.
plastic, Pete.
No, John, it's too easy. Clone them away. Clone them away.
They have them up already. They're I don't know. They come out, I guess, in February, I believe, or March or something like that. Or somebody was out already. I'm not even sure. I didn't even pay attention to this.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell. I'm crying on that. That'd be awesome if they cloned him but left him in 2 pieces. All right. Go ahead. Sorry, Dom. I'm sorry about that. That's
sorry.
We brought you
So we got
back.
the other
There are your
retro,
legs.
Zuckus, and Forlom.
Is
Just
that
to continue the bounty hunter collection that they had with Boba Fett and what's his face?
Is retro 3 3/4 or
Retro 3 3 3/4.
so retro's 3 3/4? Vintage is the full size
No,
version.
vintage is the same size as the retro, but more. It's a vintage line, which is the retro is the old school. Vintage is
Which are the ones when they upscale them to 6 inches?
no 6. No, that's the Black
Bubba.
Series line. That's not vintage.
Bubba.
Black Series.
These when they put them on this type of card.
Oh no, that's the credit collection.
God damn, I'm confused.
There's so many-
There's too many options.
Bubba. That's the Bubba. We hope we
Bubba.
get no
Bubba
Bubba Fett. Bubba Fett.
All right, so you go to the next one.
We won't want us. We do, Frank.
All right,
I don't
I'm
want
sorry.
Look at my-
I lost my whole train of thought here.
All right, so here they have a 2-pack. This is the credit collection again. They came out. This is the 6-inch figures that they made.
No, nobody fucking cares.
Black Series.
That's what I mean. These are the 6-inch ones.
Yeah, these are the 6-inch ones. The credit line. They came out with a 2-pack again with these.
There's no way you pose that figure in that walking pose and him not falling over.
Exactly.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Unless you glue that foot to the ground somewhere.
You make it happen.
What they used to call this before the credit line? They called it something else, wasn't it?
No, it was a credit line. It was a credit.
But they don't have any credits.
No,
the,
yeah. It was something
the
before
carb-
that, but then
the carbonized line.
yeah, something
Carbonized.
else. It's all right. I'll remember it. in a
Well,
minute.
carbonized when they're shiny, right?
These are shiny too. These are
But
credit.
that's-
But
These are carbonate. What the fuck?
But that's not
Carbonized.
limited to this
these are
packaging.
the carbonized ones.
They can carbonize the other boxes too. Because I got.
By the way, if you like these figures, see, I like the vintage card. I think the vintage card makes the figure, and I like it. Instead of the figure making the card, I like the card makes the figure.
Well, I'm gonna have to start liking it because you can't see in the other Black Series boxes.
Well, they
anymore.
fucking A. They're giving you the same shit here for people
No.
that cry like you, Pete. You're getting some more shit
Oh,
here.
hey.
And they have plastic. It's plastic, so they can still use plastic, which makes no sense. But anyway,
Yeah, my point. This is the dumbest shit I've ever
There's
seen.
way more plastic in these than there are on the
Yeah,
Black
I
Series.
They should get
know.
rid of these. These should be done. 6 inches. This is stupid.
well, these are for the anniversary, the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. So that's the reason why.
That doesn't make it any better, Dom.
I know, but the special events and anniversaries they'll do it for. But they really have to stop with the cardboard stuff because I've seen more horror stories with the cardboard more now.
Well, here's the thing: you don't
Well,
need
that's
to have
clickbait
plastic
stuff, Dom.
holding the figure inside the packaging. There, you could use cardboard or some other sort of option to hold the figure in place that isn't plastic inside of plastic. And that
Yeah.
plastic you use there, put it on the goddamn window screen of the Black Series box.
There you go.
Why don't you just do the heads?
Maybe I should
Anyways,
write a
go
letter.
ahead.
to Apple
Next up.
and
No,
then
no,
my
we're done
Disney
with this.
thing.
I'm done with
Just
this.
talk
fucking-
about Apple.
That's good. They,
We're
don't,
Apple
they just
control.
need to stop making this
Apple
horse
will
shit
do-
anyway.
Apple-
Just stop
Apple
making
will
this
fix all
horse
this.
shit. Just stop. Nobody buys this shit. This shit hangs on pegs. It's still at fucking Myers. They have all of them at Myers forever. They never go on sale. Nobody buys this. Go.
I see them every time I go. Yep.
Go to the
Walk
next
right
one.
by 'em.
Yeah.
All right, so Gentle Giant's coming out with a Luke Starkiller. Remember, it was a woman. Luke Skywalker was a woman before he became a young farm boy. But the original concept art for Macquarie.
This
That is
this
horrible.
this is why you motherfuckers can't have plastic screening on your toys. This right here. Because they create shit like this.
Oh, it's pretty cool. If you collect the, this is a
No,
bust.
this is not pretty cool. No.
Tom, that's not cool. Not
No.
cool.
It's pointless.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Why does anybody need
Nobody
this?
needs it. No one needs this. Nobody wants it.
It's Ralph
Dom, not
McQuarrie's
one
artwork.
motherfucker, not one.
Yeah,
not even
just
Ruben.
because they got artwork doesn't mean you got to make a goddamn
Even
bust out of it.
fucking Ruben wasn't
They
saying,
have-
you know what I need, and that motherfucker thinks he needs everything. Even he wasn't saying, you know what I need this.
I didn't say I needed it. I just said it looks cool. If you collect the busts, I collect this Boba Fett, but you know what I mean. But it's just to give you a heads up that Luke was a woman before the concept art was a woman before he became.
Yeah,
a
but we
farmer.
didn't need a bust to find out that information.
No, but it's just they're going back to the old because apparently they were going to make an animated
They're
series.
running
in the
out of
original Star Wars.
Ideas to sell people
They were
shit. is
going to
what's
make
Hey,
an
happening.
animated series based off the Macquarie work.
They got to make money somehow, right? Because they're losing money apparently.
Who?
Yeah, it's because they're making shit like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit. Don't make
Yeah.
garbage. Garbage in, garbage out.
Okay, we go to the next one. That got a bad review.
That one, yeah.
There we go.
That was a good pull.
There we go. Some hot toys. So we got the 501 Legion Clone Trooper coming out, which is really cool. If you collect the troopers and hot toys, this will run you about $275, $300. Nice.
You can't troop build at hot toy prices though.
Oh well, some people do. People have
That's
money.
some ridiculous shit too. You can't troop build with $300 figures.
I know this is
the number on
so
this.
reasonable.
PK,
So this
stop
is-
encouraging Dom to buy things that he doesn't
No. So this dropped. It looked pretty cool. Heavily accessories that came along with it. And if you have the money, you could troop build.
Tell me you didn't order
That
this.
is some
Dom,
bad
please tell me
advice.
you didn't
Do
order
not
this.
troop build hot toys.
Dom, did you order this one?
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Good.
Are you
Oh, thank
sure?
you.
I'm
I'm
not.
not saying it's not
I'm
cool.
not.
All I'm saying is
It's cool.
is
No,
a
listen, I
high
have a few other
expensive-
figures on other
This
figures
is way
on,
better than the last thing we
on
saw.
pre-order.
Yeah.
There's like 4 more Boba Fett's I have on pre-order. So
No, this is super cool. This is a
Yeah.
super cool
This
thing.
is you're paying a premium too
But-
for this.
Yeah, but you're not troop building $300.
You're not troop building
Nobody's
this.
troop building
No.
$300.
I wish I had 20 cents of this, man.
How, and Darth, didn't you say Lopez? Didn't you say it was limited too? Do they make these limited?
No,
Well,
I don't know nothing.
No,
about
they don't
this.
make them. So apparently now, because they don't want to get overstocked with leftovers, this might not even make it to pre-order. Like on the show, like when they put it out, they'll pre-order it, but it won't make it to the warehouse. The pre-outs will sell out, and that's it. They won't make it anymore because they're trying to
on demand.
limit amount of what they put out because they are
That means
expensive.
People aren't buying this
Yeah.
shit.
And
you can't have
there's a big-
this in the
there was
store.
a big
If you
sale,
want it,
man.
you
If you-
pre-order it.
if you went online, there was a big sale this week for the Thanksgiving weekend, the Black Friday. There was a sale, 50% off on some figures. It was like really a big thing. But yeah, somebody like people who were into the troopers, they definitely will pick this up.
Yeah. Well, there's
I'm
a lot
not-
of sales going on these days.
Yeah.
There's some hard times out there.
Hard times.
Hard times.
Got them hard times. All right, next up.
So then,
All right, we got 2 left.
you got another one. You have Captain Vaughn,
Jesus,
which
fuck
came out.
What is this?
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
Sideshow. Also,
Well, this is for the 20th anniversary. This is for the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars. You didn't have that
For
much,
all those Captain
merchandise.
Vaughn fucking fans.
Hey,
Question.
people want their figures.
Go
They're
ahead,
clones,
Darth
man. They're
Lopez. Go
clones.
ahead.
Is there numbers on sales on all this stuff? Like, do people
They
actually
use-
buy this?
Well, look, they don't have the exact number of sales, but they'll like limit things. Like I have like the Black Armor Boba Fett that came out. It didn't even make it. It came out in pre-order and sold out, and then they dropped it again, but now it's sold out. So it was limited
But
because
Tom,
of
is this the first appearance of hologram figure Ahsoka?
no,
Is it
No.
wait? Do they give you the hologram figure in that?
yeah, the figures coming along with it. Yeah,
Oh
And,
Jesus
you know-
fucking Christ!
So this is
So
like
what is-
baller
yeah,
shit,
Is that
right?
Cody? Who's the trooper?
I don't know the troopers. That looks like
Does anybody remember who it was? Was it Rex?
No, I don't even remember Captain Vaughn.
Yeah.
Don't
Do
remember.
you remember Captain Von? No,
Dom, please,
I'm just. Go ahead.
please.
What?
Please,
To be
what?
fair,
Let's not
I
act
would
like any
rather have-
motherfucker remembers Captain Vaughn.
I'd rather
Fuck.
have Captain Vaughn than concept art figures.
Me too.
Agreed.
I don't need a figure.
Agreed,
based off of
agreed,
concept.
okay,
You know what we could've
agreed.
done, but we didn't.
Just, but it ain't that much. No, come on. The difference is like minuscule.
They
though,
probably,
right?
I
limited-
need that,
there's a
that
limited
concept
amount.
figure
They
where
probably
Freddy
didn't make
Krueger
that many
had
of these.
sausages on his hands
Once they
instead
sell out.
of blades. That's what I'm looking for.
No, you go to the next thing.
All right, last one.
Last one.
I know a lot of Star Wars. I don't know Captain Vaughn. Like
Wait,
that's,
You know we can't have toys without
they said
Funko
the name,
Pops.
I remember that.
So this is the movie poster with the Funko Pop of Luke and R2. This thing is $49.
Is it big?
It's about
Like the
Yeah,
Funko Pops, regular
it's
Funko
huge.
Pop
No,
size
it's a poster. It's like a mini poster size with
with
a
the
Funko
pop
Pop.
is
in it.
like normal pop size, or
Yeah, normal pop size.
Okay, that's how I'm figuring out scale. Okay,
And I actually like this because the Luke. I like the Luke in this because they haven't made a Luke like that in the Funko line.
you know,
yet.
with those black dead shark eyes. Yeah, we haven't had one of
Yeah.
those figures before.
No, but it's pretty cool. So they can have a poster. So they have a comic book line and a poster line. So there'll be 2 different lines with this that come out. So, and I actually love
dipping.
that poster. That's one of my favorite posters, the original A New Hope poster. And I will buy this. They didn't pre-order it yet, but it's like all over the place. You can get it all over the place. You can get it on Amazon, Walmart. You get it at Target. It's just a common. But
I will
$49.
agree with you. I'd like this poster over the hanging on the leg.
Oh, you don't like that one?
Oh, yeah.
I just like this one more. That's all. I'm not saying I don't like the other one. I just when you said it, like I do prefer this one.
So this is coming out sometime in the spring. Cheaper to buy the poster.
Toys.
No, but the Funko, I like the Funko Pop. You know, they get more creative. And
We know you like the Funko Pop. We are well aware. We can see behind you.
Yeah.
We know. We get it.
Tom, you've said a lot of things tonight, including Apple's going to buy Disney. But like saying that Funko Pop is creative might be the most out of pocket thing you've said all night long and probably going to. They do not get more creative. They just put a new sticker on something, give something a shiny paint. It's all the same. It's the exact same thing.
Different pose and not use the same mold, they come out with really cool. I'm telling you, if they really put like a lot of stuff, you know, like how many different molds they could do the damn Boba Fett, you know. They use
the same thing. No, I mean, no, there's not. It's the same thing.
It doesn't matter if he's standing like this or standing like
you got
this.
Here. You got that
standing
one.
Like this.
It's the same shit.
Hey, he's got both hands up. He's doing a Liefeld pose. It don't matter. It's still just a little bobblehead figure that has the same big old dead shark eyes.
What's the check? You know, BK's always over here with this, that, and the other thing. But what's the check that they send you? Seriously, Funko. What's the Funko check you get? Is it how much they pay you? Like $20,000 a month?
I wish they paid me,
$100,000 a year.
I wish they paid me. I wish they paid you too. I don't do Funko videos, man. I do my own thing and I do whatever on here. But I don't. If I had a regular Funko channel like some of these Funko guys,
I think you know more than most of the Funko people, bro. I think you the people that work at Funko. I think you know more than them.
Listen, I know what I want, you know, and it has nothing to do with I want more Boba Fett's. There's figures that they can make that they never made. A battle droid. They never made
concept art, Luke. They haven't made that one yet.
But I have a concept art, Luke. I have.
Go ahead,
the
Lopez.
one that we saw.
Do they hold any value?
Female Luke.
Oh, they have it. The female Luke. I have it.
They have the female Luke.
Yes, I do.
Okay, never mind.
They came out. They have the Ralph. So they came out with the Ralph McQuarrie.
Yeah, don't worry. They've already covered that ground.
See here. Here's the Boba Fett Ralph McQuarrie. See?
Is that worth anything, Dom? That's my question.
Yes.
Do the Pop hold value?
Oh yeah, they hold value. Some of them do. Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them
do.
Yeah, like
shit, dude.
the one I have up here.
Some of them.
$3,000.
It's not all.
$3,000? Oh, that's a 181 right there.
Yeah, this right here. We'll go over it again. Here.
Let's see it, Dom.
$3,000.
Really?
That's the droid Boba Fett.
And how many of those do you have?
I have this sticker, and I have the overseas the UK sticker. So I got both versions.
So what's that, like $6,000 each? $3,000 each?
How many pounds?
Right here.
Oh man, that's
When we get Double O to do the conversion for us.
But I didn't pay $6,000. I paid $500 for each. I got this for about $5 something, and I got this one at a convention for $500.
I still have a hard time pulling my wallet out for that.
Fuck it. Do you?
But then again, I buy pieces of paper that have little stories in them.
I only buy things of importance like this.
I'll show you one that's even more limited. There.
It's all relative.
6 pieces.
It's all relative.
This right here was limited to 6 pieces when they had May the 4th. This was a display piece that they were going to put on in the display for May the 4th, and they sold them, and only 6 were available, and I was able to get one. This thing is worth about $2,500 now.
Oh man,
I only buy things of importance too, like this.
Yes.
Last Dragon. That is.
Last Dragon, awesome movie.
Yeah. This is going to be part of our 12 Days of Christmas, by the way, because I got an extra one.
Hey,
Joe,
Funko
Joe, hey, hit the bell. I can't put it up on the screen. I can't put up the screen, but hit the bell. Hit the bell. I read Joe's comment. Can't put it on the screen, but
problem is Dom is only willing to pay the price.
Ding.
Dom, is there a Plagueis Funko?
You guys here?
What happened?
Is there a Plagueis Funko Pop?
Not yet.
Soon.
So
they figure out what it looks
there's
like.
a lot of figures. They have a lot of pops right now. You know, eventually they have to come out with. Look, eventually they'll come out with the High Republic pops. They'll come out with figures from the High Republic.
Zaggy.
So
Pizza bagels.
Zaggy.
I spend a lot of pizza bagels.
No doubt. Zaggy spends a lot of money on pizza bagels. No doubt.
Hey, listen, this is nothing.
One thing
I'm about to leave you guys to go play some Call of Duty.
You know that there's a mascot. There's a mascot, Freddie Funko, that
right
is the mascot to the company, and he dresses up as all the characters. The Boba Fett is worth $7,000. The green hair version. Then the red hair version, which is limited to 24 pieces.
Wait, what
about
hair?
$14,000.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that the pops. There's Freddie Funko, who he he's the mascot to Funko, and he dresses. They have different versions of him, and the Boba Fett versions are worth a lot of money. That's the only thing I don't have with the Boba Fett.
Don't spend that money.
Not
Don't
today or
do
tomorrow. Any day this week.
Don't do it.
Don't.
Listen, if I didn't spend that money years ago for it, what makes you think I'm gonna do it now? I got these. I'm happy with these.
Because you're dumb.
Listen, because I'm dumb.
That's why.
You're gonna find a way.
You know what? If I could trade,
Leroy Jenkins.
I trade. There's always a way.
Leroy
There's a will, there's a way.
Jenkins.
All right. Let's get into
Andor. All right. This is a long episode. There's a lot of slides. We'll try to go through some of this pretty quickly, but
great episode.
Tried to capture what we needed. So we get a lot. I put Mon Mothma first, so we're getting all the Mon Mothma stuff because this is kind of a separate storyline that gets sprinkled without. So, but I really enjoyed the Mon Mothma sprinkling storyline in this episode. I know how she played her husband and to get the Empire off her back was pretty cool to me. Like knowing that her driver is going to eavesdrop and then throwing Perrin under the bus. That was brutal. That was brutal and brilliant by Mon Mothma. That was awesome.
He's not listening. He can't hear us.
Can't hear us. He's like, yeah, I can hear us. And he goes. He's like,
that was so good.
Beloved, here you go, beloved. Here's what I hear. That would explain, the money problems that we know that she's been having.
Why does she need the guy for? Why would she need the arranged marriage for this then?
What? Because they need the money. Like
they still need the money.
Her husband is in that much of a trouble with gambling that this is exactly why they would be going into a relationship with him. She needs a lot more money. She needs more than the $400K. She needs money for
no. I know, but if you explain that that's where the money went, the $400K went there, right? So because that's what they were looking at was where the $400K went. Then any other thing that he does, you would just assume is under gambling debt.
But she knows she can't move the money anymore. Now she has a line of credit for whatever she wants.
I don't think she liked that dude at all, and he's kind of a jerk off.
Yeah. That was cold blooded. It was great. And then
really, I'm thinking that she still needs the money to cover those losses, but now this explains why she needed it. Like, I think she's realized at the point they probably already know that I'm down. I got to cover it and have a story of why I have to cover it, and this way they won't look any further.
Right.
Oh, see, I was just figuring like, hey, why it's been so long before she figured it out, and since she had the financier come to her house, like, oh, by the way, the financier was at my house, and I found out why I was missing money. I'm missing 400,000. How much more am I missing? Usually you don't say that unless you're planning on missing some other more fucking money. So like, you know what I mean? So like,
but that was why would you say the way she did it?
She did a great job. Either way that they play it out, I
crippling Funko debt.
Yeah.
So. We can show that one, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, they all look so miserable, and she looks so happy. Like the Lita.
He's like, I'm free.
I'm in. This is great. I get to do the old Chandrillan ways.
Yeah.
It's weird.
The facial expressions on this was great. So I put that one first, since that was like a separate storyline. That's what we got.
Do you think it's gonna come down where the dad doesn't let it happen because he wants a cut? Like he wants to sell.
He's not going after Davo. Davo's his money too. Like he's not Davo. He thinks it's his fault. He thinks this is 100% his fault. His daughter.
I don't think so. I think he knows that he didn't. He knows he didn't sell the $400,000.
But he doesn't know about the money, the 400,000. But he does know that he's been doing some shenanigans with Davo. So he doesn't know about that 400,000. He just knows.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. He doesn't know what Davo's leveraging to get this marriage or whatever.
Yeah,
courtship.
And so now, okay. Mon Mothma's got one on her husband because now she's like, "Look what you did! Look what you did to our daughter."
Oh well, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's gonna die. Which
I don't know where this is going though with the daughter.
They're gonna get married.
That is not the outfit I wore. First,
Thanksgiving.
What are you talking about? We don't have a Thanksgiving. What? BK. They actually give him the belt. Actually, it was kind of funny. Like, wow, he actually hit one. He actually hit one.
Daughter looks like she's gonna in her gi. She's gonna go to a karate tournament.
So then we got the arrival. What I did was first here we got the arrival of all the players.
Yeah.
Right. And so you got Deidre here with the Death Troopers. These are pretty cool Death Troopers. I thought they upped the outfits a little bit. I like the new look. Setting up shop, trying to plan what they thought was going to be the way to keep them in check. I thought that was you got Vel arriving, and then this was the coldest breakup I think maybe in the history of Star Wars right here. We're like
Breakup.
Cinta's not even interested in like looking at her. Like I got other things to do. Like,
but I didn't think
I don't know if they broke up. I think she's.
Oh, she's gonna kill her. You guys keep thinking like she's not gonna kill her. She's going to kill her.
Who?
Wait,
Vel?
The girl. Santa's gonna kill the Val girl. Yeah, 100%. I told you this.
You think Cinta's gonna kill Cinta?
100%. 100%.
Cinta is brutal. I love
She's
Cinta.
gonna. I said it 8. Go check the tape. She's gonna kill her. You people. Listen.
I don't think so.
I think they just break up.
I think this relationship is over.
Yeah, that's the vibe she's giving her. Like, dude, I'm about my business. I'm not worried about this.
Yeah,
relationship here. I got a mission. That's what I want to do.
That's it. When her mission becomes, you gotta cut loose ends. Balao.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not my blood.
Yeah, she's all about the mission.
It was a breakup for Vel. It was a breakup for Vel.
But the other one's a stalkers. Like, look at me when I'm
T.
talking.
Jones was good.
Like, dude, she's like, dude.
It was a breakup for one of them because Vel was like, come back here, I'm here, and she's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
it's over. That's a breakup.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah. So then we get Return of the Jedi.
Darth Jedi in disguise.
Return of the Jedi coming back to the planet right here for Dom.
He's a badass.
Darth Luthen.
No, please, I hope not.
I found out what it was. Wait, did we tell everybody what it was?
Oh, it was a knife.
Yeah, it was a knife. The toy.
Yeah. If the toy's correct, but yeah. So, but this outfit was definitely right up Dom's alley for Return of the Jedi to me.
Yeah. Dom, did you think he was coming out with a lightsaber after you saw him in that?
Because I actually thought, I thought that he could come out with something, but you know what?
I thought like with that look at you, like, oh shit, maybe they are going to come out. He put the hood on. He's got the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi gloves on.
But it's funny when he put everything on. I was like saying, this possibly can't be. Am I going to be right? But then after a while, I was saying, you know what? When you got to watch it more, you knew it was more just about the regular people. Is
it weird that I like these two?
Right.
Yeah, that I like the fact they didn't even talk.
It is. I like Bartle and
like,
James of bad guys. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bosk is good, but
he's like, here's take my hat, dude. You got to fit in, and I'll take your hat.
I like that switching hats back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought no talk. They just did it.
So they arrived. So the first part I put is the arrival of the characters, and then you also got one more thing that's going on.
That was cool.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but his dad was
going to call him Pipe Bomb.
No, he was That is his name.
His dad was the one that got killed.
Yeah,
the Empire.
Well, he's only got a picture of him as a hologram right there.
That was captured, and so he's
Bruno Mars' dad got captured, and Bruno Mars decided to build a bomb.
Bruno Mars,
Bruno Mars with a pipe.
Bruno Mars here buying, building his bombs or whatever. And then you also got on here.
So he fit in. Because his hat wasn't.
I don't know why they switched out.
Yeah, I think it was to come more,
make him look a little bit more like
him fit in a little bit more.
Yeah.
One hat looked like a worker's hat. The other hat looked like a soldier's hat. I think something like that, right?
Well, I think the worker dude could pull off a fancier hat. Like, oh, look, I got a fancier, cleaner hat. You got to rough up.
This guy was a piece of shit right here.
I know he was. But this is the guy who was.
Wait, time out. This is also the guy that Andor fucked over. Like, in this guy's defense.
Yeah, but come on, man.
He ripped him the fuck off.
He did, but the fact is that.
No, time out. He doesn't know Andor. He doesn't know that. Stop. No. He doesn't know that Andor's a good guy. All he knows is that Andor fucking took him for a lot of money and then made him look like a jackass.
But you still don't sell somebody out on their mom's funeral. Come on. I don't care how bad they are.
I don't know if he deserved to die for it.
There's limits.
Yeah, he didn't deserve to die. Yeah, he didn't deserve to die for it.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely.
I don't know. That's like one of those things. I
swear to God, I'm telling you, not one motherfucker down this line gets $100 more or less, $600 to $700 ripped off of them, and they ain't going like, oh, that motherfucker's got to die for that. This asshole, I hope he dies. Do remember, this guy does not know who Andor is. He doesn't realize that Andor eventually is going to go on to help steal the plans for the Death Star. Right now, he knows there's some fucking street rat who stole money from him.
But you don't do it with Marva's funeral. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You can do it
Why?
with that against it, but that's off limits.
Dude, why would that be off limits? If he thinks this guy's a dirtbag who ripped him off, has left his mom struggling and dying on her own by herself on this planet after disappearing for like years, months, however long it's been.
Yes.
Why is he worried about this dude? He thinks
he ain't worried. He's worried about getting his money back. Yeah, he's worried about how he's eating his next meal. He's not. It's not like this planet's rolling in dough. Look at this chubby dude. He lost like 20 pounds since we saw him before. You know he's not eating good anymore. He needs that money.
And we don't know that Andor paid his debts. We know he left money.
He didn't pay his debts.
Brasso could have kept all that money. Brasso could have been like, I'll take that money.
Oh, you think this guy got paid back then ratted him out?
Yeah.
See, I'm under the impression this guy.
No, Andor ain't paying nobody, dude. No.
Dude, he didn't pay this guy back a dime. He didn't pay this dude. Now does your mind change? So now you got ripped off and you can't eat no more. And now all of a sudden he's running around partying it up. He's over there. Drinking shots everywhere, partying up. That's what got all the hookers going on. Woo woo. And now what? Now you ratting him out?
Poor big booty bricks.
And then what's going on here? You got Bix. She's like train wreck.
It's a horror show now.
So that's what was going mystery. On here. So you got the arrival. You got what's going on Ferrix, and then you get the final arrival with Cassian. And he goes. The first thing he does is he visits his dad's stone, which is kind of cool. Now that we know what the stones are, I thought that was great.
That was cool.
And you get the flashback with him teaching Cassian the Empire just leaves this shit behind. Just go and take it. There's 80 of these or whatever. Clean them up.
Hold on.
I still love
go back and watch
the
that
scene
episode
where the dad got it though. Like the way that his dad got caught up in it. Like I thought that was well done. It wasn't overly done. It wasn't overly dramatic. They just kind of left it. Like I thought that was good when that happened.
I don't think Andor saw that as a debt. Go back and watch that episode. I think Andor saw that as a sucker he ripped off. I do not think he sees that as a debt. First off, so let's stop with that. We don't know he got payback. All right.
No, I got to know his backstory now.
The guy that dies?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather hear this guy's backstory more.
All right. So then we get Cassie and Liv, hanging out with Nimic's journal or whatever, listening to it. And I'm like, I really hope that they do a short book. You know how they often do like reference books for TV shows and movies?
Oh, I got you.
Give me a short book with his revolutionary journal.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So I thought that was well done. Remember this, as he said that over and over again. It was great. And then he gets
almost eaten by the dogs. Yeah.
Then we get the meetup phase where everybody's starting to meet up with people.
Yeah,
we get Cassian starts meeting up with Pegla, and Cassian then meets up with Brazo and says, you take care of Bix, I'll take care of Marva for you. Don't worry. Hope it's an audiobook. That'd be cool. I'd be all for it. If we're gonna do an audiobook with Nimic voice doing it, I'm in.
Yeah, I'd probably be able to listen to it then.
Yep.
On my commute.
You get the meetups phase where you got, Vel meeting up with Luthen. I really
think she's done, man. I think she's done. I think everybody's kind of a little bit sold. I don't think she went to Luthen's store. She went to Luthen's store talking all this shit, big dog in it. The assistant did not put up with none of that nonsense. Luthen's kind of like, yeah, whatever. She's got attitude.
I'm surprised they said the assistant.
Her ex is like, hurry up and clean up this floor. I need to get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
I don't think so. I don't think she's done. I think this is where she stops playing rebel and becomes realizes it's not about, I'm doing some good. I'm here doing whatever. That she's more like Cinta. I got to do what I got to do to get us where we need to be.
Yeah, I don't know. But I love how this conversation going, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this thing's happening in a couple hours. You got time?" And they don't follow the order, and then during this conversation, they just starting the bell, and they're like, "We're going early. We don't care what the Empire says. The Empire's wanted to delay us. We're going when they're not expecting it."
Yeah, one of the coolest parts, man. The trooper went up there.
We get that later. Yeah, I get that good kick.
I'm always ruining it. You know it's coming, Dom.
It's coming. I know it's
you
coming.
just gotta spit it out. Don't worry.
There yet. We got
people take it's so hard to get to that part, but Dom's slides. But don't worry about it, Dom. Just fucking throw it out there.
Gotta give him the bro kick.
It's so hard.
I thought this was great. It just showed this this planet doesn't care at all about the Empire. They aren't following the rules. You say we can have 40, we're going to bring 4,000. Like, we aren't following what you want us to do.
Yeah, when they kept saying we're going to move it down, we got them. We're going to do it. They're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay,
whatever.
fuck off.
You want us to move it? Whatever. We're going to go and we're going. And then the Empire's just like, what is going on? And it's great. And then you see like the marching band come and all the people bringing together all the sides.
Do you think they come out with a book, Lady of Ferrix?
What?
You think they're going to come out with a book, Ladies of Ferrix?
No.
That they
I
want
don't
to
know.
have something
This
like that.
reminded me of the Chang Sang and the
Catch
Winter
War,
Little China coming down
on
the
past of the Ladies of Ferrix, like
her origin story, probably
like an origin story.
Yeah, sounds like these Marvel, Disney,
You know, a book like a novel.
No.
You know, did it come out a novel
for the Mothers Club on the planet?
Yeah.
No.
Dom, for the Mothers Club on the planet.
Yeah, Ladies of Ferrix.
It sounds like
no. Don't you say it sounds good? Please don't say that.
No, I'm not saying it sounds good, but it sounds like something they do for a cash.
No, they
the
don't.
Mother
No, they
it's
don't.
not character. He's saying for the Mothers Club. We're doing the background of the Mothers Club.
For
Which
all
they kind
these
of already
characters,
told us
I
what
wouldn't be
happens when you
surprised.
die. You get part.
It's like a garden club. They just get together.
Yeah.
They could have been somebody else.
They could give us.
Yeah.
They can give us a lot of things from this Andor show, which I hope they do give us, like Mimic's Journal, or if they want to give us a comic series that takes place between season 1 and season 2, I'm all in. Right?
If they want to give Andor's parents in a backstory, I don't mind. I mean, I'll take both of them. I'll take it all. And if it says in there, by the way, if it says, "Oh, that's how she joined the Mothers," fine. I'm not giving you that one. But a book called Mother of no, I don't give a fuck.
Trying to sell daughters
of Ferrix.
Daughters of Fennec. Yeah, I don't want to hear daughters, mothers, sisters.
Funko Pops.
I don't want to hear people. I don't care. Nobody cares if you're changing your recipes for blue milk.
Well, actually, there is a Funko Pop of Val that came out. I forgot to put that up.
No, I don't want none of that. Leave it as it is.
Yeah.
It's fine the way it is.
There's a lot of things I want them to do from this in novel form and comic form. That is definitely not on my list of radar.
No,
I didn't even think of
that.
Do you think they're going to come out with comic forms of all the Star Wars shows like they did with
No.
I hope not.
No,
well, if people would stop buying that crappy Mando comic, we would have a better option of it. But
no, I think there's going to be a time gap, and if they wanted, they could fill in that time gap for us.
I hope they don't. I hope they just leave it the way it is.
Yeah,
no, I don't think they do.
Agreed.
We'll see.
Something great.
You got Cassie in there hanging out up on the tower, watching, and then he sees Luthen, and he's like,
"Look at him. What does he look like, Dom?"
There you go.
He looks like a J. Looks like a Sith, man. Come on, man. Come on, hooded. When you're hooded in Star Wars, you're evil.
Plague is. Man,
Plague is looking for revenge on Palpatine.
I don't want him to be a Sith or a Jedi, but if he popped the lightsaber, it would be badass.
The
but
whole rebellion is
no.
Plagueis' revenge attempt at Palpatine.
Yeah, he did know how to do the Force.
We don't need it.
No, we don't, Race Seeker. You're right.
We're starting crazy rumors now.
Yeah, it was cool, Tony.
Yep. And so then this guy said, "Oh, I know where
not
where
yet,
he's at.
not yet. It will after the next one." Click my vid.
Andor's up in the tower. Arrest me. Whatever.
Why would this dude blow his cover like that? I was wondering that.
Because they know, because he was supposed the Imperials are like, she showed up specifically because they know Andor's there, because they heard Andor's there, so his cover
she showed up, but why would this guy blow his cover, showing him pulling in this dude into the Imperial Hotel?
Because he already blew his cover.
He already blew
his cover the night before when
when
Deidre's like, "I'm gonna have Core show me around town," and they walked around town together. So he blew his cover the night before. I didn't understand that, why Deidre's like, "I want Corv to walk me around town," but
I don't think I don't think it matters. I think after this, like, he doesn't need a cover after this. You're either catching Andor today, or you're not catching him at all.
Yeah,
that's how I took it. It was their desperation to catch him, is what I saw. Like, why else would he be there? Like, hit on the bartender who's a lesbian and doesn't like him. Like, that ain't happening. So
I push all the Andor stuff to later, but what's so interesting as I go back, like, Andor's really only in like 15 scenes in this whole episode. He's not even really in this episode. It's so great. It's all Andor focused, but he's barely in it. Which,
it tells a story without him being in it.
Yep. And so this scene where he's taking care of.
He just passes.
I blew this thing up. This is kind of cool if you're like a Star Wars nerd. So I don't have the ability to like make it clear, but on the dates here, we get the first time in TV, whatever, CRC is what the years they're using. So this is like 7,865 to 7,923 was the years. And so CRC is a way of telling time that goes back to the Old Republic. And so because, we usually use BBY, right?
Before, but Yavin didn't happen yet.
But Yavin hasn't happened yet. So you have to have a different way of telling time when something hasn't happened yet. And so we see this thing called CRC, which,
yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't even think of that.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see that. Yeah. And this was right there
that was
on
cool.
that stone. Then you get all the people. Like, you just like, yeah, that's a lot more than 40 people.
Yeah, this is why Disney lost money, because look at all the extras they had out there for the shit.
Disney ain't losing money on
CGI people, man. They put CGI
Disney
people
ain't losing money.
Yeah, people have done this shit for free.
I know, right? Yeah, so would I.
You want to be an Andor? Let me do it. You're not gonna have any lines.
Make sure you have red. You have a red jacket, a blue hat, and pink sandals.
Do I get to keep the jacket? No. Shit.
Nope.
I'll do it anyway.
You get
absolutely. I would.
Oh, yeah.
That marching band was so good. And then you get,
that was a cool. I like the speech you put out.
This speech was one of the best speeches. They've had so many good speeches. But this one, I feel like
I like the umpire sitting there watching it. All of a sudden, they're like,
"Yeah,
she's
like,
fucking bad about
these
it."
guys. Don't listen to them.
These guys, man, these bastards, fight, stand up and attack.
Yeah,
they want you to sleep. Yeah, they're never more in power when you sleep. It was a great speech, and then you get from the other side. I just want to show all the people. You see the people, on
upper level,
the balconies.
I actually think there was more people than Imperial soldiers.
Oh, that's
that's the point.
It brought you back to the prison, right? Where they're like, we have all these people. There's never a better time than now. And it definitely brought me back to
we outnumber them. They know this. They realize
they know
this,
it.
So
and that's just where they had the advantage, and that might never happen again.
But it's kind of crazy that you're trying to stop the people, right, with the blockades and the riot squad, but they could have started shooting people in a heartbeat, but they didn't. They waited.
They didn't want to shoot people. They just wanted to.
I know.
They just wanted to be a pain in the ass and kind of limit things and control the situation.
This is still at the beginning of the Empire really taking hold of their, totalitarianism. They don't want to kill innocents at this point. Like, there gets to a point where, like,
well, the fact is they are killing innocents and using them as slaves and doing whatever they're doing, experiments, whatever they're doing, without people knowing. But
they are, but it's not as in everybody's face that they are doing it.
I know.
The point where people are overwhelmed and they can't do anything about it. I mean, they were fucking third party in the shit, like to Cyril's like company, like they had like third party security guards running, running situations on some of these planets.
Fake police officer, a fake cop,
It's hard to keep people asleep when you're just killing innocents. Like, that's the point.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to have that way of work, and then this to me was like the moment when Luthen realizes that there's a lot more going on here, and Andor, this planet, like, maybe I don't want to kill Andor. I feel like
exactly, because I know, because when you really think about it, that everybody's rising up for Andor's mom and for Andor. He sees that Andor's special, and because look, they wanted to wipe him out. They were after him, the Empire, but now he's getting that thought, like, wait a minute, he is a key to the rebellion.
Go ahead, Tom. You can say he wants to train him in the ways of the Jedi.
Yeah, I might say that. No, I didn't say that.
That's not. No, the whole time there was 4,000 bazillion people coming out in the streets just looking to roll before that speech came out. You don't bring a gang of motherfuckers with you unless you don't want no stuff, don't be no stuff. You do not walk in the streets like that, ready to go. Andor, no mom, Andor video. That crew, look at that one. They're ready. They came out ready to play.
They did.
They were ready.
They did, but it's for Marva. Marva was somebody who could bring them all together. Not anybody.
But if you listen, hold on.
Don't point to her in the background. She doesn't look like she's ready for a fight. She looks like
she is.
from a
You see that
boyfriend
eye?
saying he's
You
busy
ever-
this
hey,
Friday.
hey,
night.
she does. She does.
Tomorrow.
She looks like she has acne in the back.
She
and
does.
she's
You want to
trying
know
find
why?
out.
You want to know why she does? She got that look in her eye like, shit, I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna.
No,
take
she
a
got that look in
motherfucker's
her eye
with me.
like this motherfucker's cheating
She goes,
on me.
you
and
no,
I
she's
just-
like, I'm gonna die.
No,
That's
No, she to me is
curve.
she's somebody's like, I'm really sad because Marva died. Like,
no, she looks like I'm
No,
gonna lose
he
my
looks
life
like
here.
he fought it, and she's like, "Oh my god, it smells."
That's not it. Look at that eye right there. Look is like, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. And the only reason she knows she's gonna die is because she's about to do some dumb shit.
Well, everybody
gonna
got
die.
a choice. Wait, Lopez, what is this girl's backstory? We all had a chance. It's your turn.
Her? No, I don't know what she is. She's just there.
She's
She's just scared. She don't want no part of it. That's what she's doing.
Well, Dom's gonna be
Don't want no
calling for
part
a
of what?
mini-series comic for her pretty soon.
There you
with
go.
the Andor.
Dom's like, we need a book.
Back in the day in Star Wars, they made figures for background characters. That would have been a
They
figure.
did.
already.
They did. So we get a
Hey,
we get a
maybe she's
Funko
scared
Pop
'cause if
and a
she
gentle
sees his
giant bust of
lightsaber.
her.
How about the Funko Pop would be funny.
I
And
think
then
he
they
re-
tried-
no.
they
I
tried
think
to
so.
stop
This point is where I think it validates. Like he's been isolated. No matter what you think, he's been isolated in different areas and kept himself separate. He really hasn't seen an uprising.
Mm-hmm.
He
This
has
was a bad screen grab, though.
It
Wasted.
was.
This looks like Gary Busey.
Hey, leave her alone. She's going off. She's like, fuck the Empire. But I
This
think
is like
this is
Gary
the point where
Busey
he
going on a
realized.
rant.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
I think this was part where he realized that it's actually happening.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have.
he
to,
realized
he doesn't
that
have to. Not that Andor is like gonna be this. I still don't, because later on we realize he's not that. But like, I don't think it's that Andor thing. I think he sees all these fucking people and he
Yeah.
sees the spark, and where he's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, this
Oh, don't say
whole
that.
planet is just hungry as shit, ready to go. You
You
know
got
what I
all
mean?
these people, and you got this speech that she's going off saying, like, fuck
Yeah.
these guys.
Fuck the Empire.
Rise up.
Fuck the Empire.
But I
Fuck
love
the
how like he
Empire!
covers it up with a blanket and you get half of it and her voice is going on. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
this scene was really cool. Like you can't
That was pretty cool.
stop it. It's
That's
coming.
right. This is when he threw his jacket down. and
Yeah,
tried
he
to
threw the
cover it.
jacket on and it's halfway.
All right, BK. Ding it.
Yeah.
Marvel looks like he he got it. All right. Damn, it took you forever.
Here we go.
And then you get to the chaos breaking
Oh,
out,
yeah.
right?
Hitting with the brick. Dude, you
brick
saw
with
it.
the
Oh,
brick.
this-
The best
him,
kill
right?
scene with the brick. I like that.
You got the bomb throwing here.
Bruno
Mars.
And I love
Bruno
how like,
Mars.
he
Yeah, Bruno
randomly
Mars
hits,
come out.
No, he looks like Fred Savage. a little bit.
Uptown.
Fred Savage.
Uptown. Wow, boom.
Look at him quick. He looks like Fred Savage.
No way.
Get out
Moly,
of here,
moly,
Dom.
moly, 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 moly.
Moly, moly, moly.
But what are the chances that he's randomly going to hit a cache of weapons that just makes
But
all the
why
other
does the one in the
explosions go
why
off?
does that woman that turned around? Oh, that's a trumpet. It looks like a gun. It's like, why you got a gun? You just
No.
It's a trumpet. It's a musical instrument. They came down with a band.
that old woman though. Hey, look, go back. That old woman's telling that dude, he's like, come on. She's like, no, we going at it. Look, she's grabbing his hand to pull him forward. And he's like, all right, cool, let's go. So like they're ready, man.
Yeah,
They're
they
still
are.
Oh, I know, but
screaming.
that's the daughters. That's you're just giving into Dom's theory that we need a Dom daughters book.
We
That's
did
not
a
dark.
Daughters
She's
of
not wearing
Ferret,
red.
What?
Sisters, and she's not a sister. She's not wearing red. She's wearing brown. And that old man's a worker. They're both workers. You can
I
tell
think she
because
just
they
said
separated.
that.
They separated all the colors by workers, by
The guy's
just
got a
homeless
white
people,
sweatshirt on with
band
jeans,
people, and sisters.
Gap model.
All right. And then they try to take this guy
Bruno
off,
Mars.
and he's like, no. And then, Sitha gets all personal
Yeah.
and kills this dude.
Stone Cold
Oh,
Oh,
Killer.
that was so
First.
awesome.
Yeah.
Gangs.
Like-
That's it. That's it. She goes, yeah.
And she
She
makes
shanked the big time. She didn't
looks him
shank.
in the eye. I love it. I love the eye
Dude,
look
I
in all
was
these
smiling.
eyes.
So I was like, wow, that was so brilliant. Like they did some good stuff in here, but when they did this, I was like, oh shit.
He
Like,
shanked
yeah.
her. She shanked
Exactly.
the big time, man.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's how it should have been done. Like when everybody's always
Yeah,
like,
because
"It's
he didn't even
Disney.
consider
Disney doesn't
the
ever
fact
do
that she
anything.
could have been there to hurt him in any way.
Disney-
What are you
Disney
following
did some
me
shit.
for?
Disney did some shit here. She just straight up was like, "Boop boop, see you later, buddy."
Yep. Yeah, it was great. And then you got Pegla taking out B2 Emo, dragging him out. Like, can't leave B2 behind.
No.
There you go, Marco.
Definitely be the
Favorite.
voice of
What's that,
the memory
Yeah.
of K2. Don't worry about it.
No way.
dude?
Come
Just,
on, Dom.
this guy
Work
should.
on it.
If this guy accidentally died of a heart attack and that little emo bot died, I would be okay with that. We could have moved.
Oh,
on. I
damn.
would have been like, yeah, fair enough. And I'm sorry
I
because
always, I
this
always
guy.
love looking at these like desert scenes, and they're all wearing heavy coats and like woolly like jackets and stuff.
No, it was cold. They always said it was.
There
Cold.
you go, Dom.
Okay, here you go, Dom. Oh,
got
That was cool.
You got him. I couldn't get the kicking. It was too hard to capture when they're moving, so I got
Oh,
one
the
he was
brogue
falling
kick?
off.
That was pretty cool, though. He came up there, he looked, boom, ah! I like the look on
was a great
the
scene.
officer's face. You seen him when he looked around? He seen him fall. The officer,
Thanks,
the guy who was standing there, with the
Yeah,
commanding
they went
officer.
right back to fucking.
It was funny.
My goddamn drumming.
Jeez.
Oh,
look at him.
Dig him. Hey, dig it. Hammer time. Oh.
No,
Yeah, this-
but look at her face.
Dude,
It's
she
like,
is
ugh.
not a
Dude, she would get
She
hit
got hit by a
with
rock,
shit.
right? So she gets hit by a rock. I
Hit
tried
by
to,
a
I had to
rock.
watch it like 10 times to see what she got hit by.
But
Some
damn,
bitch
that
got a
face
rock
is
on her
close.
throwing rocks.
right in the head.
Yo,
She is-
yeah, she came up to you. Go, you want to go out with me? If she looked like that,
Lopez, we're not gonna comment the way people look.
No,
not looking like you do, bro. You ain't gonna start commenting on how people look.
It took me
I'm
like I don't know,
rubbing
a good
hands,
5
bro.
minutes to find the right image
Oh,
of her
Jesus.
getting hit right at the
that
time.
was cool though.
This
That
was
was
tough
cool.
with
She
the
hit her
capture,
with the
but I
rock.
couldn't turn
Dude,
that one
hey,
down.
look at the chat got it
I
locked
do
down.
like that.
On. Look at
That's
this.
pretty good. 'cause
They got it. Oh damn! Y'all are
That's
wrong.
awesome.
Y'all
There
are
we go,
wrong.
leave
Y'all are wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
All right, dude, you take the best screenshots though.
Not
Yo.
attractive at all.
Oh man.
Oh, so good.
It was
Well, she
good.
could be getting hit by a rock, or she could just be hitting a high note in the middle of a
Yo,
song.
she was gonna get ripped apart. She was like getting like they were grabbing her and pulling her. She was gonna get she was gonna get killed
Yeah, I don't know how
Easily.
she survived.
Absolutely destroyed.
easily.
Yeah, no, they were just gonna trample her to death, and it just she's fighting for it there, and it's
She
over.
was.
Where's
And
the stalker? There it is.
Cyril,
The-
Cyril,
And there
I
goes
thought
the
we were
sexual
gonna see the
tension.
first love
Oh,
scene.
she almost cut the bitch. No, she had it ready. Did you? I was like, God damn, she
I
is
thought-
fucking
I
gangster.
I thought he was gonna smash it right there and then.
I don't know. I didn't get that vibe.
I didn't
This
get
was
that
like a
vibe.
really
You didn't get that
weird-
vibe.
I
She
did.
said,
No,
but she said,
I got
I thought we
the
were gonna see the first love scene in Star Wars.
when
Listen,
she
we saw
when she
that
went to
with
the
the booty
neck. When she
call.
went to the neck. When
The
she went to the
booty
neck with
call?
him, she was
Yeah,
gonna kill him.
The Bix booty call with the dude.
Yeah,
in
Bix
the
booty
thing.
call.
or whatever his name was.
Oh,
The
yeah,
dude who died.
no, but
Yeah.
this is the way she was looking at him. Like she was surprised that it was him, and she was shocked. And I actually thought that she was gonna kiss
Yeah,
him.
no shit. She was
Yeah,
surprised
so
it
did
was
I.
him.
I actually thought
No,
that-
it's registering her head. How she's like, holy shit, I'm alive. How can I use this guy? That is
No,
that
I
is
think
it.
she's thinking I'm
Oh,
gonna
you can
smash
think
it.
whatever you want. That's exactly what.
No,
This
no,
chick-
she
Hey,
is devastated that this dude is the one who saved her.
saved her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
she's
Yeah, wouldn't
like,
you be?
I'm gonna smash him. I'm gonna let him
My
smash.
stalker.
No, think about this from her perspective. This was a
Yeah.
dude who was stalking her on Coruscant, and she said,
Yeah.
"Dude, you got to go home. You can't be. What are you
She
waiting
gets
for me
it.
here every day?
She likes
You
it.
got to go home.
I,
Let it go."
I don't mean
And
it
all of a
to, like,
sudden, he's on another planet in the universe,
eh,
and the one who saved her.
and I think
That would creep me the fuck out.
Yeah.
how I said it's polite. I think she likes it. I think she
No, she doesn't like him.
I don't
I
know.
think she does
Man,
not like this dude.
You don't know how women work, then, bro, because that is not.
And I also don't think
Hey,
I also don't think he
I'm
likes
just
it that way
saying, dude.
either.
She's like,
hey,
she
I'm
almost
not-
stabbed the motherfucker. She almost
I'm
stabbed the
not-
motherfucker.
hey, there's women that like that love-hate relationship.
I
don't
get
wanna
what you're
disrespect
saying,
women,
but I
there's
don't
women
think
I
there's
get that, but I
anything
don't think that was
sexual
it.
in this for either
Nah,
of them.
but you know
I
what?
think this
She
is
was
just
more shocked
weird.
that it was him that saved her, and now she owes gratitude for this
Because you
guy.
saw it switch. You saw it switch in her head. Like there's a point at the end where she was going like, I really want to stab this motherfucker. Then it was like,
and now
why
I want
you
to
still-
smash him.
No, it was like,
No,
why do
no,
you
I
still
think
no?
she can use them.
There's a point. Yeah, it was a point where she's like, why do you still want to stab this motherfucker? Because she got even more angry when it turned out to be him. She was like, God damn, I want to stab
I'm
this
not-
motherfucker. And you're like, huh? And then all of a sudden you
She
see her
loved-
click her
She
head,
loved you a long time.
and she's like, oh, cool.
She's
I'm gonna
like,
use you
"Oh,
to get
thank
out of
God
here.
it's him because now I'm gonna let him.
But
hit."
she's got to repay him with a favor. Like there's gonna have to
Yeah,
be
she
some.
is.
Well, he's
Yeah,
gonna want to become part of the
Oh, yeah,
empire.
she is.
I
Yeah,
guarantee
he's
he's
gonna
part of
get-
the empire.
He might get a job there, but she's still gonna kill him. She might give him a favor and then
Oh,
kill
she's
him.
killing him.
I don't know if
Yeah.
she's gonna kill him. So
I don't think she's gonna. I don't
gonna-
think she's. Look, y'all think she's praying mantising him. I don't think. I did
I don't
originally.
think that's the case.
I thought she was
don't
gonna be a
think that.
praying mantis, but after this scene, I was like, no, she straight up
Let
goes.
me tell you something. They, look,
Into,
what's
she's
gonna
gonna
happen is
Sparta
that
him into a crowd. So she can get away.
it's gonna boil up like next season. If you see these two, they might not even be in next season.
What?
You know,
Why wouldn't they? That's like
What are you
the
talking about?
I know. I'm just saying, but they might.
Oh,
like,
wait.
it's
No, I was going for Terry's comment
What?
with the feet pics.
What did you say about next season, Dom?
I'm just saying. Now, are we certain that these two are going to be next season?
We know
I
that
would
he's.
say
He
so.
don't. I already said he's the first person they
Yeah.
filmed, so he's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it.
yeah.
Okay.
They've
He's
already
just
come out
not
and said
going
that.
away.
She's important. I mean, she's gonna ride.
We already know Cyril's the first person they're filming, so they're gonna be...
These two are our point of view characters for the Empire side of things. Like we need to see the Empire rise.
Hey, dig it, dig
the
it,
rebellion rising.
Dig it. Hey, give one to Steve too. Wait till she meets her mother-in-law. Oi. Dig it. You got it. All right. God, chat. Hey, for real, chat. I don't know what y'all had for Thanksgiving, but y'all had enough wine to make y'all funny. So you guys have been doing a great job.
So we got, and during this time we get like 4 scenes of Andor. So I just put him, he gets out of the background of these.
That was cute. I was glad that he didn't have I was so glad they didn't do a fight out of him getting out of that tower. Yeah, I'm so glad they didn't do that. They did so good, man.
So he gets to Bix, he takes her out, and kills one person along the way, and then takes her to the ship. And that's about all we get of that Andor, right? In this episode, other than his scene with his dad.
And then we get Emo Bot. And he'll be back.
Yeah. He always finds us.
Yeah, he always.
That's where the season's going to start. Like, they're going to have to. Bix is going to be part of season 2, so there's going to have to be some.
There is one more part with Andor that was fucking really good.
Yeah, Wayseeker.
What, this part?
No, the next slide.
Oh yeah,
there better be a next slide, dude.
Lopez, it's hard. I don't think you understand how hard it is to get these slides, buddy. Let's relax. Do we have another slide, Wayseeker?
So you got Luthen going back, and when Luthen's going back on the back, you know what's going to happen. You know where Andor's going to be. Like, this is not a surprise. If it was a surprise, then you're not no Star Wars at all. Like, it set it up because we knew where his ship was going to be. It was ship's same spot. Andor was going to be there. So you get this great scene. He's like, you can either shoot me, you can take me in. I want to be part of the rebellion. I'm in 100%. And so if you need to kill me, you're here to kill me. Kill me. If not, you take me in. And then I love at the end. He's like,
that big smile.
That smile. You're right.
See, that's when I think he locked in with them.
No, he was locked in before.
I think this was it right here, because when he says, because that's what Luthen needs.
Yeah.
Just like he's got what's her name as a killer. He needs another one that's like, I don't give a fuck.
Now he knows.
Yeah, now he knows. He didn't know before. Now he knows. It's real. I'm guessing this is interesting.
Well, he didn't know because I don't think Andor was in. Like,
no, Andor wasn't. Now he's got one.
I think he never was going to kill him. I don't
think he had a choice because Bell and them were on the way. Like, he thought he was still going to die. But
listen, I think the whole thing is now that he sees what he's about with the people. And how how everybody is for him. And he was looking at all the pieces like, wow, I can't believe everybody's after this one dude.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. And it's like,
no, I know what you're saying, Dom, but at the same time, I think it more came down to Andor accepting that he wants a part of this.
Do remember Luthen just set some dude up to die in his whole crowd in this video. In this episode, there's a whole group that died, and he gave zero.
Yeah,
fucks
a whole
about
other
it.
dude that they let go.
Whole group died. So I don't think that's. I think it's when he said.
And not only did he set that dude up to die, he passed off the guilt to Saul Guerrero, saying, "I'm gonna leave it up to you whether we let him know.
It's on you, not on me.
It's on you. It's not on me anymore."
Yeah, this is it. This is T. Jones put it right. He knows he got a soldier that's willing to die now. Exactly. And that's what he's willing to do.
There you go, Dom. We got the post-credit scene.
Yep.
What they were building.
Yeah, it was.
I completely forgot about this. I went back to watch this hours later. I was like, oh yeah, there was an after-credit scene. I forgot.
It was spoiled.
And it was like, I don't know, man. If it was something
Tom was right. I'll get to say Tom was right about his.
Oh yeah, he was right with the spoiler.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is what I figured.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like it wasn't.
But let me ask you a question: do you?
Would this make your day seeing this?
No.
Don't take it to another place. Wondering why another rumor didn't come true.
Are you satisfied the way this ended?
Yeah.
The show?
This season?
Yeah, definitely.
No, hold on. Dom, are you not?
No. I'm saying, are you satisfied the way it ended? Like, he's standing there just telling Luthen, kill me, this and that, and they're looking at each other.
He already answered the question. Now I'm asking you the same question. Because Lopez already answered it. Wayseeker, why did you not like the ending to the season?
I did like the ending. I did like the way it ended. It came full circle. And now he's the Andor from Rogue One.
Oh, he was always that.
Yeah, he was, but he's building his story back.
I think it took a while for him to get there.
5, he's willing to kill without hesitation, just like he was in Rogue One. I mean,
Well, I know, but you
No,
didn't know
he
who he
was.
was.
But Lopez,
just-
I'm
he
thinking
needed-
like early
he
on,
just needed-
Andor was more about I'm trying to get done what I need to do for myself as
Right.
my mom.
right, but
The rest of
I
that shit
think-
don't matter. I don't care about your rebellion. I don't care about any of
Now
that
he has a
shit.
purpose.
I
That's
think he
Now he
learned
doesn't
that
have
when he was
anything
locked up.
left.
He learned
So
that when
now
he
he
was
has a
locked up.
purpose. He had nothing left.
When he was locked up, he learned that. I think that's what he learned. There's more to there's more than what he was. When he was locked up and he got together with all those other dudes, that's when he learned. Like, you know what? There's more to this shit than just me or whatever I'm into. You know what
It's
I mean?
a bigger world out there. It's a bigger
Yeah.
world and bigger picture.
I mean, because the Empire was just going to kill them or use them or do whatever they were going to do.
I don't think so. I think he's
Well,
dead
also
by-
don't forget this is what his
he's dead by
mom
then.
wanted to do, and now his mom has passed. So not only has he been locked up with these guys, and that's their view of like, hey, we got to rise up, we got to do something. Like this
Right.
was his mom's dream, and he's like, no, don't worry about that. I'm gonna get us money. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go someplace warm.
I thought
And he died, so he has nothing. He has nothing and no one left, apart from a dream of a sister, which we still got to get back to. Apparently,
right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked that. I was going to ask that question. I was going to get to the chat to ask because there was that question, and there's also another question about it. But to answer your question, Dom, I thought it was. I thought they landed the ending, especially us knowing that there's one more season after this. Especially us knowing where the story was. They really developed the character, and I actually thought even the end credit scene was really good because the Death Star, but that wasn't the point of that end credit scene. The point of that end credit scene was a little ass piece of shit things they were making. With the tiniest fucking parts on that and so insignificant. And they were just killing those motherfuckers all day long, and it didn't matter. And by the way, it wasn't just one floor they were about to kill. Andor got away by the skin of his teeth because it answered the question. That factory's gone. They destroyed that entire fucking factory. It's gone.
Yeah, and that's
Homeboy's
one factory of many.
It's gone. Yeah, it's done. It
On
made
that
no
planet.
difference.
Yeah.
Right. That was the bigger part about it. Death Star. Okay, cool. But like, the bigger part about the end scene was like how insignificant that was. And it gives us a sight back to other stories that they haven't closed off. Speaking of which, we did have a question in the chat. It was something like, do you think that they're going to start off season 2 with him trying to find his sister?
No, I think the sister thing, I don't know. I think now they're going to start it off with him being in the rebellion. Like in the the rebellion now is bigger. It's going to probably be bigger. And Luthen is probably got a few more people, and he's probably gonna meet up with Saw Gerrera. Maybe Saw Gerrera for season 2.
I think Saul is going to be. I think
Saul's got to be in season.
Yeah, Saul's got to be.
I think there's going to be a time where Luthen and Saul break, and I think they'll get to one of those pieces.
Yeah.
Gilroy. There's another interesting article which I didn't highlight, but Gilroy said that he's got Luthen's backstory and Saw's backstory, and he said they met like 6 years before. When this took place, so like in 11. So
I'd love to see a comic book.
So it's interesting that Gilroy got so into the details of these relationships.
Who could play a younger Forrest Whitaker, because we can already get Alexander Skarsgård to play a younger that Skarsgård.
They want to know also two things real quickly. I actually don't want a comic on it. I want them to give us a short novel on it. It would be a perfect feed in for like a 230 page junior novel on it.
What about an animated short stories? Animated.
No, I don't think so.
Gilroy, too much money.
What if they
time is shortened?
Yeah, I don't want them to do like a certain point of view where they give us some here, some there. I want us to give us like the Wills, where they dropped the 240 page book. You got a little backstory. Print's not too small. Maybe a little bit better than that, I guess. But give us something like that. Let it go.
How many seasons of this show?
You don't have to wave the please thing,
Marco.
It's all right. Lopez,
go ahead.
What do you need? Lopez?
Lopez, go.
How many seasons? I thought it was 5.
No. Just a 2
seasons.
No, originally it's supposed to be broken up from. It was going to be. I thought everybody thought it was going to be 6 and 6, and there was going to be 4, but then they said no, they're doing 2 seasons. Then it was going to be 3. And then
2 seasons at 12.
They confirmed it's going to be 2.
So that's a lot to do next season. Then
they do have a lot to do, but at the same time, he's like Andor's not going to look like Andor. You can't do 5 seasons and they come out every 2 years. And
the end of 2024, probably like the fall of 2024.
Yeah, we're getting 4 arcs. That's what you got to look at it as. We're getting 12 episodes.
Yeah.
4 3-story arcs.
Yeah,
we got a lot of Star Wars coming out next year, which is going to be really good.
We do. Gilroy said that if Disney wants to pay, he can get done quicker. He's like, but post credit stuff.
You don't. T. Jones, they melted a whole floor. I don't think they were planning on replacing that floor.
No,
I think they were planning on melting the rest of them as soon as the pieces were done. They're melting it. They don't care. They already destroyed that planet. Didn't have much worth to them. They're gonna take care of that factory. Strip mine it.
That was one fact. That was one spot on the planet.
Oh yeah, one set on the planet.
Do you think we'll get any characters from Rebels?
I think there might be. I think we might get a Hera. I've always thought that we might get a Hera.
Would make sense
because we'll already be introduced to her by that time.
Yeah,
we'll already see her by that time. So
yeah, because it's what it's going to be. What it's This is how many years? 5 years before New Hope, right?
So it's the first arc is 4 years, the second arc is 3 years, 2, and then it takes you right up, bro. So
then it's going to be a year jump, so it's going to be right just before Rogue One.
So she could be
before, yeah.
Okay, but you could. She's in all those years. Like she's not direct. She's indirectly working for the rebellion in all those years. She is.
Yeah.
So
and in the Andor case files, we know there were letters between Andor and Hera. So they have some sort of relationship. You could see Hera. I don't know if you will.
It would be a passing thing. I don't think we're gonna have like Princess Leia introducing her.
Are we gonna see,
what about Grand Admiral Thrawn in the second season?
No,
because
that's when they'll ruin it.
Thrawn,
he'll
be introduced already.
Leave it the way it is. Keep it in Andor's world.
Sure. Hold on. Let Lopez go. Lopez doesn't get a lot on this, so let him go with this.
I just say we just leave it in Andor's world. Like leave all those people out.
But Andor's world is part of the Empire.
The formula was done with Gilroy, the way he did it. Let him do it. You start bringing in other characters, just like Pete said last show. Now we're going to get this character and this character. You're going to force it, and it might not work.
But he did say that.
So why did we get her? Why did we get
season? Huh? He said the first season was about developing characters that we never really seen before, and not a lot of fan service. He said the second season there might be some fan service because it's closer.
I'm just saying, but I think it could be things like. There could be a base on Dantooine, right? Because we know they used to have a base on Dantooine.
They can bring in K2SO, which is fan fucking service.
Yes.
Yeah. You get like a little scene of Hera's got to have.
And by the way, there wasn't fan service. Fucking dude, there was so much in this. You got there's a lot of fan service.
There's not going to be Hondo. Hondo will not appear, Jerome. I'm sorry.
I want Hondo too, Jerome.
K2SO. Do we think? Okay. Do you think what's her name?
We went on Hondo in a different project.
Do you think we're gonna get Ursay? Do you think you're gonna see a little baby Ursay running around in the background of?
Well, she's 16. She's like 16 that time, right? How old was she when she met up with Andor?
She will be. What's her? Well, what's his name? Saw Gerrero. Saw Gerrero does have her at that time. She's running around. Well, she could be. She could also.
Because it's closer to Rogue One, so she's like in her 20s, right? Now in Rogue One.
Hey, look. We got a perfect segue.
He has her anyway.
I was saying that. Perfect segue. Let's go.
Perfect segue.
Oh, yeah. That's a perfect segue for that.
Let's go.
Yep, you're right. It was fan service.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get through this. And trilogy different.
And we'll talk more about Andor season.
It's Endor and Andor. The Moon 2. Pirate. Yes, which we got it. Sorry. I was trying to give you guys it, but the guys don't want to talk to the chat. They want us to move on. So we will move on.
There's only 4 comments.
Yeah, one Mephisto. Yes, please. Mephisto.
No, there's 2 comments after what I just showed.
No, yeah, but I'm still back.
There's a lot to talk about, which is going to be awesome. A lot of fan chatter going to the second season of Andor, how it's going to be, this and that. And listen, we had a great.
No, that's not. There's a lot of people making shit up, and Dom loves it when people make shit up.
Let me finish my thing. I was saying that this season was this was a fantastic Andor season. I loved it. We all agree we enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was great. But to be fair, Marco, half the chat was Jerome saying Hondo.
Okay, good. Good.
Which I agree with.
I like Hondo. What about Max Rebo? You're messing with my Max Rebo comments too.
Max Rebo can't walk.
Apparently, he's playing his keyboard with his feet.
He survived the place where it got bombed.
He might too. Sticks isn't wrong.
No, Galen makes more sense.
He makes a lot more sense of him showing up than. Well, I don't know.
Well, he does because remember he was part of the Empire. So, and what about Krennic? Krennic too.
Mads is all DC'd up. I mean, not DC. Disney'd up. Like he's going to be in Indiana Jones 5. He's the villain. He's in Doctor Strange. He's in that world. So he's in the MCU. He's in Star Wars.
Money. I'll do it.
Jones.
I'll be friggin'. I'll be typecast and everything.
Do you remember this is called Andor though, and it is kind of the story of Andor, and we already know. We already talked about it earlier when we were leading into it. Like, there's a lot of characters they have to kind of wrap up now because he's already taking a big bite.
Everybody on that ship. All his friends, right?
his
Everybody
ship
that left
friends.
on
You
that,
gotta get
yeah.
rid of Mo. You gotta figure out that whole wedding.
They'll bring some people in. They brought what's his name back from Melchi. So like same fan service. We got Melchi or whatever his name was.
Well,
so,
also Wayseeker pointed out that this is Andor's show, but in the finale, a lot of this shit was not about Andor.
Yeah, I mean they
himself,
they
you know
do
what
have
I'm
a
saying?
but yes, I agree, but that's before they were able to that's before that is Max Rebo. That was before they had to wrap up a lot of stuff. There's only 2 seasons, so now they have to wrap it.
No, I know, but I still don't
wrap
think
it up.
that's going to change in season 2. I think we're still going to have a lot of fires in the oven. Like we're going to have a lot of things going
All right,
on.
here, I'm going to put a bet out there. Who are you going to see first, Hondo or Dr. Afra? There you go.
Yeah.
Hondo.
Oh no.
Hondo.
I said it.
Hondo
We'll
too.
never see Afro.
Yeah, because we might see Hondo in like Bad Batch season 2 or some shit.
Yeah,
like
he probably
we
gonna
yeah.
be
Hondo.
yeah.
Give
You're
it
not gonna
up.
see Afra in
Never
Bad
see
Batch.
Afro.
I think you'll see.
I don't think
Hondo.
we see a hut just in case. I don't know. That'd be tough to get a hut in there.
Well, maybe
Afra,
the
no
second
rep.
season. The second season deals with more of the underground belly too, because remember,
Yeah, I don't want
the
that.
Empire gets more involved with bounty. Not to say that Boba Fett bounty hunters.
No, I don't want. But see, I don't want that part.
Scoundrels and stuff like no.
That distracts things. Just give me
I
straight
agree.
up.
We got
like,
too much going on.
rebellion,
already.
Yeah,
guerrilla
Dom,
tactics.
you just said you loved how this season went.
I know. I did
As
love how this
Lopez,
season-
yes, agreed.
I did.
As Lopez said earlier, let's just keep it. Let's do it again. Let's
Yeah.
do it again. Do it one
Yeah,
more
just
time.
Run it back.
Just
Yeah.
run that back. Let's see
Keep
what
it the way
what's
it is.
let's see.
We don't need
Hey,
any.
finish
you
it
start
off.
adding everybody and all this fancy.
You-
That's how you ruin it. That's
You could see. You could see. You're going to see cameos again. I think you might see a Bale. Like you could see a Bale Organa
probably yeah.
cameo.
Because
Something like that. But they're going to be small.
That'd be subtle. Because
Yeah,
you can
I
send
mean,
out
a
mission to
little
go,
bit.
hey,
I mean, but I don't know if that's going to hold. I do agree, but the Dom side of things, I don't know if that's going to hold their attention for another season. Right?
Maybe
It
Let's hope
will.
It'll probably be more of that fan servicey. Hey, look!
If
hey,
they do
look,
more of
hey,
it, yeah.
look.
Listen,
man,
But
that's
I got
all-
the
that's
one
all
thing,
ruin
the
it.
one problem.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. The one problem
No.
I had with the whole Andor series was aliens. I want to see more diversity.
There were
Aliens.
I know.
plenty of aliens.
Well, there
What
was,
are
but
you
there wasn't
talking
a lot.
about? There was like
Gilroy
100
Gilroy
fucking
talked
aliens.
about this. Gilroy said it costs money. It just costs lots of money.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's
there's
the
a
reason
ton
why.
of them.
You're right.
There's a fucking ton.
Yeah, but look what else you got. You got this is the best
Hey,
Star
Mr.
Wars
Green.
written in a long time. We all know it. Okay,
So
we
it-
didn't get aliens, so what?
It is, but you know what?
But-
Like when it comes
We
to
did
Star
that
Wars,
alien thing's a joke.
See, Jerome's still going.
Hondo.
Right.
Listen, my problem is that like in the beginning when he walked into the bar, there was really no
A
aliens.
brothel? 'Cause
Dude,
that's
we
what
don't
it
need
looked
to
like.
have the
There
same
was
bar.
there was alien hookers in that bar. Are you
Yes,
kidding
there
me?
Yeah, but I want more. I want more diversity of aliens.
They hear you. It's just really expensive.
It is.
Remember, it was what 10 episodes, 12.
Well, it's just really.
Look at
I mean,
that.
Gilroy said
Oh.
he used every penny he could that they gave him.
I don't
Look-
doubt
look
because
how
that thing was
Coruscant
done so
looked
next year.
well.
because
Think
it's
about how
a success.
Coruscant looked,
He
Dom.
might get a bigger
Think about how
budget.
Coruscant looked. The
Yeah.
ship, they're
TMNT's got you nailed. If you want more Funkos based on these background
Oh, that's what
characters.
it is.
Yeah, it's true. And listen,
They
oh, by the
were
way,
alien hookers, man. They literally had alien hookers in the show.
I know they did. I know
They
they,
had
did.
alien
but
hookers in the show. They had Planet of the Apes aliens in
Come
the
on.
show. They had
When
little
Luke-
aliens in the show.
when
They
Luke
had big
walked
aliens
into
in
the
the show.
cantina with Obi-Wan,
There was
I
6
wanna see
fucking
aliens like that.
There's only 6. Dude, what are you talking? There was 6. There was more
All
than
right.
6 fucking aliens in this.
Pete, just load it up.
I get it, load it up, but there was 3 in the hook. There was 3 aliens in the hooker scene. So half the hookers that they saw in the bar,
She
there
wasn't
was
a
half
hooker,
of them.
Joe.
Listen, all I know is I want somebody to say this besides Obi-Wan.
What?
I don't know what that is. He's little now.
Why?
No, we
That's
don't
just
need
not-
the same
no.
line to be said again.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
stupid.
that.
That's
No.
that bar's
Boo!
trademark.
Boo this man. Boo.
We don't
Boo,
need that to
boo,
be
boo.
said across the things.
Okay, let's go.
I know you want OG Lucas. Hey, let's say all the same lines. I have a bad feeling about this. All right, it was kind of cool through the first movies, but I don't want that to continue at this point.
What aliens?
It's not the same. It's not the same to do those callbacks.
Dude,
now.
if you're saying if after how great the show was, I'm saying I want more aliens.
Well, with
I
the
can't-
fact that
I can't
the
help
show was
you.
awesome. I want to see
I
more
can't
aliens.
help you. I cannot help you. I can't
there were
help you.
plenty of aliens.
All
There was
right,
a lot
Keith,
of fucking
all right.
aliens.
The planet of Ferrix. Where were the aliens on there?
They were in the workyard. Do you
They had
forget
what's
the
his name?
workyard?
Fran?
Not
Yeah,
many.
that guy that was the bouncer. That dude.
Yeah,
That
not
bouncer
many.
dude. They had what's his name from Planet of the Apes was in there.
Also-
They had the 2 small guys in there. What are you talking about?
We also don't need to worry about that. All right, Dom, look, I'm half Asian. I'm not going, hey, where are all the Asian people in Norway? It's not a lot of us in Norway. There's not a lot of them on Ferrix. Just let it go.
All right.
All right.
They're more humanoid there. All right, Luthen's Gallery. Let's start it off with our first one. This
there
is
you go.
From
This is
Star
Ruben's
Wars.com,
favorite point. Yeah, this is official.
This is official from Star Wars.com.
Official. Well, Star Wars.com is official.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So our first little tidbit from Luthen's Gallery of Curiosities.
Yes, and I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, but
go. Ding. Hey, TMT cool guy. Give him the bell. In Dom's defense, there was way more aliens than GOTG's holiday special than all of Andor.
To be fair, and also, I did enjoy the Guardians special.
Yes,
I did. It was fun.
Really good.
Yeah.
Hey, one more thing.
I don't need like a humanoid band playing in Andor.
That was really awesome. Christmas time.
Hondo in Norway. Give Jerome a ding too. Good job, boys.
The songs are very catchy. I can tell you that.
Mantis stole the show.
Yes, she did.
Well, I don't know. What about Drax with I want the funny little man.
I want the funny little man.
But Mantis was
a little funny man. I want a little funny man.
All right, let's get through these.
All right.
We go.
Kevin Bacon stole the show.
Let's
Not
get through
Cosmo.
them. Go, Pete. You're the one that says move along. Let's move along.
All right. Well, it's up. The
Headpiece, next
Amidala
one.
style headpiece. Somebody
got it.
Could read it. No,
Ruben,
you guys don't want
Ruben's
it.
favorite.
Is that the actual headpiece now? Did they confirm it?
Yeah.
It's just
style.
her
It's not
style.
hers.
Style.
It's a
Oh
style.
yeah. So it's her style. It's not hers. It's her style.
Yeah, we got to start off light. This is only one. With our Mandalorian armor.
Now he has Mandalorian armor. Wouldn't the Mandalorians come after it? Because the armor.
If they know it's there,
right?
Yeah.
And are the Mandalorians really going to institute a raid onto Coruscant in the middle of this high-end establishment?
Yeah, right. While everything else is going down, what's going on up there? I don't think so.
I know how the Mandalorians are when it comes to their armor.
Well, maybe that's season 2. Luthen dies by the Mandalorian.
Hey, maybe this is knockoff armor that's just a showpiece.
Speaking from your lips to God's ears, man.
This is also, remember, this place is a front for things. So half of this shit could be fake. Who's going to know the difference?
Do you remember this time period? The Mandalorians ain't exactly roaming the streets like gangsters right now. Like,
well, Mandalorian's out there. The Mando is out there in the galaxy.
What do you mean Mando's out there in the galaxy?
What do you mean
Mando's out there in the galaxy? He's a bounty hunter.
He's not a bounty hunter.
No, he's not a bounty. He's 12.
Yes, he is.
Not yet.
Yes, he is.
At 5
5
BBY?
It's before 5 BBY because they space jumped to 5 BBY.
So
this is like
out.
10 BBY. Dom, he's not. No.
He's a kid.
Mandalorian
He's
takes
a
place,
kid.
what, 6 years
on Mandalore as a
after
child.
Jedi?
6 years after Jedi,
So it's 11 years before.
at least.
He's a
All right,
kid.
so
At
he's
least 11
in
years.
his almost 40s in Mandalorian, the show after
The
Jedi.
actor might be in his 40s, but that doesn't
Well, he's
mean
in his 20s,
the
dude.
character is.
He's in his 20s.
We
He's
don't know what
teens
he's
or something.
doing. We don't know what he's doing. We don't
Yeah,
know his
I don't know.
backstory. All we got is a comic.
Yeah,
It doesn't tell us anything new. We don't know
to be
anything.
fair, you got to figure droids.
In the
which aren't-
Mandalorian lore of history, there's not a lot of Mandalorians at this time,
No,
like just
there
running
were
the
not.
streets.
All
But
right,
I'm just- well, all I'm saying is, to be fair,
Bo-Katan out there right now.
droids attacking his establishment. Droids
Yeah,
weren't
and
in
I,
use
oh my God.
for a while now, so he would still probably be
They're having a
Bo-Katan's in
civil
it.
war. They're
Bo-Katan's
literally
in
having
it
a
too.
civil war.
Sabine is coming in season 2 to Luthen's shop to take his armor. That's what's happening.
You think so? All right, moving on.
Oh my.
That's cool.
This is cool.
A Jedi Temple guard mask. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
I want to see them in live action. Would you want to see them in live action? The Temple Guards?
Sure.
Be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, okay,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I'm not gonna say no, but
That
I don't know
figure-
what we're really gonna get
All
out of
kidding
them.
aside, that figure is one of the most expensive Rebel figures that came out in the 3 and 3/3 quarter figures. It goes for like about almost $150 to $200 almost. It's one of the harder figures to get.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Luthen's got a lot of fake shit in his shop that he's selling to some uppity people who are like, ooh,
I
real
mean,
Mandalorian armor.
I would think so, but when StarWars.com says it is what it is,
Well, then
it probably is what it is.
I wonder who the supplier is. He has to have a supplier. I know it's not Afra. because Afra's young. Afra's like in the teens or early teens when this is going on.
He's just going out there and
He's going out and
buying.
buying. Did you see the box of money he has on his plane?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but he's got to fund a rebellion. He's not going to spend it on this shit unless he can sell it.
He
He's
probably
getting
that's
money
what he's
into-
doing. He's
oh my
buying to
God.
sell it, uses profits.
Do you guys not know how to wash money?
No,
For
I did.
rebellions?
I know what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. How much easier is it to wash money if you're selling fake shit?
No, I don't think it's fake
Why
Yeah.
not?
because you can't wash money with your selling fiction. Next,
You can if nobody calls you on it,
Could be part of the banking clan.
huh? The Sankara
See what I did
stones,
there?
Temple of
There you go. I
Doom.
like that.
Yep.
Anyone?
Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones reference.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right?
Mhm.
I'm not an indie fan.
All right. For some reason, StarWars.com decided for our next one to call out the Sith holocron, but they don't call out the Jedi holocron sitting right next to it.
Get him
We-
down. Get
We
'em.
didn't think this was actually real, so it was pretty interesting that they called this an actual holocron.
Yeah.
We thought that
It
was
actually
way
looks
too
too
big.
big. It looks like it looks bigger than what it usually looked like like when they had it in the cartoon.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In Rebels.
Anywhere, like anywhere.
Anywhere.
And that picture looks like they aged Luthen like 20 years in that picture. I don't remember him looking like
But it's
that.
also weird they didn't put
Well, he's a
Jedi
shadow.
and Sith holocron in this picture for some reason.
They did. I thought
That was weird.
Yeah, because I mean, it's normally more like Hellraiser, Rubik's Cube sized, the Jedi one.
Yeah, I have the Jedi one somewhere. I
Yeah,
lost
Dom's holocron.
Dang it, Dom,
it.
yeah.
Well, that's right.
Do it. No. Yeah, that's the size. Yeah, that's the perfect size. See what it says. Ooh.
Yeah, next year. No, Andor in 2 years. We'll fulfill everybody's dreams. There you go.
Nice.
Maybe it's just a souvenir from a Jedi
I think
Sith.
it is.
All right.
Our next one is Star Killer's Dark Lord helmet.
Which was interesting because this was not the helm. Like everybody was calling the two sculptures the Dark Lord Star Killers, but it wasn't. Apparently, his helmet was in sight, just not plain sight.
Hmm.
Apparently,
I read this. I just see
But you
Dark
see
helmet.
now it's Star Killer's Dark Lord helmet. Was there any other helmets like this, or just Star Killer had this helmet only? If you, there had to be other Sith Lords, other, with
no.
the,
I mean, they did. There was they built him like. I mean, in non-canon, yeah.
yeah.
It
I mean,
wasn't
they
the
also
only, he
don't
wasn't
have
the
to
only
be
person that had
Sith
the
Lords to have
metal
a helmet,
balance
right?
to his system, which is what
I
they did.
do
with
like
it.
the little cool. I like this little Easter egg of Star Killer because,
Mhm.
I don't know if Star Killer became canon again, they would have to dummy his powers down because he's one of the strongest Jedi's out there, Force users.
Yeah, they would. They would rewrite his story.
Hmm.
But this makes it seem like he is somewhat canon.
Somewhat. I mean, also
Yeah,
you know,
they also got the Indiana Jones stones in there. So
yeah,
I'm
they have
not
the Indiana
sure.
exactly. They got Indiana Jones stones.
Yeah.
We all. I mean,
Well,
don't forget,
if you notice, in
Inquisitors
Empire-
have helmets like this too. So
in
Knights of
Indiana
Ren
Jones,
have
they
helmets.
had R2D2 and C3PO written up on the it was carved in the walls.
It
when he
doesn't
went to
make
get-
him canon. That's what Dom's kind of saying. It's vaguely vague. It's very vague how they're trying to
Yeah,
position.
and
this.
even though it's coming from StarWars.com, these aren't people who work on the goddamn scripts for the movies.
Yeah.
These are still people. Yeah, okay, they work. The
yeah,
company,
they're
they
like
know what
these
they're
are
going
this,
for.
these are this, these are this.
I
I
actually
mean, but they
thought
can't.
that
But they
was-
can't. But in that defense, on the official StarWars.com, you can't put up bullshit. You can't be
Yeah,
like,
they're not putting bullshit,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is they can still put up a wink and a nod. Hey, isn't this kind of cool? Doesn't mean this canonizes the character because
Yeah.
the Sankara stones are in fucking space.
Well,
It
they're
doesn't
also
mean
they
that
also
Indiana
called
Jones
it. They didn't call
exists
it
in the same world. as Luke
canon Easter
Skywalker.
eggs. They made sure they just called
Well,
it.
I
Easter
actually
egg-
think
fan
there's
Easter eggs.
it's coming from something bigger. I think eventually Star Killer will be canon. Eventually,
I think he's big
No.
enough that they'll try to find a way to rework his
Yeah.
story. But it will look really different.
I think the
It'll be-
best. I think the best bet and best options. The one thing we've asked them to do for a while and they haven't is make a distinct lane for legacy characters, and just let it roll. Have a Legos type situation where you just have two different lanes. You have your canon lane, and you have your story time lane, and you can just.
Yeah, I
Let
think
it
it's
roll.
just more fun stuff.
Well, I
To
think
me,
if they
I'm
do
reading
ever
this
come
more
back
as
with him
fun
again-
than canonizing any of this stuff.
I actually think if they do come back, it'll be a video game. I think the video game will come back first with it.
Exactly. Is ET with his Reese's Pieces? Cannon. Elliot.
Home.
Go.
Home.
Go.
All right, we got 4 left. A Wookiee
Wookiee
helmet.
Yes.
Wookiee helmet. Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Never
I
seen
didn't
was,
see that.
yeah. I know. Yeah, you said you missed it the one time, and I think Ruben called it out or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, it looks to me like Aquaman's armor, but okay. It could be a Wookiee helmet. All right, or we can have the a hula hoop. I mean, sorry,
Shield.
a Gungan shield.
Gungan shield.
The Gungan shield.
Now that's canon.
It
Yeah,
is.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Come on.
Yeah, it's canon. Yeah, motorboating Boss Nash is canon. Congratulations.
Prequels, baby.
Good job, Lucas.
Sequels.
Good job, Lucas. Up next.
All right, we got 2 left.
Yeah, this is
The
interesting.
world between.
Well,
worlds.
this one doesn't make sense because this hasn't happened yet in canon. So, like, unless it's a different one, but
Here you
it's
go
just kind of
down.
cool.
When did the world between worlds happen?
It happened in Rebels.
Rebels.
It would
I
happen
know,
to one
when-
one
Oh,
DUI.
no. But that they're talking about the sister and the brother, 2 world between worlds, which you could. I mean, they've been around.
Well, they were in
forever.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, with
The brother,
Anakin, right?
the
It wouldn't be called. I don't know.
It wouldn't be called world between. I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Because Palpatine has to go in. Yes, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Also, at the same time, this is where you say like, "Oh, it's not that serious." They're just kind of throwing
Yeah.
shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
Fan service.
All right.
Yeah, fan service. It's supposed to be fun, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff is just fun.
Or
They didn't identify it as Plo Koon's mask, Astro. This is just the top
This is
10.
from the article.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
just the art. These are just the items from the article, including, again, this does not canonize Indiana Jones. But these carbonite blocks, they had a number of things, like the fertility idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, when he's running from the boulder.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had items from Avatar in there as well. Like, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun stuff they put in the background for
Yeah.
people like us to look at and go, that's
Oh,
cool.
is that it? So that people could create videos about it.
Yeah.
Easter eggs,
Easter egg
96
videos.
Easter egg videos. Jesus, 96? Holy shit, that's a lot of Easter egg videos.
Yeah.
They use specialty toilet. I mean, how do people watch that? How long does that take?
Oh, I love watching like the Screen Crush stuff. I love watching.
Oh
those.
man,
watch
I watched
Screen
them
Crush all
a
the
couple
time. It's a
times.
good show.
Yeah, it's fun.
I watched them a couple times. I don't have the time to do it. It seemed I watched it, but I tried
You
to
don't have
fast
the
forward
time.
it.
It's like 15 minutes.
Is
I got
it?
time
No,
to check
it's
out
longer
Ryan
than
Airy and the
that.
dog. It's fun.
He has a commercial in the middle of it.
Yeah. Well, he's got to make money too.
Lopez doesn't because the guy tells a mom joke every time, so he.
Yeah,
doesn't
no, I
really
don't do mom jokes.
Hey,
know.
some people got to
Not
put
going off
commercials in their stuff so they can make money. Other people got to do some, whatnot sales and sell books to make money. Or, you can just come watch our stuff where we don't care about your money. We're just going to talk about shit we like.
Valid point. If you've seen this show so far, go ahead. Anything else on this?
No, that's it.
All right.
Speaking of which, I'm going to be giving away some shit this week or the next couple of weeks. 12 days of Christmas.
I like the mask. I agree. I like the mask. They just didn't
Put it in your
we're
head.
giving away a bunch of it.
Renovision, 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to be giving away some stuff. I don't know exactly when, but I got a lot of stuff to give away between now and Christmas.
Okay, let's see what Jerome said. One more thing about Ma. It's not Mom. It's Ma. I like how she started an argument about her. Oh, yeah. We talked about that earlier, Jerome. It
Yeah,
was
so-
great.
You know what? That was one of the really cool points.
Y'all don't want to see
How she got-
OnlyFans. Not from any of us.
OnlyFans.
All right, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm saying that was brilliant in her case. That she's very smart, and she's very cunning. And she knows, she knows that everybody's watching, and she doesn't trust anybody, which is really good.
Lopez, can I ask you a question? Because Dom won't admit it anymore, but I know
Yeah.
you still will.
Yeah.
When you first started this, I know you were not. You didn't think it was the
No.
best. You thought maybe it was going to be slow or it wasn't going to come out to be.
I did. I almost gave up on it. I only watched it because I love Star Wars that much. So I was going to watch it if it was good or bad. But the first 3 episodes, they were, I struggled. And I rewatched them about a week ago, and it was still slow. But from episode 4 to the end, phenomenal, dude.
So you're still calling it slow when they give you all that backstory
well, I
and
don't
build
want
up?
Well,
I'm just asking.
I'm not a professional how to break it down. The pacing was wrong. It was just slow. It dragged. It was only that one part when they have that quick battle and when they first meet Luthen and Andor.
So you just like action. If it doesn't have action,
no, because you know me. I like I like drama. I like Game of Thrones. If just with dialogue, and that's what it did. It just for me, it just picked up from episode 4 to the end. It picked up like drastically. It went, in my opinion, it went from like I don't know if I want to watch this to I gotta watch every episode.
Yeah, no, I mean you more than anybody I know was, well, not anybody, but you were one of the converted that was like,
yeah.
I know Horn too was like, oh, I'm gonna get to it, and then he started watching. He's like, oh, dang, this is really good. But
It
you were
just changed on a dime.
you were telling me how bad it is, and Kathleen Kennedy need to be fired, and all that.
Well, yeah, but
nonsense.
that's just me.
Yeah. What you do, your normal thing. I get it.
Right.
But then you came. I was actually surprised,
Right.
like, because at least like everybody who's on this panel, after the first 3, everybody was at least like, hey, we're gonna watch the rest of this. We're sold. It's at least decent.
I mean, Jedi was out at the.
Jedi took the biggest. Yeah, he was out, but I think he's
actually, when I first watched it, I thought it was fantastic.
I was worried, and you know what? Maybe it could be an excuse, but for me, you know how I'm honest. Star Wars is, I think we got more L's than wins. So when I was watching, I was like, oh, here we go again. Now we're, it's going to be garbage. It's going to be slow. It's going to be this. Maybe I went into a negative, and it took me a minute. But when I went back and I watched it, I still felt they were a bit slow. But I don't know what they did. That maybe you can just, credit to Gilroy, the writing and the acting and everything. It went from episode 4 all the way to the end. Phenomenal, dude. Like the best Star Wars I've seen in a long time. It proves the point that we've always wanted. We know they can do Star Wars without Force users. It doesn't always have to be space battles and blaster battles. And sorry, Don, we don't always need aliens. It could be done this way. And if anything, I hope they use this template to go forward. So now, okay, we had success with Andor. So maybe now we can eventually get out of this era and go forward. 30 years, 100 years, 300 years. Let's just get away from the Skywalker saga. And I think that Andor has done a lot, man. It's been phenomenal. But now let me ask you guys a question, because this is, and I didn't write it. I forgot where I left my folder because my kids were bugging. But the ratings are bad. They're not what they should be. And my theory is this: that's just all the negative, the L's that Star Wars has taken, right? You know what I mean? Not everybody was happy with Obi-Wan. There's complaints about. We always complain.
I think it's a combination of things.
Right.
I think it's a combination of things, but I
think it's a combination. Like, how were you? And this is what this society has become into. But these content creators / like you, Lopez, you call me and tell me.
Yeah.
I watch this. You're my guy in the street. You tell me what all these little kids on the.
But you also.
If everybody wants to know where I know where YouTube stuff is,
right.
Lopez is one of my people out there that tells me.
Yeah, but let's be clear. I don't watch because I think there's people that create content because they want everything Disney to fail. That's where they get their views, because there's a lot of people that want it to fail.
There's a lot of.
And they want
But my point is this:
I don't watch.
How? But even the ones that don't, the ones that position it as like, oh, this is great or terrible. Like, how do they position this? Because you can't. There's no nostalgia to it, right? Like, not nostalgia in the sense of like huge fan service.
Hey,
like,
it's Luke. Hey,
right.
Lightsabers. Like, they can't do it because they don't understand. They don't understand describing. And you started off saying this, and I think it was one of the things I had said, but I kind of was waiting to the end. Like, you're like, oh, well, it's because you guys read books, right? And I mean, me and Wayseeker, now you guys call Wayseeker and me the same person because we're fans that read books.
Well, you guys read books.
Because we read books. Yeah, I get it. We read books. So, like, it's hard.
Books.
Yeah, we read the fancy things called books with the fancy things called words on it.
I got time for books.
But here's my
I haven't got time to read all the picture books I got.
There's only one book.
But here's my point: is how do you? It's a good book, but how do you sell storytelling? And that's what I think they did here. I don't think internet influencers can sell storytelling because they can't tell stories. So they don't realize what good storytelling is. No, they can sell flashy things. Well, I think that's where you come into the Andor problem.
Let's not overvalue what an influencer, internet talking head can do for a show. Like, Disney don't give a fuck what some tiny ass YouTube channel.
I agree. And I don't think it's as bad as they make it out to be. But you have to understand there is a pump. There's a hater pump when people can hate on it.
Yeah, there is. But
what are you going to hate on this
that's
for?
Not driving the show. Like, the show itself, yes, it might be down.
But he said it's down. But that's
It is because ultimately it doesn't have the same numbers as a Mando. It doesn't have the same numbers as Boba Fett.
And I think because Star Wars fandom ain't all that happy. Like I'm glad Andor.
Oh, I don't think that's it.
I don't think it's.
I'm
I don't
glad
think that's it at all.
But you know, Marco, I went from loving Obi-Wan to then being realistic to what it really was.
But let's also remember, this is a different animal. Streaming is a different animal. Like, we don't have to worry. Like, this ain't coming out of theaters. Like, well, shit, people didn't watch Andor. They can't watch it now. They can watch this whenever the hell they want. So this can pick up.
And I think it will. I think people will wait till this thing is completely done and they'll watch the whole thing.
Yeah, so I think it's a second push. That's why we did it in the news.
That's why we're getting the second
push. It was on ABC. It's on FX. It was on Hulu.
But see, that worries me because the first 3 episodes, just for me, were a little bit slow. So then you're gonna.
But I'm not sure they're trying to. No offense, but I'm not sure they're trying to attract you.
Right. Yeah, I agree with a lot of.
I think they're trying to do an experiment here where they usually, at one point, were letting. I know for a fact that you were gonna take. We said this early on. Me and you personally talked about it, and I said, "Hey, Lopez, what's everybody else saying?" And you told me, and they were saying, "We've got no content to produce on Andor." That's what they were pretty much saying by their thumbnails, what you were telling me, and what they're saying for the description, what they're saying on their show. You could say whatever you want, but people watch shit because they want to see. Oh, that person talked about it. We're gonna watch it. That's how the world works now with streaming and the internet. That is what it is.
The only way of bashing it right now is just call out the ratings on it.
Yeah, so now they got something to do. Now
they can do.
Now they got something to do.
For the majority of the fandom, they love this show because
Dom's talking point aliens, which he said for a long time now, that only gets you so much play. You can't do that week in and week out. That's not going to play with the normal people that are watching your content, right?
Dude,
so you don't got a lot there. So what else you got? Who are you gonna you call Andor the guy that's shooting people woke? You can't do that.
No.
So what are you gonna do?
We are not your show, and your fans are not the only ones calling it that speech that Luthen gave the best monologue in Star Wars. That's out there. So it's out there. Even the dudes that do big content, draw big numbers, still want to just say it's boring. Because in reality, what they want is Force users. They just want lightsabers.
Well, no, because it's easy, attractive for them to explain. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
That's their way out, and that's awesome. What they use. Like, I just want Jedi and Sith, right? But Star Wars is more than that, and this is what Andor has done.
The storytelling. I think it opens it up, which I think is a good thing. And they can't really cancel season 2 because it's done. Like, they're good,
right?
Really good
because
TV.
The fact of what Andor was about, the acting and the writing was superb.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Star Wars show, and I kind of like the scenes with Luthen and Saw were some of the best dialogue, and just the Luthen dialogue when he was talking, really, really caught it. Like
it was just great. Like, he's got to become the enemy, like to win. Like that's what you got to do.
The sacrifice you have to
but that's what I'm saying. Like the storytelling, this is the part where, like, when you make fun of Middle Wayseeker for reading them words in them books, like this is why we're not as down as some other people, because honestly, the storytelling in Star Wars has never.
It's also think about it.
Did you just read some comics this week, Marco?
I did, but I'm also reading the High Republic, the Convergence thing, or whatever.
Yeah. I don't but also don't overgeneralize, because I don't get to read all the novels either, but I can still appreciate a good story.
No, I agree. Pete. I'm not saying that in general. But I'm just saying I think the style is something that we have been asking specifically. This crew.
You see the fans. The fans are really not like.
Don't use that word.
Can't use that word.
That creates a whole nother thing where you're.
I want to do this.
Making
everybody go. Let him go, Pete. Let him go. He wants to go.
I'm just saying, just don't use fans. Just
no. I'm just to wake up to what I'm about to say. You look at it this way. When we were young, we seen Star Wars for the first time, right? How we really enjoyed it because it was something new, it was different, and you didn't care. There was a lot of plot holes and stuff like that. You loved it. Yeah. And now you watch it now and you sit there like, this is one of the cheesiest things ever, but we love it. The fans today do not understand that type of thing. They like Star Wars, but like it's boring. Andor's boring. But for people who appreciate it from the beginning, appreciate the Andor storyline because the way it was presented, and the new fans that are liking the newest stuff, like Obi-Wan. Look, we all had our mixed reviews of Obi-Wan, the Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, all these things. The new fans that like that aren't generating to the fans that like Andor. If you really look at that perspective, because they don't understand the good storytelling. Like,
well,
look,
we don't even have to go there with the good storytelling, because I think this also taps into what Disney is also doing with Marvel, in that there are a lot of different fans who want a lot of different things. So we're going to give everybody a little.
They're going to give us everything.
Hey, you like the horror stuff? We got you guys covered. You guys want the superhero stuff? We got you guys covered.
We're going to get everybody.
The espionage type stuff? We got you guys covered.
You just got to cross your fingers. You got to cross your fingers and hope they don't screw up your character. That's it.
When me and Marco first became buddies and we started talking, and I would tell him not all Star Wars is for everybody. Well, I like Andor because I read a lot of.
Well, Marcus again.
You just called on my line, bro. Okay, go ahead.
Look, I read a lot of Tom Clancy. I love espionage. I love political shit. I read a lot of Tom Clancy, James Patterson. I read a lot of that. This is what Andor is for me. It's building the rebellion from ground up. You can't have Star Wars, the first original trilogy, without the rebellion, and we've never seen that. Obviously, it was built by people who weren't Force users. This is why I don't want no Easter eggs. This is why I don't want Luther to be nobody. I want him to be just somebody who politics does not agree with what the Empire is doing, or maybe it affected him in a certain way. It took money from him, or whatever the case may be. And that's why I think Mothma is going to play a big role in the second season, because we just got, little bits of her becoming that person. Because I remember her from episode Return of the Jedi. Right, and then we got her in wherever it was. We got her the dark.
Yeah, she was we got her everywhere. We got her everywhere. She right. I mean, you only do.
So I think we're going to see
Old Republic. She was in the Clone Wars. She was
Also think of this: like all this shit is like a matter of perspective. Like people will poo-poo and villainize somebody's like, oh man, they fucking booby trapped this, they did that. Like, if that's not your side, yeah, you think that's a villainous thing to do. But we can go all the way back to the fucking Revolutionary War and say our guerrilla tactics against the fucking British was some brutal shit that we did, where people were attacking people from the woods and not lining up like idiots to fight war the right way.
Well, look at Bill Burr.
It's all a matter of perspective. And I think when we're talking about a show like this, where they're building a rebellion against an empire, I love seeing that. Like, hey, not all of this is pretty. Yeah, this dude built a pipe bomb in his office and threw that shit basically at the cops of this storyline. Right or wrong, this was the world they lived in.
The sad part is, and don't just start ho-ho and just listen to it and think about it for a second. The Johnson movie, when he did Canto Bight and he did Broom Boy, they're the two things he didn't do. I'm not saying he did it well. I'm not saying he did it a way to put you, but that's exactly what he did in those 2 points. He didn't do it straight in your face like Andor was, but the exact thing of like, hey, you guys bought weapons from me too. Not the fucking jailbreak crazy foot thing, but hey, you bought weapons from me too. Right. And hey, raise nobody. Like, those were 2 concepts that I think if we're actually allowed to be introduced, and now they're introduced in Andor. Like, I think if those 2 concepts were able to introduce, that you couldn't salvage that last fucking movie.
Yeah, I love the idea of Rey being nobody as a part of that story, but I also think
that was part of the Duels of Fate
was that he should have been fucking Hondo. That's my only problem.
Oh yeah, once again, I'm not trying to go down the road on it. I was just saying those 2 parts: the part about selling the weapons, and the part about like all part of like, hey, just a broom kid and nobody else. Like, that's the 2 parts that I think they got away from, and if they could have kept that around there, maybe the movies wouldn't have been as shit as they were. They're still pretty shitty. But my point is, like, and they kind of did that with Andor, where they finally got the nuts. It's taken a while, but for them to get away from, okay, dude, you know what? Maybe we don't need it. There is a large fandom out there, part of, as apparently Darth Lopez told me that not all Star Wars is for but there's a large part of Star Wars fandom out there that is like, hey, dude, we could use a little bit better storytelling with. And I think we got all converts. Dom loves shit. We all come from different things. Like, we do. We're all different types.
We need to know the big picture shit too. That's why we need Mon Mothma.
Well, I know
beyond the ground level grunts. Like, we need to know in the political side.
Oh, you said Hondo. Stop saying Hondo.
Well, that's again. I don't want to bring up the sequels, but and I've told Marco this is just my opinion. The sequels were I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, garbage. And I think Disney, or got a little scared. Like, fuck, okay, we just fucked up 3 movies. You know what I mean? The fan base is not happy with us. And then they pushed Disney, right? So they went the Disney route, right? So they went to streaming to get that going, whatever the case may be. And maybe, now with Iger, Dom's guy coming back, maybe now they could push the movies.
Iger wasn't here when they made this fucking thing.
Let me just put this out. I know we've covered the sequels many times. Let me just put this out there. For one, as much as Marco, you might not have liked Abrams' first attempt at episode 7.
It brought us back.
The people did. People went and bought fucking tickets. People liked that shit. People liked the rehash. Once we got to Rian Johnson and then he changed some stuff, a lot of people started going, well, I don't know if I like this direction.
Garbage.
So well, you know why?
No. I'm not saying it's garbage. I'm saying he opened up doors that a lot of people weren't ready for because it wasn't nostalgic.
Parts that you just complimented. The parts you just complimented is the stuff you're calling out. Go ahead.
And then the third movie, they completely screwed because they took the director and said, well, shit, we can't go this way. Right or wrong, we can't go down this crazy fucking guy's idea. We're going to go back to this guy. Crazy. You got a few months to pull this shit together. Yeah. And
he's
like,
Goonies,
knife, we'll find the
But he took parts of Duels of Fate 2 and threw it in there. I mean, it was weird.
Well, that's all their fault. They had no plan.
No, I'm going to say that the reason why people complained about the whole thing with the Last Jedi was that there was a lot of mysteries surrounding a lot of things in the new Star Wars.
The point is, not everybody complained. That's what I mean. It was divisive. Not everyone complained.
No, there was a big fan base.
Yes, there was a big part of the. That's
no, they liked it. They liked it. They actually liked it. There was a big fan base that actually liked it.
It was a great.
Because there were plenty of people who did like it. They liked that they were getting away from the norm. They were getting away from the cliched and
people. Okay, you have no clue what you're talking about.
The only thing that would have saved that movie is Luke not going out the way he went out. Redemption.
No, that movie can't be. No,
but let's. That's years ago now. There's no reason to go.
Yeah, we're not rehashing this again. Either way, we got to rehash it.
I just wanted to make one little bit of a point. That's all.
My point was just without rehashing anything. If you look at some of the plot points in that movie, they're Andor. It's very easy.
Oh, look at Mando. Look at Mandalorian, where Bill Burr's character, when he gives a perspective from the Empire.
Yeah.
Right. When he talks about
that was great.
As it should.
Even Gina Carano.
Hey, as long as we don't have to have Luke Skywalker number 16, Skywalker's daughter, granddaughter, great granddaughter. Again, I'm good.
That's the thing. I just don't want.
I just don't want
that. She
that.
didn't have to be important. She could have been anybody.
Yeah. I just don't want that. I just don't want.
Like I said, when they made the Last Jedi,
we gotta go. We gotta start this.
We gotta go.
Dom, last word. Dom, last word.
I say the Force Awakens. You had people who liked it because they were climbing for Star Wars for a long time.
Yes,
and they were jumping on the thing because they wanted to see this because it was a new Star Wars. But then people complained that it's a remake of the original, and then people.
Was it people? Abrams said that he did that.
Yeah, it was.
And then people complained about the Last Jedi that it was too different. So you can't get.
Yeah, that's my point. Is you can't please everybody.
All right, no more points. Get on to the last
point.
Part.
You can't please everybody.
Dude, we got to get on.
I know. What do you want to do?
Rankings. Let's get these things real quick.
Each script was different. There was 3 different scripts being written. You're not whatever you're saying doesn't make any sense.
All right, enough with the chat. Wayseeker, set us up. What are we doing here?
All right, what we're doing here is we are ranking what I think are the best seasons of Star Wars content.
Yeah.
So we took some of our favorite seasons from Clone Wars, some of our favorite seasons from Rebels, Mando, all those shows. We even put Styx' favorite in here for Styx.
Bullshit. That's going to the garbage.
And we are ranking what we think are the best seasons. Where does Andor stack up against the other best seasons?
I'm going to start from the bottom because we got. Oh God, he's not.
No, they're not really a bottom. It just kind of put them in
order.
They put them in just random possibilities. There was no real order.
All right, Visions.
I still haven't seen it.
This feels like a 7.
6.
You haven't seen any of them?
6.
No.
Lopez?
No.
It's actually really good. Yeah, a couple of episodes are really good.
No, don't say they're all. They're not all really good.
Ronan, fair. The Ninth Jedi, really good. Really good stories.
There's a couple of good ones.
I'm gonna go with 8. It's okay. It's not as bad as some of the other things on this.
Yeah, it's 7.
It was different. It was different.
It was different. What doesn't
It's
matter?
not going to be
Things are gonna
resistant.
get moved
Hey,
around.
remember, you got
Jedi
to
was
have a
here.
lot of good stuff,
It'd be
though. This
10.
shows.
It won't even be ranked.
We can move it up. I think 7's a great starting point.
We have 14, by the way. So 4
Oh,
options
Jesus.
are not making the cut.
Can we put this in 7 for right now?
Yeah,
What are we
sure.
thinking, Chat? Where are we at?
They're at 7 and 8. They're
An 8 and
right
7.
where
I
we're
think
at.
I have an 8. You have a 7. I think I
It
have
doesn't matter. We got to move stuff around anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. It is second half at best. Because there were some crappy ones. Again, as much as you guys might have loved the band one, I did not love Jabba in the band.
6.
That was pretty cool.
I thought it was
Before the
Yeah.
film was in.
Dude, BK, he had nothing to do with number 2. Oh.
I know he had nothing to do with it. He was in it. I actually like the Pinocchio one.
No, I'm talking to somebody else.
Oh,
Tales of the Jedi.
No, I'm with you. I like the Pinocchio one too. I didn't mind.
All
that
right,
one.
Tales of the Jedi. I actually thought this was good. This is
yeah.
at least got to be 5. It could.
Five.
Just because I
I
know.
got 5. I like 5.
Didn't finish.
What's up?
I will
Finish.
put
You
this-
guys already
I
covered
put
it,
this
so I just
below
haven't gotten
Vision.
back to it.
The canon issues are too much for me. I put this at 9.
I watched
You're
3.
putting this
I
at
went through the
9?
first 3.
Yeah.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
No,
just
it-
the story
it
was
messed up his
really in
book.
depth.
It's
with,
gonna, it doesn't matter where we put it. It doesn't matter where we put it. It's gonna get moved down.
I
They're
think
gonna put Chat's on 5.
We're putting it
I
in
think
8,
five.
I probably
7.
put it in like
It's starting
8
to
or
move
9,
down.
even only watching 3.
Yeah. It went against him in Marco's book.
Put in 5.
5.
Trash.
Oh,
No,
trash.
it's
It's trash.
Trash.
This is
Trash.
this is season 2. What happened on season 2 of Resistance, Marco?
It's season 2. Who
I have
showed
no
up?
idea. I didn't
Somebody
watch
showed up on it. I can't remember. The storyline got actually
All
better
right.
than season 1.
All
Season
right,
1 was
was it?
so bad it was hard to watch. Season 2, all of a sudden they started including a little better. The daughter got away from it. We had more of the empire. Was the empire. What was it called now? Because Phasma and all them showed up at that
That was
point.
not the Resistance. It's the First Order.
First order starts
is
showing
way
up on
bigger.
the yeah.
This was
Seemed like-
watchable.
A little bit bigger stakes. It is, but still not good.
I
No,
think
it's not
Astro's
good.
right. We got to.
There was that stupid ass race thing with the gas going off and fucking shit all the time, but it wasn't, and somebody was sabotaging. Yeah, all that horse
6.
shit. Yeah,
You're crazy.
no.
I'm
crazy
gonna
to
put
put
it
this
10
in
We
'cause
can put it in 10.
I mean, at
We can
4.
put it in 10.
Gotta
10
go
makes
Put
with
10. Put in 10.
9 might make sense. Jerome, you might not be far off.
Yeah. that-
Yeah, put it in
Even
10.
making it.
It's going in 10. All right, so Rebels, the final
Season 4.
season.
This is season 4.
Yeah.
4.
jumping
This
around.
is Thrawn off in the ship. This is
This is
Sabine. This is
whales.
like
Gotta be
Kanan.
three.
we got Kanan's death. You got
Kanan's
World
death.
Between
death.
Worlds.
Kanan's death, sacrificing himself to
This-
blow up.
This to me is 1. This is
Right
my
now, this is
favorite
1.
season.
Right
of
now,
Rebels.
this
You
is
can't
one.
know because you got the
Right now?
No way.
Nah, I think
What
it's
have you
three.
seen better than this?
What the Clone Wars
Yeah.
series?
No,
No, we didn't
Yeah,
get to that
but
yet. No. Out of what
Right
we have-
now.
out of what
What
we
have
have
you
right
seen
now.
better than this?
This is 1.
3.
I'm going.
I
I'm
would.
going
To
controversial.
John's
I'm going
point, I would have
6.
said 2.
6. This is top 5 all day.
This is
This
one
is
of the
good.
best. This is
This
one
is
of my
better
favorite
than
seasons
Tales.
ever. How could you say 6? This
Look
is
how many people
the
with 3.
arc on this.
Look inside 3. 3 inside the 3.
No,
Yeah, 3.
there's nothing better than this. This is
But
my
Dom, we
final
can
one.
move this down as other things come.
No.
This
Right,
doesn't
this
even
is-
touch the Ahsoka.
You have a
episode
great
in
Thrawn
Clone
up.
Wars.
You got Sabine with the Empire starting it off the season.
Yeah, without
got-
this, you don't get Ahsoka. You don't get Ahsoka.
That's
Period.
fine. That's
You
sick.
get Ahsoka coming back.
What is the most important thing is what does the chat say?
He's got a point.
Chat says 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2.
I got some 3s.
ones.
A lot of 3s.
There's lots of ones.
Not a
Two.
three.
Ah,
There's
because
2.
they're
three.
answering Marco's
Uh,
question.
I
Where do
said we
have it
split the
right
difference
now?
to go with Astro.
It's got to be 2, right?
Let's put it
We're putting
2.
it 2. Okay,
Okay.
put it at 2.
I would again. I would agree. I would have put it at 1 for now. I don't think it would end it at 1.
I think you would put it at 1 too. I'm not saying it's going to end at 1. I'm not going to do the
No.
other one. I'm going to change it up and do some live. I'm going to do like 2 live.
Yeah.
actions
Go to
now.
live because there's
Yep.
there's a few. There's
Wow, that's a
more
bad
animated than live.
That's another bad one.
There's so many bad ones for live.
Okay, this.
No,
Mm.
No, it'll be,
Eight.
I would do is actually,
This
4.
9.
actually, you know what? No, not even
I
at
turned
7.
on this show.
I think
used to
7. I
love
think
it.
you can move Visions.
Vision's
I think
what,
7.
up?
Yeah, I think it's 7. Come on, it wasn't all bad. There was a lot of good.
Well, then
in
why
this
don't
show.
you put this at
There's a
8?
lot of
Why do
good
you got to
in this
move Visions up?
This
I'm
is
going. I'm personal. I take this personal because I have to. I'm going 8.
Really? I mean, I get it. It
Yeah,
wasn't
I
great.
liked it.
At
I
the
used
same
to
time,
fight
I
Marco
still
all
like
the
It
this
just
time.
had a
better.
lot of good
No,
things
no,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. Hold on. Let Lopez talk. Let Lopez
No,
say what he's going to say.
I used to once I watched it when all the noise was gone without
Man,
review,
that is
just
sick.
me and it. It's just so flawed. A lot
It's
of
flawed.
mistakes. Yeah.
But I still will want to watch this more than Tales.
Come on, Vader was awesome in this, man. Come on.
That's
Where's
it.
Tails? Tails
You
is
could've just
high. We
given
have
me a
Tails
30
really
minute-
high.
I know.
Tails
Tails
was,
is
I don't know
five,
what
which
you were
is
thinking.
why
I
I
had
would
Tails
put
at
it
9.
above
I don't
it
know
for
why you had
now.
Tails so high.
Yeah.
But this is trash.
You're right, BK. I'm with you there. When I
They
wasn't
got people at
first.
11. Okay, look, this is it's
almost
between 6
disrespectful.
6 and 12. What's in between 6 and 12?
I put it 7.
What's between 6 and 12?
I got
Well,
it.
that's what we
6 and
got. We
12.
got 6 and trash. I mean, people are unholy trash. The fan edit was a 6. No better than 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Stop the
And
fight
wherever
stream
you're
is
at,
on fire.
Ruben.
11.
All right. Above or
Tra-
below
we trash
Vision?
vote.
That's our question.
It's
Above or
below
below
Vision.
Vision?
Below.
This just ruined Star Wars in ways that Vision can't
Yeah,
ruin
below.
Star Wars.
I got it
Below.
at 8. So below.
I mean, we
Man.
did get the one thing we got out of Visions. We got at least a sweet ass comic book, and we have potential for the Ronin thing to be better.
We got Leia, and
Another.
I like Leia. Leia was
Hey,
cool.
we got
Well, we got Leia out
Obi-Wan
of that.
putting
We got
fish
Leia out of this,
space
but we
whale
got
on
the
his
Inquisitors
jacket
just
to
destroyed.
feed his camel.
You got badass Vader in this, man. Freaking taking ships down, tearing
I
doors
could have had
off
a
ships.
30-minute Vader show. I would have just taken that other than this shit. And I
Yeah,
used to
it's-
love it. I used to fight Marco all the time about the show, but
Mando 2.
Mando
Oh wait, is this
season
Mando
2.
1 or this is Mando
That's
2,
two.
right?
That's two.
That's
That's
2.
2?
Mando 2.
see,
Wow, this is
the
hard.
Luke's the Luke.
5. It's 5, right?
You know what?
Probably goes
Well,
5.
to me,
yeah.
it's 4.
It's
4?
5. I think it's
Well,
better
because
than
I got to put it above Tails. I don't want to move things.
Well,
until I have
Tails
to
gonna move to 6. Tails moving.
I
to
would
6.
put
Just
this-
move Tails to 6.
Put
This
it
is season 3. This is
But
Mando
we don't
season
have
2.
to move it yet. Like, what's the difference? Why do I have to
Wow,
ship
because
it?
it's gonna get
Put it
moved.
3.
Then
Put
it can
3.
get moved when it has
It's
to. It
not
doesn't
3,
make sense.
Dom. It's
It
not
doesn't
3.
make sense to re-rack numbers
You don't
until
think it's 3? Come on.
they have to get
Dude,
moved.
this season was not great.
5.
Yeah, compared to
was
season
pretty
1,
good.
season
It
2
was
was really not
season
good.
1 I'd put 3, but I'm not putting season
Yeah, I
2 at 3.
I didn't like
Yeah,
the
season
No,
if
I'm not
season
saying
1
put it at
if
3,
season
but
1
it's gotta
doesn't get
go
in
at
top
4.
3, it's criminal. If season 1 doesn't get in top 3, that's criminal. Season 2 doesn't make top 3. No, that's right. I mean,
No,
it's not
that's
top
why
3.
for now it's got to go 4. Like I don't see the point in we don't
6,
re-rack until we
3,
have
3,
to
4.
re-rack.
It is above.
4.
It is above
I'm
Tales of the
4.
Jedi. If
It's
you
all
don't,
just
if
a plate. You got to place it above or
3,
below where
6.
you have a
All
spot.
right, we're in between 3 and 6, so put in 3 and
4.
6.
it's above Tales.
Put in 4.
4. That's what I'm saying. That's
Season 2's a 5. I
ridiculous.
know,
We'll
but
move
Joe,
things.
talk to Pete. He won't put it in 5. So
No, because it doesn't make sense to make it 5 when we don't need to make the room yet. That makes no sense. You already said Tails is 5.
I like
We
that
wouldn't
image.
move Tails out of 5 when there's a space above it.
Yes.
So
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know how
we're
you-
going. Hey, we're going back.
Obviously,
You ruined
4.
Tales by putting it in 5. Marco,
Yeah,
that was on
Tails
you.
shouldn't be in 5.
That
yeah.
was on
I
you.
can't grab my Vader
That's
bubble
the
doll.
point.
The
point
final
is we don't
season-
All right,
re-rack until
final
we have
season
to.
of Clone Wars. We got to move along, folks. Final
This
season.
one's
of Clone
tough.
Wars.
You got really good arcs with Bad Batch, but you also got the sisters arc. You got some other.
No,
arcs
let me
that
tell you
aren't
something. The
great.
final, the Siege of Mandalore, was one of the best arcs.
What?
3.
The best arcs. Of the
It
Siege
has
of
some really
Mandalore.
good arcs, but it
That-
did some really
no, the
bad
ending
arcs.
was
too.
fantastic.
See, this is why you need
This
to
is
move
3.
the shit down because this should
No,
be 4.
now we make a decision.
this
I
should be
think this is
4.
Better
2.
or worse
This is 2.
than Mando.
This is 2.
This is
Season
better than
2.
Mandalorian
This is-
season 2.
This is 5.
This
is
This
better.
is
This is
below
better.
Mando season 2.
No, this
The-
is
Guys, this is
the
better than
last
Mando.
4
This is better than
no,
Mando.
no, this is 4. This is 3. You got to put it's 4,
No.
but you got to put in 3 spots.
There's
Terry put
better
it in
Clone
1.
Wars
No,
seasons
no,
than
that's
this.
what I'm saying. You need to put it.
Talk
Is
with
it
your
better or
Hey,
worse
Sarth.
than Mandalorian season 2?
This is worse than Mando
No,
season
definitely.
2.
Hey, hi. We appreciate you saying hi. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
If
Thank you.
I
Have a
could
good
force
lunch.
you like Vader did Admiral Priet, I would right now.
What?
This is
Yeah, everything's got to be for now. That's
This-
the re-rack.
so many
when we have
This
to
isn't
Clone
one
Wars
for
re-rack.
now.
seasons
It's not Jerome. It is not one for now. No. We're not
how it
re-racking
runs
all this.
parallel to episode
Last
3.
season of Rebels, there is some bad parts of this.
There are some bad parts.
There's some bad parts.
Is
Last
it
season of
better
Rebels,
or worse? Than
last
Mando
season of Rebels,
2?
people were gonna fucking riot because there's no more Rebels. They literally to
Well,
the day
the last
that
season-
Ahsoka
the-
showed back up, till Ahsoka showed up back live, people were fucking going, "What the fuck? We need the end of that story." So it was years that people were screaming, fans were screaming,
And there was like no bad episodes in season 4.
no. This is 3. The
This is
chat
4.
says it
I
too.
mean,
we
well,
got
where we are. Again, we're not
Again,
re-racking until we have.
We're
to.
not
This is
re-racking.
below
We'll put it in
Mando
3
for
for now.
me.
We understand your rules,
fair.
Pete. Pete, we understand your rules.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Put it in
saying.
3.
We're going by my rules.
The
until we
chat
need
understands
change.
your rules. The whole world get it. We get it. You're gonna sit there on your thumbs till we follow your rules. Got it. Okay, let's go.
Because this is where we get into trouble when we get into later. We
This
start
is
putting
where
things
we're
in
gonna
open
start getting in
spots.
trouble. This is where we're gonna start getting in trouble. This is where we're gonna. this is where we're gonna start getting in trouble.
And then we move things. It's fine.
All right. I'm gonna go Oh shit.
This is trouble. Like you rank things way too high. It's trouble. We're in trouble.
This is really big trouble. Well, it
It
wasn't
will
my fault.
be. I
Don't blame me. Blame Peter's
Hey,
fucking rule.
You
I
put
don't
you
mind-
put
hey,
Judgment Jedi as a 5.
I
I'm
don't
blaming
mind
you for
moving
Judgment
things.
Jedi.
Well, that's because I
Let's
thought we
know
could move
where we're
everything
moving.
down. That's
Let's
right.
not
I was
leave
like, we could just
spaces
start
open
dropping
just
shit
so you
down.
know.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
I'm blaming
Lopez,
you
go.
for that.
No, no,
Lopez,
no.
go.
I'm saying let's just go because we know Mandalorian 4 and 5 are going to change, so it's not
Yeah.
that hard.
Yeah.
Because I
I'm
know
just
what's
trying to figure out
coming.
where we're going to put this.
Well, pick something.
All right,
Throw something
let's
up.
give it a Clone Wars season, another Clone Wars season 5. This
Season
was
5 is the Satine arc. You have
this is
Return
Darth,
of Darth Maul.
the Darth Maul's taking over the syndicates.
this is the Maul Syndicates. Not when he comes back. He comes back and forth, but this is with him and Oprah in 5. You got Ahsoka going away from the temple in 5.
Nah,
The Obi-Wan love story.
Yeah.
6.
This
That's
is
me
better
bowing
than
out because I didn't
7.
watch this. I still
You
didn't
got
get to it.
Ventress.
This is
You got Ventress.
This
You
is
got
way
Mandos.
better than season 7.
What?
Yeah, but the last arc in season 7 was awesome. That's the whole thing. Last
That's
arc.
fine. One arc was better, but this is overall the whole season. This did not have the holes that season 7 did. This is
Season
easy to
7
me
had no
was
holes.
above season
Mr.
7.
Waste
Yeah, it did.
Seeker. Season
Season
7
7
had no holes.
Season 7 had holes.
This had a lot of fillers at the same time, dude. Come on.
No,
4, 6.
I mean,
6.
I think this
I
is
leave
better
it
than
to you
Rebels.
guys.
This is better than Jedi. This is better than Jedi.
Better than Jedi and better than Rebels season 4.
it's not better than Rebel season 4, Dom.
Yes, it is.
it's better than Jedi and
He's
Mandalorian.
putting it at
season
1.
2.
This is where you find. Well, this is why
You see,
he
is
loves
that
it
why I
too,
would put it at
because
1? I
there's a
would
lot
put
of
it at 2.
Mandalorian stuff.
I would
This
put
is
it
where
at
you get to
2.
see Death Watch
I
for the
would-
first time. This
No
is
2.5.
This
Big
is
call.
where you get to see Death Watch. This is where you get to see Death Watch. This is where
Well,
you get to see the whole
we-
Mandalorian.
We got
Civil
room to
War.
move it, right? So it doesn't
See,
matter.
I would definitely put this at 2 and move everything down. But that's my thing. I know it's not 1, but
No.
it was better
This
than
is-
Rebels season 4.
This is
Yeah,
three
but
to me.
Dom, for our purposes here,
I
if you
know.
think it's better than number 2, we got to put it at 1 for now.
Okay,
Doesn't have
just
to
like,
stay
I know,
there.
I know.
They're putting it at 3, so I don't know what you want to do.
Well,
There's
got
some
open
there's a
numbers.
6, there's some 4s, there's a 2.5.
2. He gave
a bunch of
1.
2s.
I got it at 3. 2. There's a
I have it at
4.
3.
I mean,
Look,
4.
there's
The lowest
2.5,
it's going is 4.
2, 4.
Yeah.
We got Dom has been drinking.
Dom has been
Whoa,
doing it.
4.
Yeah, so I mean,
You
either
had
gotta put-
everything in it. Come on,
You
you
had a
put
6
how
in there.
This was really awesome. This series.
You
All right,
can
so
move-
are we putting it 3 and moving the other 2 up?
No,
Or are we
Astro, we're not doing every season. We're not.
No, we're not doing
Yeah,
every
we have
season.
one more.
14
We have one
total.
more Clone Wars season.
We have 2.
Okay, are we putting
three,
in 3
Clone
and
Wars.
moving? It's going in 3. Are we moving those 2 up?
No, why don't you put it in 1? Put it in 1.
No,
for
we are
now.
not putting it
And we
1.
move-
Nobody thinks it's 1, except for you, Dom.
But you put it in 1 for now. You got to move. You got to move things.
No,
around.
we are not
No,
putting it
no,
above
no.
Rebel
The whole
season
chat
4.
voted it's not 1. The
is
entire
not
chat
going
said
I don't
to
know
no
if
go
we're
one.
watching,
chat.
man.
Yeah,
Lopez,
well,
you
Dom,
can-
Dom likes it better than 7. That's why
But if
he
you
wanted
put-
it in 1. I
if
understand Dom's point, but
You could-
their point, we can't put it above
You
it
can't do
because the
that.
chat
It
didn't
should
agree
be
with
in
that.
3. What are we doing?
'cause
I
you
think
can
it
still
goes
move it if you put it
above
at 6.
season 7.
It's probably top 5 when it gets
Wait,
voted. You could still
where are we
put it-
putting
Put it
in
at
3?
6 'cause there's too many
Of
2s.
Maul
There's too many
and the
2s.
Spinach and the Death Watch and all these things not be awesome. Number 1. Come on, man.
All right, Pete,
listen to
move
what-
Where are we
the,
putting
move
it? Just give me a
listen-
number.
the other 2 up. Move 2 to 1. Move 3 to 2. Put this in 3.
Okay.
Oh, 3 and everything goes down?
That's what I would do.
Okay, 3
Put
and
it at
everything goes
4.
down.
Same
3
difference.
and everything
That's
goes down.
fine.
No,
That's
3 and
fine.
everything
You know
goes
what?
down because that
Save
locks
me
it up.
effort in the
3
later
and everything goes
area.
down. 3 and everything goes down. Perfect.
Fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Mando
Fine.
season 2 ain't even top 5.
Wait, which
I
one?
don't know
Wait, show
why
me the
it's there.
picture again.
It's not going to be there.
I understand.
Did you delete it?
No.
What is this?
Which one is it?
Damn, man. You guys are yelling at me more than kids.
I can't
know.
see my screen because it's so damn small. I think that's it.
What is this?
Like wrangling a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Season
All right, chat.
Oh no, that's 4. I put season 4 in there. All right, that's
No ganging up on Dom. The whole chat is just saying it's not that. I appreciate it, Dom. I tried to get you on it, but now we gonna get tricky.
There's only
Okay, we got-
one.
a couple left.
Ugh.
Oh,
All right, listen.
This is
9.
Joey Nobi.
Before anybody says anything about this, it's on the top 10. It's not top 5. It's definitely a 9 or an 8.
It's
I know
9
it's a
right now.
9 or
you
8.
can put it
I'm
at, yeah,
giving it a
nah,
9 or 8.
It's under Obi. I watched
It's-
Obi
no,
before I
I
watched
didn't-
Boba Fett.
yeah.
It's
I
better
don't
than
think it's
Obi.
under Obi. I think it's right above Obi.
You think
I
it's
think it
above
goes
Obi?
above
Well, I know you
Fett.
hated
I
Obi.
think-
Obi.
Look, let me tell you
Because the Mandalorian episode, which has shit to do with Boba Fett, but the
Oh,
Mandalorian
It was still
episode
better.
saved is better than anything that was in that fucking Obi piece of shit.
Maybe, but
the episode
you're
two
ignoring
with
Vespa,
Cranston.
the Vespa gang.
Hey, do you want to go cut some? Do you want to go cut some whale blubber on a fucking desert planet?
Yep, and feed it to my camel. Absolutely.
Hey, episode 2 was good.
Not giving Boba
We
Fett.
also had Cad Bane. Cad Bane
Boba
was really
Fett
good
didn't
in
get in
this.
the top
I
10.
enjoyed how they brought in Cad Bane.
Yeah.
You can flip
The
either.
band
You can
stuff was
flip these two
okay.
any way you want it.
Apologies.
Hey, listen, I'm with you, BK. I understand, but it's not getting trashed.
It's not getting trashed. Not
getting trashed.
yet, at least.
It's 10.
So the real question is 8 or 9.
So wait,
I
Lopez,
think it's 8.
You think Resistance is better than Boba Fett?
No, Resistance is not better than Boba
No,
Fett.
well, that's what I'm saying. So right
Resistance
now,
is
then it
on
has
here.
to go 9.
Okay, yeah.
To me, it's above. To me, it goes in 8 and Obi goes down. But it's not a big deal.
Well, here I think that's where we found our pivot point. Better or worse than Obi?
I prefer Obi.
I prefer Obi.
Right.
I prefer it. I prefer, yeah.
Huh? That's
I prefer
3.
this more than Obi.
Well, for as far as panel goes, that's 3-2 because Dom says he likes Boba a little better. Marco says he likes Boba better.
Look, I'm just saying that this is what it is. You have to rank. Do you like?
No.
Cad Bane
We
better than-
nailed it down. Is it better or worse than Obi? Above or below? That's the question.
What is
So the chat needs to say, is it better or worse?
This is way
No
better
way
than
this is
Boba
better
Fett.
than
No,
Obi.
it's
No
not.
way sticks. Way
No
better than
way.
Boba.
No, don't worry about
Leia
bumping.
all day.
No, we have.
Oh, so
empty
that's what.
spots.
Now,
We don't
it's
bump
coming
shit
down
when
to
we have
little. The difference is it's coming down to little Leia versus fucking Mandalorian. This is what this is coming down.
It's not a bad way of judging.
Yeah.
Right.
Did
Little
Cad
Leia was
Bane
better
and
than
little
all of
Leia
Book of Boba
outdo Mandalorian?
I think right now the chat's
There's a lot of
going
people
9.
saying below and shit. 17.
I pick
Wow.
Obi. I pick Obi
Yeah.
over Book of Fett.
I'd rather watch Vader all day than.
I'd rather watch that
Crap.
Mandalorian thing than.
I
No,
mean,
well, I'm gonna
That's
watch
not our
Boba
que-
Fett all
that's
day,
not our
just
question.
Boba Fett,
Our question is
my glory.
Boba Fett. Or
I don't think
Obi-Wan.
either is going to end up on the list at the end, so I don't think it matters.
It may not.
Yeah, put it.
But this is
just
our question for now.
put it 9.
Boba Fett or Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I like Boba worse. It's literally we've got the chat split, man.
I know.
This
Well,
is-
that's why it's difficult.
But can I just say?
Well, all right. If the chat's
Go ahead.
split,
Go ahead. What do you say,
no.
Lopez?
Episode
If the
2
chat's
of Boba
even,
Fett
we
was
go
really
off the
good.
panel, and the panel is 3-2
Hold
in
on.
favor of Obi.
Hold
So
on.
Book
Pete,
of Fett goes to
Lopez
9.
is going to try to give one more defense. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
no, because I'll take Obi-Wan. But episode 2 of Book of Boba Fett was good with Black Cranston and apologies, dude. That it was a good episode.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't.
All right, Dom. What do you got? Who's better?
We
Obi
already
or-
did this. I already know
We're
where
good.
we're
We're good. We're moving
Okay.
on.
You all
We're good.
know,
You and Dom are with
I
Boba.
love Star
The
Wars.
other,
You know I
the
love
three
Star
of
Wars.
us
You know I love
would
Boba
rather
Fett.
watch Obi.
Now, listen, I'm not even giving Boba Fett the props that I would love to give him. I think he's better than a 9. I think he's more 8 than a 9.
No, that's hope. That's hope.
But you know what? I actually, to be
Dom,
honest with
We
remember-
got to go.
you, wait.
Dom,
the
remember,
Obi-Wan
we talked
show-
for an hour after
the-
one of these
listen,
shows. We
the
talked for an
Obi-Wan
hour, just
show-
me and you,
I know,
about
the
this.
Obi-Wan
after one of the
show
shows.
was-
I know what you wanted, but
There
that's
was
not
much.
what they gave us.
There was Obi-Wan had a lot of stuff in it that was actually good. The fighting scenes between Obi-Wan and the Vader alone, I have to give it to Obi-Wan to be a little bit over the Book of Boba Fett because
The set
So
piece,
we
the
win.
chat and I
Excellent.
agree is both were trash.
Marco,
Hey, that's the point. To be fair,
Yeah,
they
both
let
are
us
trash,
down
but I
on
tell you
both
what,
of these.
look, it's both trash. All right, they're two different types of shows, but the
Oh,
fact
no,
is,
we got to go. We got to.
Yeah, they let us down on both of them. That's the
They
point.
Yeah, they let us down. on
They
both.
did.
But
Clone
we
Wars
win.
season 4. Clone Wars season 4. Wayseeker.
This is tough. This is where you get Maul coming back.
It is where you get Maul. You get the bad Jedi that turns and just
Yep.
kills clones all the time. You get.
I
did you
defer.
get- This wasn't.
Season 4.
Was this
Well, the
Hondo?
best part of this
is a-
was Maul
You
coming
get
back.
Dooku betrays Ventress here.
Dooku
Yeah.
does. Did you get the Hondo?
Hondo.
No, I don't think so.
Is this where Maul comes back when he's all crazy because his legs?
Yep, this is Maul
Yeah.
coming back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch the whole thing. I've watched random
This is,
episodes of these between here and there, so I can't.
Obi-Wan
I'm not
goes
for it.
undercover in this season to
Oh, Cad Bane in jail.
Cad Bane, all that stuff too.
Ooh, that was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I like this one better than 7 too. But I know everybody likes 7.
I don't know if I
Seven
like
had
this
like-
better than
You know what?
seven.
You could actually put this.
Well, I
let me
saw
see.
all of 7. That's why I can vote on 7.
This actually ranks in the top 5. It has to.
Well, don't give me a number. You got to just tell me where it belongs, above or below.
Way
or
Seeker
thing.
are on smoking death sticks or some shit.
Who? You don't do the top 5?
No.
I think it is
You
better
just
than
don't
Mando
like
season
episode
2.
Mando that's what I was gonna say. Mando season 2. That's our first touch point.
Yeah. Do
Better
you think
or
it's
worse? Mando season 2.
Mando season 2 had a lot of holes.
It did.
It
I
did.
didn't like the Luke stuff.
It
And
had a
he
lot
wasn't
of
even
fan
though I love
servicey
Luke
shit.
Skywalker, but he should have been back. I didn't want to see him
Dude,
and
the
fucking
ice
hanging out.
thing.
I think it's better than Mando season. I will say I'm positive it's better than Mando season 2 for me.
Yeah, because they bring him back, Frankie.
I
The Night
don't
Sisters.
I don't even know.
All right, so better or worse than Mando season 2? Better.
People are saying 4, 5, and 6. 4.5 and 6. Clone Wars final season
Resistance
should be
needs to
1.
get knocked out the top 10 already.
So we get some 5.
Yeah.
Which
5, 5, 5. I think
No,
we could
I'm
put
not
it in
moving it
5.
that
Let's
way.
put in. Let's put in 5.
I'm fine
We're
with
gonna
that.
put it in
Move
5,
everything down.
wait, better or worse than Mando?
It's better.
Better.
What,
If it's
Mando
better
season
than
2?
Mando,
I'd rather
Season
watch
2,
Mando
yeah.
season
Better
2.
than Mando season 2.
And
Oh,
this
because you're gonna
is-
move it up. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
moving
Move it up.
everything up. I'm
Move
gonna make
everything
this
up.
shit
That's fine.
hard on you guys.
That's all right. Move it
That's
up.
what I'm making you do. I'm making you make some hard decisions.
All right, that's fair.
All right, this is actually gonna be really interesting because I want to see where people
Now
put
I
this.
want to see what you
Rebels,
guys.
This is
Rebels deserves to be in 1.
This is gonna be a tough
Oh.
one. This is gonna be a
Now
tough
we
one.
find out where things
Oh.
get made.
Fucking crap.
This is hard.
13.
13.
This
Dom, you're not letting us get
You don't like
13.
that, bitch?
There's no way it's going to
Hey,
13.
hey, Lopez. No, hold on.
No,
Lopez says 13. Look at Dom. He says,
It's not
"I'm
13.
not today, not tomorrow, not." He folded his arms so quick. He
yo,
goes,
Bad
"No,
Batch-
no."
Bad Batch
No,
season
no,
1
no.
was pretty good. I enjoyed Bad Batch season 1. I
All
enjoyed
right.
it a
Well,
lot.
let's
It was
start.
pretty good.
Let's start at 5. Better or worse than Mando season 2?
I didn't even finish it.
Worse.
You know what?
Worse.
I
Worse.
defer. I didn't finish it.
It's worse than
But I didn't
Mando
like it.
season 2.
No,
It
it's
is worse.
not. It's not worse than season 2.
I like it a little better.
I like it a little bit of myself too. I would put that at 5 and move it up. Put it in
Nobody
5
cares about Omega.
because
Like
cares?
Omega.
It's not
Get
about
out of here.
Omega.
No, I
like
no,
the
I
rest
am
of the
agreeing
show.
with Dom. I care about Omega. 5.
I
Yeah,
like
Omega.
Omega too, but there was a lot of bad episodes in this too.
there's
There
bad
were.
episodes in everything. If you really think about it, all the
Not-
There were
not
some
in
really
this
good
world.
episodes. There's some really
All right. Well,
Not good
where's the chat? Where's the chat at? And if we go
There's
worse,
a 6. There's an off the board.
is
There's
it
a
better
6,
or worse than Tales of the
6.
Jedi?
10.
it is
Oh.
better than Tales.
Okay, so
Dude,
we found our bottom then.
You know why is it better? Why'd you say it's better than Tales? Because they went off canon.
Because they went off canon. They
Yeah.
completely their own
Well,
stories.
no, the
You're
stories are
personalizing Marco 2.0.
What?
You're
The stories
personalizing.
might be better, but they weren't the
Well, no. The baby Ahsoka fucking petting a dog horse shit was
Wasn't a dog, it was a saber-tooth
That's
tiger.
just
That's
that's
not- come on,
Ahsoka
that was
being
not
how
that big
powerful
a
she
deal.
was even as a baby. That's how I
Yeah.
see it. That's how I take it.
That's true. That's how
You
I
guys
take
are
it.
just you
The
know.
thing just
breaking-
came out is shitting its. You guys are ridiculous.
That's
Well,
how
she didn't just
powerful
shit, she was
Ahsoka
older.
And
is.
the whole
like 2 years
Ahsoka arc
old
wasn't
then.
good. It just
like
wasn't
2
good.
years-
The
like 2
Ahsoka
years
arc
later.
wasn't
No, I think Bad Batch should be above Mando season 2. I'm putting it below because that's what you guys are.
I
No,
said,
no,
I
no,
said
no,
that It
no.
should be 5. It
They're
should
saying
be
5. Move Mando down.
That's what I said.
Well, no. Before we move Mando down, we're saying Bad Batch is better. Yes or
Bad
no?
Batch-
No, not for me.
I think they're tied. Dude.
Nobody cares about Bad Batch.
Well,
Because
listen,
then,
Sorry, Dom.
because then
Mando-
we have to ask
The
the
reason
question:
why I like
is it
Mando a
better
lot
or
because
worse
we had
than Clone
Return
Wars?
of
What
Boba
was that,
Fett.
season-
So I kind of
No.
that overshadows. But Mando 5, Mando 2, season 2 had some really good moments.
It did. It had
you got
good
Ahsoka.
moments.
You had Ahsoka, you got the, Bo-Katan, you had, you had some good stuff. And like I said, the Return of Boba, but Bad Batch actually went back to the Order 66.
That's there you go. Now we're getting different. Now it's where we get difficult.
Astro cares about Batman. Yeah. Hey, look, BK in the chat. We play with the chat all day.
Yeah.
Not Mando season 1, Terry.
No, we have
season
Mando
2.
season 1.
No.
I think we put it in 6 and move everything down. That's done.
Just get
The
rid of
worst
both.
Mando season
People,
one.
people want us to throw. No, this is the best. The chat right now wants us to throw pretty much the second half 8 and off. They don't even want a ranking of 8. They want all that shit off the list.
Well, it might get
move-
there, but
move
we
the
got to
Book of
get
Boba
there
to
one by
6.
one.
Yeah,
Move the
but
Book
I
of
don't know
Boba
why
6, please, because
Resistance
everything else will
still
come
at
off the board.
10.
Let's just find our place.
Put it at 5. Put it at 5. Let's call it a day.
Well, are we putting?
I don't think we can with Lopez the 13 and some other people call it trash.
Lopez said he didn't even watch it.
No,
listen to me.
But nobody.
Put
Come
Boba
on,
Fett
guys.
at
Nobody
6.
cares.
Put Boba Fett at
Put
6,
down.
so then when everything moves down, they all go off the
Well,
board.
that's what I'm asking. Oh, that's all I'm asking. Are we? Is it better or worse than Mandalorian season 2?
Yeah, we've already
It's
answered
worse.
that question.
Did we?
20
Well,
times.
no. Did we definitively answer
Yes.
that question? That's what I'm
Yes.
asking. I can't. check
Everybody
the
but
chat
Lopez who
and
didn't
listen
watch
to
it
you
said, "Yeah,
guys
go ahead."
and
Put it
run
5.
this deck. All at the
Chat,
same time.
actually, there was a couple people in chat that said it was good. There was people like BK who said it was trash. But we don't take anything
I'm with
BK.
you, BK.
We don't take anything BK says seriously. He gets no vote.
I do.
So
Yeah,
is it
how far
better
is
or worse?
that load of crap in the other hand got you a load of crap in the hand, and it ain't gonna get you no place.
So is it better or
Look-
worse than
Look
Clone
at this
Better.
list right here, though. I want to point out
4?
animated is 1 through 5. Right
It
now.
is.
Put the Book of
Right
Boba
now.
Fett at 8, please.
Right now, there is not a live action show, and
I think they're the same. I didn't give a shit.
What?
it's pretty crazy about how good animation is.
Well, there was
Okay,
more
so-
animation than
Fucking
live action.
There was.
Where is Mando season 1?
We haven't
Andor
had it yet.
'2.
It's here. It should
I
be
got
on here.
Andor.
I don't have it in
Andor
there.
number
Somebody's
2.
got to load it back in.
Don't have to load it back in. It's shit.
It's not in
It
there.
was there. Did you fucking delete it?
No, fucking probably.
I counted them. There were 14 there.
Yeah.
Now
I
there are
probably
3.
accidentally deleted it.
Yeah. So don't blame me. It was
Yeah.
there because I counted the shit.
What did
before
I
we
just
started.
say? Where is it? So I know it's not there anymore.
You
All
deleted
right,
it.
there now.
There we go.
Oh, number 1, baby. Number 1.
No.
It was the first Star Wars show.
It number 1, man.
It's got to be.
Number 1.
And
You
Andor's
know what?
better and Rebels is better to me.
It brought back the fan base.
You know
This
what?
is go to 2 right now.
Andor might be better writing.
Yeah, we don't have Andor on the board.
People didn't.
Andor's
People
not there.
didn't. People. This is the problem with this and Rebels. Well, by Rebels, everybody was watching that season, but no, there wasn't a lot of people. It was hard to talk to people about this show when it first came out. There wasn't a lot of people talking about this. Like when I was excited about it, wasn't a lot of people I could talk to about it.
Shit.
I thought it was great.
Phenomenal.
I think it's great, but it's still not as good as Rebels season 4 for me. It's 2.
I don't
3.
know.
No.
I think it might be.
Yo, you're Rebel Season 4. Rebel Season 4 cannot compare to Andor Season 1.
No way close to it.
Cannot compare.
You got War Between Worlds, which is a War Between Worlds.
You got the War Between Worlds.
You
You
got
guys-
Kanan's death, which is
Yeah,
all about
like,
too.
It is tough.
You got
I'm
Thrawn.
with you here. It's tough. It's
I
not
don't
as
think
easy
it's
as a
tough.
call
I
as
think-
we might think.
You get way better villain. The villain doesn't
It's
even
not
come
this
to the
isn't
end.
this isn't about having a villain.
Shit,
This
he
is
brought up
completely
Thrawn.
different.
No, no,
It
no,
is,
no, no, no,
but
no.
it is.
No, he brought no. Whoa. He knows what he's doing.
It is. It brought in
Damn.
Thrawn.
Look, I
It
know
brought
Thrawn.
in-
I know that. I
Dude,
know
Rebels
that.
is giving. Dude, there's no Mando without. I see what he just fucking did this, didn't he? There's no Rebels without, or there's no fucking Mando season 1 without that last season of Rebels. He just did that. Without that last season of Rebels, there is no Mando season 1. There's no Darksaber shit.
So
There's
that
no
means it goes to
fucking.
number 2.
There's no Ahsoka. There's no nothing.
That's all coincidence.
No, it's not the
That's
same
not a
motherfuckers.
coincidence.
We're
It's the same
all.
person that
What are you
does it.
talking about?
It's
Coincidence?
Filoni. It's not a
Damn it, it's
coincidence.
Dave's of what the fuck? What are you talking about?
No.
Yeah,
Crazy
Filoni
person.
took
Wait,
me
what
right
are you talking
there.
about? So how you invited him?
You could have done that character without bringing all that. That's just the Filoni verse. That's just fucking fan service. You could have had Mandalorian without having to do all that. That's just
The
so
show
happened
is
to be
top-notch. It's just
Dave,
Rebels is top notch too.
Filoni, and Favreau working together. That's what that is. Now,
No,
now
it
you're
wasn't them
work
working
salad,
together.
Uncle.
No, it wasn't them working together.
No, that's
It
the
wasn't.
ultimate work salad right there. They could have done it without him. They didn't need all that. But fine, fine. You want to go that way? Fine. I still got Mando at 1. Either way, I personally have Mando.
I'm not gonna. I mean, my
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
It's a tough call. All I'm saying is
I
it's
don't
not
care,
as
but when he
easy
says that,
decision.
when he says, well, it's Dave's nuts either way, Astro. It's his nut. You're sucking his nuts on Mando, or you're sucking his nuts on Rebels. It don't matter. You're sucking his nuts either way.
Well, look, before we move into everything, let's just be fair. Whatever happens, Boba is gone.
Boba's gone.
Oh, move Boba Fett up to 7, please.
No,
No,
Boba's
he's
gone.
gone. He's
Boba's
off the board.
gone.
And he ain't coming back.
No.
It's
He's off the
gone.
deck. He's gone.
Hey, you just gotta hope that Boba will stay on the list from Mando season 2. So at least you got that done.
Here, I'll put him in the middle. This will be the honorable mention part, which we don't actually have. I'll put it here.
5, because that's where
For
you
now.
are. You
It's not even gonna end there though. That's the thing. It's gonna be
4
honorable mention 2.
BK. Lopez,
You
your
know
boy.
this is going
This is
here.
the guy you've been talking about. How he's your boy all night long. Here you go,
This
Lopez.
is going
Take that
down.
L. Take that L.
This
Take that
is
L.
going down. This
We
is
can't
going
always
down.
agree.
So our question
Chat
is,
has it at 1. Chat has it at 1.
where's Mando going? Is it going 2 or 1?
It's got more one. It had more 1 votes. If I recall correctly, it has more 1 votes.
It has more 1 votes than 2.
The chat
Then
speaks. That's all that matters.
Rebels.
Wherever the chat
Yeah.
wants it,
Chat wants it at 1.
Right or wrong?
as it should be.
Yeah.
DK,
It's
nobody
a
knows who you
close.
are, bro.
All right.
Obi will be going
two
too,
left.
Jerome. Don't worry.
No.
Andor.
No. Don't do this one.
Andor is 3.
What do you
No,
mean? Don't do
leave it
this to
alone.
you.
Do the other one
Andor's
first.
better
What's
than
the other
Mando.
one?
Rebels.
I don't have another Rebels, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's right fucking there.
No,
Rebels
it's
season
Clone
2.
Wars. It says
How the hell
CW,
did you delete them? They were all
TV1,
there when I started this.
Mandalorian 1,
There's-
Andor.
There's
What do you mean?
Rebels
Yeah,
season
they were
2.
all there when I started this. When I uploaded
Come on, put
them, all
Rebels
14
season 2
were
back
there.
on.
I counted. I
Holy
checked.
fucking hell. First off, it's a top 10 list. You guys put 14 fucking things on it.
Hey, because I
Rebels
asked
season
you to
2?
cut
Oh
one of
my
the
God, I
Clone
can't
Wars, and you
believe it.
didn't.
Yeah, we
That's
asked you which
14.
Clone Wars to cut, and you wouldn't talk.
You didn't
We asked
fucking
like 10
answer.
times.
Don't
My whole
blame
day
me.
doesn't revolve
Don't blame
around
Waste
fucking.
Seeker.
We
your
asked you
guys'
on
list.
Friday. You had 3 days to answer the
I
question.
drank a
You
lot
know
on
what?
Friday. I drank from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the morning. What do you want me to do? I was
Then you
busy.
still had Saturday to
some more.
answer the fucking question. And
I
Sunday.
drank into Saturday.
All right,
You
you
know
still
what?
have today. You had
Bashing
all
Michigan
day
State.
today.
We gave
I
you
feel
plenty of
special,
time.
Barco. Thank you for answering my text. I gotta go number 2. I didn't think I would do it. to
See,
Andor,
thank you,
but
Lopez. Lopez appreciates that answer to text while I was
Thank you.
drinking. Thank you.
I got
All right,
number
so we
2.
did have
Wait,
Rebels season.
Are we
2.
doing Rebels first? We're doing Rebels first.
Yeah, we're doing Rebels first. 'Cause I want to
Rebels
get to
season 2. You get Ahsoka coming back into the
Dogs.
gang.
number 2. Damn, Andor. I'm sorry, Andor. But
You think this goes above season 4?
I think I like this as
Fuck
under
yeah.
season 4. This
you're
is
the
great.
only one that likes season 4, Wayseeker. You're
No,
the
I
only
like
one.
season 4 too. I'm with Wayseeker.
This is above Rebel. Season 4 is above.
Season
Yeah, Thrawn.
4 is above this.
Yes, Thrawn.
Not even-
Kanan's death. Yes.
No,
This is
I'd
one
rather
where
watch-
you get the Kanan and Maul fight where Kanan goes blind, but you got all that stuff about the base, which kind of like drug on for a while for me. There were some good episodes. There were some not great episodes. To me, this would go like 5.
Ooh.
No, Vader and the Ahsoka fight, right? This is it, right? Vader and the Ahsoka fight. This is where we see Vader.
No, yeah, you get the Vader and the Ahsoka fight at the very end of 2. Yep,
Yeah,
it's a great fight. There's great episodes.
and then
There's
you get
also
Vader
some-
in the beginning of this, right?
It's still
Yeah.
under episode
When
4.
he manhandles
season 4 to
Ezra
me.
and he manhandles Ezra and fucking Kanan. He just throws him to the side like nothing,
Mm.
right?
Three
then
might
Thrawn-
be fair. I see a lot of 3s in the chat. I think 3 might be fair.
Chat on, so.
Yep.
But I,
What
I
you're
love-
saying
I love
then-
me some Vader.
What the chat is saying then is Rebels is superior to Clone Wars.
That's what they're saying.
Just to be clear,
What?
Yeah.
both seasons that we put up of Rebels would then be
Lopez, you
above
can't say
all
anything.
3
Now you're on the other
episodes.
side. The chat takes it. Now you can't. You can't. The chat take it.
Chat clearly has this right now at 3.
Yeah. Man,
Sorry,
that's-
Boba's gone.
Where's
Obi
Clone
goes
Wars
to
season
the
7?
on deck circle to be gone.
It's gonna be gone though for the next one.
It will be.
Yeah, because Andor.
Season 7 of Clone Wars. Where's it at? Is it
Season 7 of Clone Wars is now numbers 5.
okay? I could live with
Season what is that? 4 or 5? Yeah,
Four.
4 of
that. The
Clone
Way,
Wars
let's
is
just
now
call
4.
it the Wayseeker season. Let's just call
Rebels,
it that.
Rebels. We have one left.
Andor.
This is why I wanted to save it for last.
Andor's better than Mando for me.
I like it better than Mando as well.
What's
I
that
do too.
number
It's
2?
more complete.
Okay, the right, yeah, but
It was more complete.
what Mandalorian did for Star Wars.
That's
I
not-
know what Mandalorian. No,
That's
time
not
out.
what
Now
we're
I did for
doing.
Star Wars. No. Yeah.
I completely agree with you. I get what you're saying, Darth
right.
Lopez. I'm with you.
But
But
do
Andor-
remember,
Andor
Mandalorian when it first came out was
re-
doing worse numbers than Andor. When
But
it
I
first
could
came
bring
out.
you in warm, or I could bring you in cold. Mandalorian brought it. It's like it Star Wars on life support after the fucking sequels, and then
It had some really okay episodes. It had some good episodes, great episodes. But like,
no.
go through the comics.
This is where,
you read them,
this
like,
is where I'm
man,
going to
some
come
of these-
at you. I'm going to come at you on this one from this angle. I get what you're saying from Mando bringing Star Wars fans back or bringing new Star Wars fans in. I'm just bringing you from my personal opinion. Andor was exactly what I kept asking for and what I wanted, and then they fucking gave it to me. And I'm going to support this shit until I fucking die because this is what I wanted, and they finally gave me what I wanted. And regardless of viewership, numbers, and all that bullshit, and anybody else, this is what I wanted, and I got it.
And you can go back and watch this show.
I'm happy for that.
A long time ago, when a lot of us thought that Andor would be good, and it was.
I hoped. I hoped it would be good. I hoped, but then
The
at the same
writing on
time, in
this
the
is
back of my mind, I kept worrying they're going to do some dumb shit. It was like, well, we're going to sneak
that's their
so-and-so
track
in
record.
there. We're going to slide, this person in there. We're going to get some weird-ass fan service. We're going to digitize fucking young Mark Hamill into this show for no reason other than we'll get people to talk about it later.
That's my problem with Mando season 2. What's that?
Yeah.
What you guys got at number 2?
And that's what Lopez, that's what I was worried they were going to do for Andor. I was worried they were going to do that again. And they didn't do it. They straight up left out Jedis. They left out Force users. They made the Empire actually a menace.
Yeah.
Without having anything crazy. Like they were just
without
the Empire, and they were you made you be like shit.
Andor
situation, I'd be screwed.
Without
Andor, I could do.
Andor, and you can put this on the tape. Save Star Wars. It did. Because we just saw Obi and we just saw Book of Fett. And we just saw a lot of failures come out, just like the movies were.
And that might be weighing it.
But hold on. I'm not saying Mando isn't good. I'm not
into my decision.
I'm not saying that Mando wasn't good and it drove people in. But this gave the proof that we can now have, as Dom always says, more aliens. We can have more Sith, as you always want to get to. We can get away from the Skywalker saga, as a lot of us always say. It was the one thing that actually really did change it. Like, out of all these, the biggest change is this, because it was different. It really was.
But
now, some people might not agree with that right now. But down the road, they're going to see that if they keep going this route, Apple ain't going to be able to afford fucking Disney, because they ain't going to be able to afford Star Wars. But if the chat says it's 2, it's 2.
Yeah, I mean, baby.
I say 1, but
baby Grogu, bro, come on, man.
Grogu was great.
We're
arguing about great.
IG-88 in the first episode. No, dude.
It's not even 88. It's IG-11.
No, it's 11.
11,
Okay.
IG-11.
Fine.
Yeah,
It's like being goofy as shit.
Well, you know what? Listen. Regardless of the fact and everything, I thought that Andor was fantastic, and I would have it at 1 too, because it is Star Wars that everybody's been waiting for. The more grounded one, the more grounded version of Star Wars. And now, like you said, now that Andor, even though the ratings aren't as great as it should be, now they could do Star Wars without any of the other stuff, Sith and Jedi and stuff like that. They could do just grounded stuff that makes action-packed war. Star Wars is in many different forms.
And let's not forget, like, think of how many characters they introduced to us in Andor that you legit want to see more of.
Shit, man,
you know what I'm saying? Like they built up characters that you are actually. I want to see more of Luthen. I want to know more about his fucking story. I want to know more about Andor. I want to know more about so many of these characters, as opposed to Mando, which again, I'm not trying to shit on Mando. I love Mandalorian.
Yeah, but here's the vehicle for Mando too, because everything you're saying is what we're getting. The Rebels End, we're getting that because it came through Mando. We're getting all that too. We're gonna find out more. We're gonna find out the closing story. We're gonna find out more about Ahsoka, more what happened to Mandalorian. We're gonna find out what happened to Ezra and Thrawn. We're getting that blossom too. They're two blossoms of the same rose, man. We're getting both, which is amazing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
It is. I guess.
But I think the expansion, it's 2 degrees of Kevin Skywalker. Mando's 2 degrees of Kevin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Andor is 6 degrees.
And I think that's where I'm drawing my line, is because we got Mando season 2 and I saw what they did with it, and I'm going, God damn it.
Look,
we didn't have to do it that way.
No,
Like,
we
we could have
didn't
told
need
some of these stories without you going that way, and you fucking did it anyway.
Oh,
And
by the way, the
that's why
one
I'm holding
downside
it
is
against Mando.
the one downside is to Mando that they had to do Seven Samurais again.
Exactly.
He can't fucking not do Seven Samurais. So,
But to be fair, if however we land on this, if they're 1-2, that's
Yeah, I don't give a
ultimately
shit.
where I
Listen,
fall.
I would look at it this way. You would
One way
look
or
at
the other.
Mando as bringing Star Wars back to life, and Andor putting Star Wars in a place that you never thought it would be.
I think Mando is more like life support, and then Andor's
Opens the doors for more.
is bringing that's
Well,
bringing it back to
Hopefully.
life.
Well,
The
at the
sequel-
same
come
time,
on.
we got to say hopefully, because at this point,
Yeah,
when
we
they're
don't know.
talking about
They could-
ratings and the way the fucking streaming services work these days, people better go fucking watch it
Yep.
But
outside of us.
We're gonna get
Outside
more
of us
Obi.
geeks,
We're gonna get
people
more
better
Obi.
fucking go watch
I
it.
think they pay
Otherwise,
attention
we
to
ain't
that.
You
getting
even
more of
put
this.
Grogu and the Dust Bunnies on this thing, man. Come on.
Exactly.
We
That's
did.
what we're gonna get. We're gonna get more fucking Grogu and Dust Bunnies and de-aged Luke and de-aged Leia. And well, we can't get past these guys because this is all people want. That's what I worry
It
about.
really depends. I'm worried about you.
Yeah,
Want to know the truth, TMNT guy, cool guy? I'm worried about Ahsoka. I'll be honest with you.
I am
appreciate
worried
the
about it too.
I'm worried about Ahsoka.
I'm a little worried about Ahsoka.
Star Wars.
Yeah, anything to do with
in
anything to
two.
do with that, I am.
Dude,
I'm worried
listen,
with
Filoni.
Ahsoka. The High Republic situation, I'm not so worried. If you're talking about acolytes, I'm not so worried about acolytes.
No, I can't wait for Acolyte.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
But
But you got and we all have expectations. I don't know if our expectations are the same.
No.
And when it comes out, we'll see what happens.
Hugo the Mask, my grandfather.
listen,
But there was our list.
as of right now, I don't
Yeah.
care about the other shows.
I think
First
this is a
show
big.
to land for New Year is Bad Batch season 2. I'm worried about that. I want to see what happens in that.
Not so worried about that.
Why are you
I'm
worried about Bad Batch season
I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that.
Why?
We're going to have some deaths. And
Well, Dom's
Yeah, I know,
wondering,
but-
We might have some
why did
deaths.
I
Boba
know.
not go find his sister?
I know. I just no.
Oh,
I am
well,
hoping
that-
for the fact that Boba Fett
That's what
shows up.
Dom's
in it.
worried about.
I want
Where's
another Boba Fett
Omega?
appearance in his white armor.
What happened to Omega?
I'm excited for Bad Batch season 2. I really am.
No, I am.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think my expectations are pretty much like, yeah, when it comes out, I'll watch it.
But-
And how bad can it be? That's my expectations. How bad can it be?
Bad Batch.
I'm really looking
I'm
forward to
with
Ahsoka, but I'm worried about it too. But
I am worried.
wanna
I'm
see
worried.
it.
that.
What are you worried about, Ahsoka?
Ahsoka's
What's the
the
reason
one.
why you're worried?
What do you mean, what am I worried
We're
about? They're
get-
gonna
we're
just
gonna
do
get
dumb
Luke.
shit
Yep.
just to play fan service. That's
Yep.
what I'm worried about.
We're gonna
Hey,
get
look.
Luke and Ahsoka in a big
Sabine
battle.
Wren.
I
Hey,
think
look.
no. What
we got
I'm
the
worried about is
character
they're going to
here.
ruin Thrawn. They're going to really mess up Thrawn,
And
and they're going
that
to give
too.
us a different
What
version
if we
of
get the
Thrawn.
Knights of Ren? The Knights of Ren inside Ahsoka.
What the fuck do we need the Knights of
We
Ren
don't
with
need it. We
Ahsoka
have-
for?
We have Wild Space and Thrawn. We do not need the Knights of Red.
They don't cross.
We
Like,
can,
what
we
is the
can get
connection
the Knights of
between
Ren
those
and
two
take them out,
things?
but we do not need
They
the
can
Ahsoka.
cross.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying why.
Nobody wants the Knights of Ren. You know what the sequels are like? The sequels are like how they treated the prequels. So you know how allegedly when they wanted to stay away from the prequels, Kennedy's regime. Now they want to stay away from the sequels. Something we'll never see any of that crap. They're just trying to fix the sequels with Filoni and all this other stuff they're doing.
But we're going
Look, let me tell you something. The sequel trilogies aren't going anywhere. People keep complaining they're going to change
They're
it.
not.
They're building up
They're not
towards
changing
that.
it.
I can't
And
even watch
whatever
it. And
happens in the middle, it's going to happen. They're not erasing it. So
They're
that
not
is the
erasing
Star Wars that people are going to have for the rest
Yeah.
of their lives. it.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well,
It
it's
happens.
It's not. That's it because there's still more to tell. They're
No,
keep
they're
finding
filling the
places
gap.
to tell
They're going to
stories.
fill
in
the gap. There's going to be a
between.
lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, but I
But-
mean, I think right now the High Republic stuff that's going to come out is going to be pretty decent, and there's going to be so much of it.
I
So
want to see
that's
this
good.
kid show next year too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Sabine's
mean-
intro would be big, and she's showing up at Mando season 3. That's where Sabine is going to show up first. You heard it here.
I think it's.
we heard it here.
Well, except for that, we saw it already, dude.
Yeah.
Where?
There's
We have not seen it in Mando, but it makes sense that it's coming.
Well,
in
we
Mando.
saw it. Yes, we saw the fucking.
I'm just saying.
Wait,
Where-
Sabine is
we saw her fucking looking at the goddamn wall, and we all.
Yeah, the
And the
wall.
scenes
That's
in
the
the-
end of no, that's part of
Ahsoka.
Yeah, we know. We already fucking saw it, and we also saw Hera's ass. We know they're both showing up. Like, yeah,
we don't know they're
Hera's
coming
ass
in
is in
Mando.
Ahsoka.
I'm
In
saying they're
Ahsoka.
going to be in Mando. That Sabine's
Yeah,
going to be.
she's
in
gonna make
Mando.
a first appearance in Mando season 3.
That's what he's
Probably,
saying. He's
'cause
saying
that's
it's
what-
Mando, not Ahsoka.
But
I would-
it also makes sense that Sabine would show up in
Yeah,
Mando.
that's the Filoni version.
They're going back to
Definitely.
Mandalore.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Possibly.
because they're going back to like that. They already kind of they said it, and we got
And
the
that's
shots.
why I'm worried about Ahsoka, like Mr. Pete and some of you, because we're just
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not. Well, it's going to be you better worry about Mandalorian too. 'Cause
I am.
They can really
what they
mess.
did
They're
with
gonna,
2. And I'm
And
worried
that's
about that shit.
their
I
whole
don't know.
universe.
That
That's their whole
episode of
universe,
Mando
dude.
was so good in Book of Boba Fett. Like, I don't know.
It's their
I'm not
world.
worried about Mando.
I hope they jump 30
if they
years.
try
in
to
the
look for
future,
water
and
for
freaking,
fucking 6
Grogu
fucking
has
episodes.
Mandalorian armor on with a little man bun, and he has the dark saber. 30 years.
If they do that, I'm done. I'm out on it. That
That's not
sounds
gonna
so
happen.
fucking terrible.
That's not going to happen.
That sounds so fucking terrible.
He's going to be
that's
Mandalorian.
horrible.
That is what the Mandalorian is about. Him becoming Mandalorian.
You know he's gonna die, right? You are aware that
Listen,
he's going to
if
die.
I'm not going to get my
Who's gonna
Boba
die?
Fett
Season 4.
on the
Season
throne
4.
of
Season
Mandalore,
4, sure.
he is going to
Not
be.
Dom.
Yeah, Dom keep thinking he's gonna
sorry
be
to
on the
break.
throne of
Sorry to break it
Mandalore.
for you. You do realize they're killing off the little Kermit, right? They're killing him off.
They're
At the
killing
end
him
of
off.
Mando 4.
Too much money
No,
that they make. They're not killing him off.
They're killing him off.
What do you mean too much money?
Yeah,
They make too much money off his merchandise. They ain't
Why
killing
can't they
his
still sell it for a character who's dead?
And they also
Rex sells all the time.
Isn't
Yoda sells all the
Darth
fucking
Vader
time.
dead?
Luke
They
sells
also
all the
didn't
Didn't
fucking
we
Fucking
all
time.
see Darth
go
Vader
backwards.
die?
Darth Vader
But yet
sells
we
a
still
fucking
sell
shit
a shit
ton.
ton of Darth Vader stuff.
Nah, listen, they're gonna have the Mandalorian Grogu. and
Boba Fett
that's
died. They
what's
still selling a ton of shit on Boba
Exactly.
Fett.
Boba
dead.
Fett died. Darth Vader died. Death don't stop. Death is not the end. Death is but the beginning.
Yeah.
Time is but a door.
He's going to do a Force Ghost. You're going to cry about it. He's going to be next to Luke and fucking a bunch of other assholes.
That's Force Ghost. If I
Just
see a
Dom,
fucking
the
Force
world
Ghost with
between
that little
worlds and
fucker
bring him
eating
back somehow.
cookies, I'm gonna be
I
pissed
want
off.
to see
He's gonna be
Mon
eating-
Mothma's
he's gonna be eating
husband
toad
in a solo
eggs.
movie.
Force
See,
Ghost
that's the other
scene.
reason why I'm really scared about Ahsoka, because World Between Worlds is really cool, but like you can abuse that in a way that
He
is
can't. If he
No,
gets
that's
World
not
Between,
gonna happen.
no,
I
he's not doing
I
World
agree
Between Worlds.
with
They
you.
will burn him
I
down
agree
for
with
that.
you.
He's
I
not
worry about
touching
what
that.
they could do
No,
with that.
you know what you're gonna have is you're gonna have Ahsoka, Luke, Mando,
Darth Vader
Boba Fett,
in a vision
and
at least.
Grogu
Yep,
all
Boba Fett.
fighting together.
Yep.
That's what you're gonna have.
You will.
Avengers. That's what that
Yep,
is.
you'll have the event. Yes,
Star
yeah,
Wars.
you'll have
Fett's
the
not
you-
dead.
And
you'll
you know
have
what?
the event. No, Lopez isn't wrong.
No, that's
Do
what
not be
they-
surprised if all of a sudden Ahsoka's show you
Yep.
see every motherfucker. Maul
get
comes back to
Solandra's
life.
show just for the Captain America shield coming
And you
in.
know,
Yeah,
and
maybe
you know,
that's
and you know
what
why
they
they're
did.
going to do that? They're going to do that to fix or make the sequels more bearable.
Listen,
Then you'll
when the
have
Book of
Luke
Boba
goes
Fett
off and
season
does his
2
own
does
thing,
ever
and
happen
Make it
in 2025, and when it does happen, Boba Fett will be back to the way he was, as a badass killing machine. That's it, and he'll still be leader of freaking Tatooine.
I love your optimism, Dom. I
They
love it.
had remember what going into
Wait,
Rodriguez?
In movies and television, when was Boba Fett ever a badass
No, he
killing
wasn't.
machine?
He was never in the TVs. He wasn't. He was the dude that literally
That's what I'm
got a
saying.
blind
He's a
dude
dude
threw him
who got
into a
fucking-
fucking pit.
Oh shit!
That's
He got
all-
3
that was
Stooges
for-
killed.
that
He
was
got
A
killed like
blind
a
dude
Three
threw him into
Stooges
a pit,
character.
bro.
No, Luke made Han do that with the Force. That's how he was able to do it. There you go.
That makes
You're
it
making
better.
shit up. That's not
Yeah,
Boba
that
Fett.
Luke was
Where's
able to
Boba Fett?
control-
Boba Fett. I'm gonna hit a
Boba
button on his
Fett?
backpack
Boba
and make him fly
That
into
is
the
the only
Sarlacc
way
pit.
that Boba Fett got hit.
He was the first to go in my toy battle.
Luke used his Force.
He was the first to go in my toy battle.
about?
That's who Boba Fett was. He'd get struck down by Luke.
Lucas
That's how he
treated
was
him
in
like a goof.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
the toy. Actually, I don't
He
think I even
did.
played
Like,
with
that's
Boba
it.
Fett.
He did. No, I
Lucas
agree.
had no
I
respect
agree.
for
I
him.
agree. I agree.
Come on. You ever watch Robot Chicken? He
Hey,
shot Jodie
that's Seth
Foster.
Green. Don't give what Seth Green's feelings about Boba Fett any credence here. What I'm saying is Lucas treated him like a fucking goof.
Yeah, because he didn't know that he was going to become such a popular character. That's the whole thing.
Well, that's a testament to Lucas not steering.
Yeah,
the
Lucas
ship on
didn't know
his
a lot of
head.
things. All right.
Poor Dom. Poor Dom.
No
Yeah.
I know
respect.
that
Here, no
we,
respect.
again, we talked about it. I'm with you. I want Boba Fett to be awesome. I thought when we watched Book of Fett,
I
was
can't
getting
even.
a
Don't
badass
look at
Boba Fett
Dom.
leading the
Do
mob
not
boss,
look at the
dude. Mob
comments.
boss.
Do not look at the comments right now.
You got-
Don't do it, bro.
God is
Do
only
not
a-
do it.
That is
What
only
we
a
got in
God in
Book of
Dom's
Fett?
head. Come on. Come on.
Book of
Blame-
Fett.
you
Boba
can
Fett
blame,
literally said, "Hey, I'm gonna be the crime boss, but if you guys don't follow me, I'm gonna do it anyway."
I said to rule with respect.
That's not how this shit works.
What did he
They
say?
got the guy. They got the guy that was supposed to be known for doing great action, bloody stuff, and everything, and he didn't even make Boba look strong.
The worst retelling of The Godfather ever. Like, you can't butcher it.
Dude,
worse.
And then,
hey,
not
you
only
want to know?
that,
Hey, you
not
want,
only
Dom?
did
You want to know what the
him
problem
fall
is?
off
You want to know what the
telling
problem
his
is?
mob boss is what he thought.
We
Then he
talked
had
about this a couple weeks
Best
ago.
Cruz.
You want to know what the problem is? The problem is Dave. They don't want, if it's not their character, they don't want it to be popular. So
I don't think that's
they got the
true.
handles on that one. Yeah. John and Dave don't like that character. So that character is
you
going to
can
be about
blame,
what you see.
Kennedy for that. Blame Kennedy for
No,
Boba because
How did John
shit
and
to do
Dave
with
not-
it.
That was
she
that-
was
Boba
well,
Fett.
I don't want to.
I watched the reviews with Dave Filoni. He likes Boba Fett.
but
it's
Dave
just
wasn't
not
there.
enough.
Right?
Oh, does he? Because I saw. Hey, you can watch all the fucking that. Just like BK say he heard an interview from fucking. Okay, sure, whatever you say, but that's not what happened.
I mean,
That
Dave
isn't
wasn't
what happened.
Yeah, I don't like Boba Fett, so I just made a show about him. What can you say? He's got to say I like Boba Fett. What
They
else
said
can he
that
say?
Filoni wasn't. I mean,
If Dave
Favreau
came
wasn't
out and
upset
said,
a lot
"Hey,
on
dude,
Boba.
I don't like Boba Fett, so I'm gonna come out with a show just to burn that motherfucker down, so he's not as popular as any of my characters." You think he's going to get any play? No, they're not letting that. That's
Yeah.
when Catherine Kennedy might get involved, Lopez.
Because what they do, they gave us fucking flashbacks of Dancing with Wolves. Then they gave us.
I tried to defend
I'm going
that
to be
show,
a
too.
crime boss, but
You
you guys
did.
don't have to pay me anything, and I'm going to do it
I was
anyway.
No, look,
I don't know what the point of me making this speech
The
is.
story was
And
shit.
then,
Look,
hey,
me
look,
personally,
I'm not in charge of shit.
I thought the story of him trying to become a crime boss is friggin' awesome, but the way he did it should have been different. And him,
Well,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Would've been a
because
good
that's not
crime
how
That
you
boss.
was
become a crime
David
boss.
John, though. That's who
Wait.
did that. Their names
and-
are fucking all over that motherfucker. It literally says the credits roll goes, "Motherfucker, we did this." Dave and John, have a nice day. Literally what it says in the credits.
They
They
did
did
make him
that.
a
They said
crime
we did
boss.
this
and
shit.
him being a nomad, Boba Fett nomad, when he was with the Tusken Raiders, I
With
thought it was
Alvaro
pretty
Rodriguez.
badass too. I thought it was cool. The
Nah.
Tusken Raider way, come on, he became at peace with himself. Look, I'm
I mean,
not
there
going
were
to defend
things
it.
about the
It
show
should have
that
been
were-
better.
I
Yeah,
like
exactly. It should have been better. They treated
should've
him
been
like
better, plain
shit.
simple.
Hey, ding Jerome, give him the bell, but I can't put what he said up. Good job, Jerome. I
What?
cannot put that up though. I can't put that up.
Put it up.
No.
No,
Yeah.
did you watch the show?
No, it's nothing bad. No, it's nothing
I
bad.
watched
No,
the show 9,000 times. I watched
Dom,
it
it's
a few
nothing
times.
bad. It's a
not
joke.
bad.
I
You
know.
say you
I
Yeah,
know.
joke about something.
Look,
it is an off-color
No,
comment.
It's an
know
off
it's
color
listen,
comment that I can't.
look,
It's nothing against you, Dom.
Listen,
Hold on,
I
Dom.
know. I know it's not against me. I'm just saying the fact is that I know I am aggravated that the show wasn't the way I had it in my mind.
Oh,
of
not
what this
Wookiee.
show
Yeah,
should have been.
Oh, he's yelling at Wookiee. Okay. No, what we were saying was give Jerome the bell, but Jerome, we cannot put that up.
Hey, we'll give you the
cannot put
bell.
your
but we
comment. Not
can't
this
tell you
comment.
what you said.
Jerome, we cannot put
Ding-a-ling.
your comment up on the board,
Ding.
but you get the bell.
Ding.
Ding. Good job, man. That was a good one. Yeah.
No, put it up. I don't care.
No,
No,
we
I know
can't.
you don't care.
You
but
don't
They
care.
don't care.
We
They
don't
don't
want to
wanna
get
do
monetized.
shit.
It's not about you. Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay,
about
okay.
us.
Oh, okay.
Tom feels so attacked right now. He just thinks
Yeah,
everything's
stop
okay.
attacking.
Has nothing to do with
Stop
you,
attacking
Dom.
Dom. Stop it.
Listen,
gonna
I can't
break
take
them.
this. Everyone's coming down to me.
You're gonna
No,
break
he's
him. You
coming-
can't do
That's
this.
the
Leave
point.
him
Nobody's
alone.
coming down on you.
No,
They
I'm
fucking
joking.
mishandled
No, I know.
Boba Fett.
Look,
They did it,
no,
not
they did.
you. It's not your
But look,
fault.
Now, I actually think if they did a Book of Boba Fett season 2 or something else with Boba Fett, it's gonna be much more of a badass character that he should have
Why?
been.
They won't
Why?
do it.
How did they
They'll
do
admit
it?
their failure.
Because he turned around because Tamira Morrison said he wants to go back to.
Yeah, it don't give a fuck what he wants. It doesn't
Somebody's
matter what
gotta
he
write
wants.
it.
You know what he
Nothing.
wants?
There's
He
nothing
wants
that
them
doesn't
checks
matter
to
what he
keep
wants. It
catching.
doesn't matter what you want. There's no reason for them to do it at this point.
Mm-mm.
I want it. I do. I'd
I
love
do.
it. But they're gonna fuck it up.
I wish they get rid of Morrison altogether. They just bring in a brand new Boba Fett, make him a badass motherfucker who goes out and captures fucking bounties like a straight gangster.
What do you mean? You don't want a
That shit ain't
70-year-old
happening.
man fighting around in a suit?
No, they
can
they
do it
need to
now,
go
right?
prequel.
Better
They
off
need to go
with a young
back in
Boba
time.
Fett. That's
Huh?
what a young Boba Fett.
Well, listen,
Went
Boba
back
Fett
to
should have been
7
41 years
Go
old in this
back.
time.
Back in time, just never have him take off his
He
helmet.
should have been, but the actor
41.
was 41
And
when
Daniel
they cast
Logan
him in
should have played-
fucking Attack of the Clones.
Yo,
But see,
Daniel
but-
Logan should have played Boba Fett.
But then we'll be stuck in the same time period we don't want to be stuck in anymore. It's time to move
No, I
on.
think
Again, Lopez
ship
is a
has
very
sailed,
good
Dom.
point.
They
You just
just
got to
really
let that
want
shit
so
go.
bad. It's
Man,
sailed.
reason. Holy shit. You
They
get him out of
messed
the
it up.
chats. He's actually got good things to say, folks. You hear that? Let it go.
BK
got
is
a
my
good
ally
point.
against you and Wayseeker. Know that, Marco.
Yeah,
What's that?
and that ultimately
If
comes down
BK
to
is your
he messed
ally,
it
you
up.
got problems.
Yeah.
They messed it up. They messed
The
up.
dude,
Boba
like
Fett
on the chat, like
messed
I
it up.
love BK. Don't get it twisted. I love BK. On the chat, he does know the least about Star Wars, bro.
Look,
Like, I mean, for real.
look,
Like,
I see
for real.
bigger, better things coming.
I mean, I love him. I'm glad he's here. I appreciate
Look, I
everything
know,
he does.
look,
But
I know for a fact he's going to show up in Bad Batch. I know for a fact he's going to be in Mando, and I don't know for a fact if a new comic series will come out. But Boba Fett ain't going anywhere.
Don't say things like you know for a fact.
No, he always says it. Then he gets mad.
Unless you worked on the production, don't say fact.
Yeah,
I say it on
know,
fact.
I
You know
hope-
why? It makes sense. That's why I say.
you're gonna see.
But that's the point. A lot of shit makes sense. Don't mean they're gonna
Dom,
do it.
you just need to write like back in the day fansies. You need to write a Boba Fett fansy. You need to. We'll produce. We'll just do it. We'll produce it. Shit, maybe we could even get somebody to draw cartoons for it. We could have Boba Fett fansies out here.
Yeah,
You kill it.
I'll tell you
'Cause
one
I
thing.
like your. Don't get me twisted. I like your
We
ideas.
got some better
This shit
artists
ain't
in our
happening.
fucking chat than we have on the goddamn books that have been coming out of Dark Horse.
For real. For real.
I know.
For real. That's it, though. I mean, we're not doubting that your storytelling in your head is good.
And that's
Don't
the
get it
point.
twisted. That's not
I'm
what we're
with
saying.
you. I'm completely with you. I hope, but they didn't do it, and I have zero faith they're going to.
Just move on. But you're gonna see him, Dom. He's gonna fight with Ahsoka and Grogu and Luke and in the Filoni
that's not
verse.
what
And then I'm gonna go.
Well, I can see a fight with Mando against the crazy
You know
Mandos.
it's coming. Let's not pretend that it's not, because that's where it's all leading to. Some big battle that's for whatever reason.
That's why I think we got Andor.
Yeah, we keep it small in Andor. See, and then you know where I feel about the Acolyte. And it's not about Plagueis. I just hope that show
Yeah, me too.
delivers.
I hope it hits. I think
hope
that
so
is our
too.
hope. I mean, I think
I
that's our
really
hope.
hope so.
Yeah, because
I mean, anything
up the world.
to be honest with you,
up the world too.
And you know, I know I get a lot of criticism because when it's dog shit, I call it dog shit. But like, just with the Book of Fett, like I was so positive. I'm always positive at the beginning of all these shows because I want them all to succeed. But I'm not also blind and stupid, bro.
You
Like,
were not
it's
positive about Obi at all, ever.
Well, that's what happened.
That is true.
What happened with me and Obi-Wan?
You got a point.
They started Obi-Wan eating fucking whale blubber, dude. It
You
wasn't
didn't know
good.
that before you saw it, but you were already worried.
You were worried about Obi, but way before.
Well, I was
You were
worried about Obi. I wanted
before
Obi
we
though.
started.
No, I was worried about Obi after there's a difference between being worried and actually. I was worried about Obi because of Boba Fett.
Dude,
That was what I was worried about.
I remember communing.
I'm not saying that's a fair point.
Me and Ruben through the
Yes, I
Force, through the dark side of the Force, we would communicate where he's at and I'm at, and we would get
So in
mad
other
at
words, you
Darth
call
for
him
not
on the phone.
understanding why he didn't like
Yes.
why he didn't like Obi-Wan. And I'm sorry, Ruben, but after the noise was settled and I forget all the reviews and I sat and I watched Obi-Wan, I felt disrespected. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Fuck, this does."
Yeah, that is the one thing, and that's why when people ask, like, I try not to watch any other content. It's not because people don't create good content; they probably do.
A few years
But
ago,
so they don't
Ray-
get outside influence on it, like reviews and such. Yeah, go ahead.
a few years ago, I used to, before all the Disney Plus and all the shows, this and that.
Yeah.
The comic store I go to all the time. I got friends there, and I used to talk to them all the time. And they know I was always a Boba Fett fan. And I always said that he's coming back. And I said, imagine he came back with black armor. That'd be awesome to get black armor. Then they came out with War of the Bounty Hunters. And they did that. And when that happened, he was like, yo, Dom, your idea, even though it wasn't in the future that he came back, it was a story in the past that they made the Boba Fett black armor. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. He came back and he had the black armor. I always thought that he would come back, eventually. At 44 years, man, you wait for a character to come back, and then they shit on the character the way they did.
Dude.
And look, don't get me wrong, Book of Boba Fett had a lot of flaws.
No,
but there's a lot of things that were
You
good.
forget I got it twice. They got me with Solo and Obi.
Well,
They
not
took me
only that,
both ways.
They got us with this episode 8 and 9.
But I
So
will tell you
understand
this.
what you feel.
But I'll tell you this. Hold on, real quickly. I'll tell you this. I'd rather have them keep pushing out stuff. And yeah, some of it ain't hidden, but we're still getting some good shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're still getting some good shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Even
not
in
everything's
the
going to be a
shitty
hit.
series, we still get some good stuff. There's
Right.
still some highlights, even
In
in
the series themselves, exactly. Look,
I still enjoyed Black K, apart from the weird skip off into
I know,
the
Shit,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
But
We
apart
got
from
a new
that, Black
hot.
K
I like
was
that
kind
shit
of
too.
cool.
Episode 2 to Boba Fett was fire, man. I
Yeah.
remember being so
I
excited.
like when he's
about
sitting
it.
in the bar. He's sitting in the bar and he's drinking, looking at the Trandosans, and then our
Flashback.
favorite girl,
Jessica. What's her? Jennifer Biel.
Jessica,
Oh yeah.
Jessica Biel. not Jessica Biel.
Yeah, I mean, there's good parts to all of it. I
Well,
mean,
there's
there
good
is-
parts. Look, in the book of Boba Fett, there was some good parts in it. There was a lot of good parts that could have been much better,
Yep.
and there was bad parts that were really bad. And
The really
I
bad
understand it.
parts.
But I can tell you one thing.
Oh,
Look,
shit.
like Marco just said, we're getting content, and they're going to push out stuff, and it's not for everybody. But at the same time, they're going to try to make things for everybody. If you think about it, so
And at
Yeah.
the
I
same
know Boba
time,
Fett's coming
it's
back
1
somewhere
o'clock in the
down the road.
morning on the East Coast.
I know. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Me too. All right, so
I have
Let's-
off tomorrow because I took off the next
I
And
day.
technically don't. I'm straightening out a situation.
And I just
but,
found out my sister's in the emergency. So
Nah,
Oh, what
prayers.
the fuck?
Sorry,
Oh, you
Dom.
good?
Oh,
We'll take
okay,
care.
man.
yeah, she
Sorry to hear, it, bro.
got
You all right?
pneumonia.
Oh,
So, and I saw her on Thanksgiving. So kind of my
Was
brother.
she all right
texted
on
me-
Thanksgiving? She was sick on Thanksgiving? She all right?
At Thanksgiving, it's kind of funny. Went to my brother's house for Thanksgiving, and my niece was sick. She was coughing up a storm, and my sister-in-law's mother, she was sick. My wife got a cough, and I think my sister wound up catching whatever they got, and I'm immune again. Immune. No.
There's been a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, it's not just,
No.
Yeah, I know.
COVID. There's flus going
You got
around.
the flu, you got pneumonia, you got colds, you got all these things. And
Yeah, my wife got
Try
the
to
flu
wash
last
your-
week. I'm
Wash
like,
your hands,
all right.
cover it. I mean, kids at school, I mean, they pick their nose all the time. and shit.
Jennifer Beals.
Ground
There you
zero.
go, Jennifer Beals.
Yeah, Jennifer Bill's still hot, bro.
Dude, me and Lopez were saying Jennifer Beals like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, it's 1 a.m. Let's end the show instead of trying to take credit for fucking Jessica Beals, all right?
I'm not taking credit.
Or
I'm just
Jennifer
saying it's
Beals,
not-
or whoever Beals.
wasn't
Who
a
gives a shit,
surprise.
Beals?
Well, look,
Like,
as Wookie said, look, Dom, I guarantee he never said he was coming back as a fat out of shape wimp. Dave shit on him and did Fit Dirty. All right, fine. You know what?
Yeah, read that book. For everybody, hey, everybody, read that book if you're because we're going to talk about it next week. We're not letting it go.
Oh,
another week.
Convergence?
Not
Yeah.
that book, Lopez.
Convergence is next week.
Convergence.
You don't want me
I
rereading.
might
You don't
know
want
why
me.
I like it,
How many
Yeah.
pages?
and it won't be a surprise.
Thanks, TOT. How many pages? Not that many. It's probably like 300. So
It's like 3:30.
If I listen to it on a
I'll try, but
Just on
I'm
audio.
probably not
I'll just
finishing
watch
that
the
shit.
show and see what you guys say about it.
I'm only driving to work one day next week, so I'm probably not listening to that shit.
All right, Lopez. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
so far.
Lopez, thanks.
Lopez, thanks for coming.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
coming
All right,
by.
guys. Good show. Pete, please get us the fuck out of here. It's
We
late.
are. We're going.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
in
you
the chat.
all. We'll see you guys soon with some more content.
Happy Thanksgiving, New Year's, whatever.
Thanksgiving
Thanks.
weekend.
New Year's.
Christmas.
Go Bills.
Yeah, we got Christmas first. Fucking
Bills
plans
beat
for
the
Christmas.
lousy Lions, and you act like
I had to
We're in
bust
November
ass,
still.
I got
Happy
any
New Year's.
Let's go. Get out of here. Peace.
No,
Peace.
What?
I'm not leaving
Why?
because I'm being contrarian.
So we're giving away some shit. Keep watching
We
us
are.
for that. We got a bunch of shows too. Watch
Yes.
our shows. Watch our shows, like our shit, get some free shit.
Exactly. We'll see you guys soon. Later.